Yeah.
All right, good morning. Welcome everyone to the final of the 2019 European Go Championship live in Brussels, Belgium. This is it. This is the final stream of the season. This is the culminating event of the European tournament calendar, and this is my final broadcast. So, lots of things that are ending today, but of course it should be a good match. We've already been covering this tournament starting from Monday actually, and we've had commentary for Tuesday and Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and so this is going to be the final day on which we will be streaming here. But of course, we've got a pretty great lineup, an all-star cast for this morning actually. Mr. Cornel, Burzo, Romanian legend, 7 down. Of course, another legend from the Netherlands, Mr. Robin Size, for the first time he joins us on EGF Twitch.
A European legend.
Yes.
I'm just Romanian. So
No,
covers most of it.
yes, so both of you veterans of the game, of course, with I think over 50 years, right, of playing experience already.
Oh,
For me,
man,
maybe over 25.
Added.
Me
Yeah.
alone almost 50.
50 years experience.
So,
I'm
so
50.
you have 25, right?
I'm a junior.
So,
Yeah.
so wow. Oh.
Yeah.
And then I've played for 40. No, I'm just kidding.
for 40 years already?
No.
So, minus 20.
How is it going, gentlemen?
Well, we're excited to see a final between two of the favorite players in this tournament. Artem, who is seeking for his first European title, and Ilya Shikshin, who already won 5 titles, so he's really experienced. And I think it will be a close matchup today, like 50-50 I would say. But I really want to root for the underdog this time. What do you think?
I don't know who the underdog is.
Yeah.
I really, this is very difficult to say because Ilya is very technical. He's very good at reading, whereas
Enjoys fighting, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Artem is maybe more
And
calm.
Artem is calm and he's strategic
Yeah.
and he waits a long time for chances.
Yeah.
He
patient
can also
player.
kill
Very
stuff. Like
patient.
yesterday, he
When-
slaughtered
Yeah.
one of Stanislav's
Yeah.
dragons, so-
When there's a chance, of course, then
Yeah.
they're all very sharp.
Yeah, of course. This is going to be a long format, by the way, for those of you who don't follow the European Championship. For each player, they have 90 minutes of Fisher time plus 45 seconds per move. So actually, this is going to be like a 5 or 6 hour game. It will be a very long battle. Of course, we've come a long way, actually, ever since the first round on the 21st of July. That was a very hot week back then. It's almost like a different city now. So we had a double elimination format, of course, between the top 32 European players, and now we're down to the final game, of course. So as you can see, the prizes for the winners and the runner-ups will be 4,000 euros and 2,500 euros. Of course, a lot of money at stake, but of course, it's more about the glory, of being called a European Champion of the Year. That is the highest honor I think a European player can receive currently. So
Rob can relate to this. He wanted to.
yeah, actually, Rob has been a 3-time European champion, right?
European champion, yeah. But that's a long time ago,
When was the first time you won it?
1981, when I was 19.
Wow.
Wow.
I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
That kind
to
of
do
pushes
with
it
God.
into
Yeah.
perspective,
Yeah.
Right.
So of course we have in the brackets we have these two gentlemen fighting for the trophy, and I think it's safe to say that given their performance throughout this year, both of them are strong enough and deserving enough to win this tournament. Of course, Ilya has actually so far he's been undefeated in this field so far. Artem did lose 1 game early on against Lucas Papera, but so far he's been fighting back very strongly. Of course, yesterday he had a tough game against Stanislav Fajlak, the Polish 7 dan, who will be actually, by the way, fighting for a 3rd place finish. For a 3rd place finish with Lucas Papera, the 7 dan from Czechia, who had a valiant fight against Ilya yesterday, I thought. But of course, if Artem wins the game today, as you said, this is his maiden European Championship title. He's already won the European Professional Championship this year, as well as the Keto Cup in Hamburg, which is a big tournament.
And he's also one of the former Grand Slam winner so far.
Right? He won the Grand Slam 2 years ago. So he's.
And I think he won the European Youth Championship once or twice.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry.
But
Oh,
he did.
actually, this is the last one missing, right?
Probably, yeah. He's chasing for this title.
Mhm.
Yeah. The last title he has to take.
Now, of course, they played each other many times in the past. Looking at the head-to-head record, Artem has I think 11 wins in total, and Ilya has 24. So they played each other like 35 times. Of course, I think though some of these games have been over the years where both of them were still young upcoming players, but certainly now they're taking the lead among the European pros. So Artem actually had a second place result. He was a runner-up in 2010, but of course Ilya first won this tournament I think when he was only 17, right, in 2007, and now he's looking for his basically sixth title 12 years apart. So that'll be very exciting. As you can see, there's not a lot between them. Ilya's ranked number 4 right now in terms of ratings in the EGD, the European Go database, and Artem's not that far behind. So should be a pretty close match. But do we have any early predictions?
I don't know. I see they already played many moves in the past hours, so we should replay the game and,
sure.
and have a look.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can predict how this will go.
All right. Actually, we should mention that today we have some help, right, from
the AI, right?
Our Lida Sensei. Of course, this is graciously supported by our friend Victor Lin. So we're able to access these analysis tools with the help of his computer. So thanks,
so
Victor.
We have Ilya playing black.
Yeah, Ilya playing black. We just recovered the game from the start. By the way, if you want to follow these games in real time, you can go to the Panda Go server that is on IGS. Just download the Go Panda app, and if you want to vote for a favorite player, you can go to the polls underneath the video players. So
we do it this way.
Yeah.
You play the black stones, I play
Sure.
the white stones, and Rob is showing the best
Yes.
all the time, right?
he is
Well,
Sai.
He is Sai, yeah.
So, okay, Ilya's black seems.
And
Yeah.
as always, white is ahead, according to the AI.
In the beginning, yeah.
Actually,
But
I
here
think it's still based on 7.5 komi, right?
Right.
So
And here we have 6.5 komi Japanese rules.
Right.
yeah, so that's slightly different. I don't know. how
Actually, it
many-
depends on the
what-
tournament. In the Grand Slam, for example, it's like Chinese rules, so it's 7.5 komi.
Right.
And I think, the only kind of EGF rule set is related to nigiri, and I think Ilya actually won the nigiri today. And in EGF rules, I think if you win a nigiri, you can
take
pick
black.
your own color.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
when you play with 7.5 komi, because you might
Oh.
be interested to play white having
Okay.
the komi, but when you play
Right.
6.5 komi, Japanese rules, when you win the nigiri, it means
Ah.
you win the
You
right
you
to play
automatically
first.
play
So,
black.
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Black
probably what they're
invaded
doing
Sansan
here.
right away.
Mhm.
White block on the outside.
Well, we've certainly grown pretty used to the 3-3
Early
Fuseki
invasion,
in
yeah.
the last few years. This is
Actually, what it shows here, it's a very basic variation, the double hane, really a basic pattern. Nothing really sophisticated. So black play the hane here and double hane.
And then
Yeah, so we get the basic Joseki.
Yeah, the most common
Yeah,
variation.
just cutting.
Cut and take one stone.
okay, and then
And then black capture the first
this is actually, I mean, even before
first
AlphaGo,
prisoner
right?
in the final.
Even before AlphaGo, this was like a common
Yeah,
Joseki, and
Yeah, only we didn't see that very early in the game, of course, because there was no early 3-3 invasion,
Back,
Mhm.
yeah.
because we thought it was bad.
2 years ago, nobody would play it.
and now it's like the fashion of the year.
Now it's like the first thing you consider to take
Yeah,
away the
yeah.
corner.
So, okay. Yeah, so
Now
we
this
have
variation results into a
Joseki play
trade.
down.
So black took one stone and discard the 2 stones in the corner. So
Right.
I guess they are both happy with the result here.
Okay.
Locally, white got the corner, but black has a Ponoki on the outside, becoming very strong towards the left side. So nothing to worry about here.
All right, so it seems like black just Tanuki in the game, and so far
so-
everything's been pretty even.
Yeah, black can play this one,
Yeah.
and the AI actually shows playing here. This
Yeah.
is very common to make a Shimari.
Yeah, to make a Shimari from the Hoshi, it's actually a move that prevents an early Sansan invasion by white. Because, for example, if black takes this Shimari, which is also very popular and common, white will consider a Sansan invasion right away, most of the time. So maybe taking the Keima Shimari to defend the Hoshi, the start point, it's actually a move to prevent the Sansan invasion in the top right corner. But are these moves or like possible, like 50-50 more or less?
I mean,
Or is this a really
I guess
huge
like
No, it's almost
advantage?
it's
a few
almost the same.
percent,
It's like
yeah.
1% difference. It doesn't make much.
So
difference.
that-
and also even this move is 1%
Yeah.
difference.
so this
Okay.
one, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just, I mean,
These
in the
are all-
opening,
yeah.
it's a matter of style, right? So you
Pro-
want to, of course,
pretty
get to a good start and play a comfortable opening.
I don't
Yeah.
think AI should dictate the choices we make.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You know, if there's a difference of 1 or 2%, or 5% even, it's much more important that you play your own style.
Yeah.
You
Actually-
feel comfortable with the moves you make.
Actually, speaking of this, I mean, I know you guys have been playing Go for a long time. So actually, when you learned Go, it was long before the
Yeah,
age
yeah.
of
Mhm.
homemade dinosaurs.
This is how you
these
call
zeros
them.
on your. Well, this is
Yeah.
how I usually describe it because
Yeah.
nowadays I think many strong players as well as amateur players actually, they have very strong machines that
In your pocket.
that can empower I think thousands of playouts every second, right? So, but I don't know what you guys take on this kind of learning art. Do you think it's always good for improvement, or do you think?
I have a feeling that when you're checking your own tournament games with the AI,
Mhm.
it shows more alternative options than you would consider by yourself. So even if you don't always follow the move that has the highest percentage,
Mhm.
it just gives you more ideas than because maybe before AI we were thinking usually a few moves, so our way of thinking was pretty much limited, and now it just opens the horizon
Mhm.
more. So
Yeah,
that's my feeling.
Yeah, I think you're usually biased towards your own style and towards the moves you always come up with. You always come up with routinely with the same
Like a
move.
fixed
Right.
idea.
And so you have all these fixed ideas, and if somebody else tells you, oh, you should do this, you become defensive
Yeah.
and say, no,
Yeah,
and
I
you become
think-
even more fixed in your opinion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that's
However,
the
when the
problem.
AI, which is not personal, tells you,
Yeah.
oh, well, but this has a higher percentage, then you start thinking, well,
Or
maybe I should have a
maybe
look at that.
you could be hated by Leela. It could be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
Probably, yeah,
people
it's
are
because we bring too much emotion into the game, right?
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
feelings are always reflected on the Go board.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That's a good point.
So yeah, like because I think before it used to be more about the feeling, right? Because
Mhm.
we didn't have the percentages. So
Yeah.
we also had like very different kind of styles, in old times.
But actually, we never thought about the percentages before AI. We always
Mhm.
thought about how to find a move to build more points. So
Right.
it's all about building the points instead of thinking, okay, I have the percentage to win the game if I
Mhm.
play in a certain place. So that changed completely the way of looking at the board. It's
Sure.
a different concept.
Yeah, I
to
think
embrace somehow.
hmm probably in the opening though is not a big deal, right? Even if you play
Yeah.
a move that is not like the top selected move.
It's
if
not
you
a
lose
big
by-
deal.
Yeah, it won't decide the game right away
Mhm.
because on average you play like 250 moves. So
Yeah.
if you mess up like move 7 and then you recover
Yeah.
20 moves later, then it's still not the move 7 that lost the game.
I think it's actually, I mean, it's not unheard of in human games that you could even reach a 95% sort of like winning
Yeah.
position, then it
And-
completely reverses, right?
Even top rows.
Yeah,
it happened the other day. What was
Oh,
that? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think there was one game in the Changlan Cup, right? It was
Yeah.
between Park Jong-hwan and
Oh.
Park
Yeah.
Byung-hun.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
follow that.
And then it was
That's
like,
right.
90% for like one side, and
Yes,
then like
yes,
a few
yes.
moves later,
And then it's like, what?
it was like
Yeah.
90% for the other side. So
And
so
nobody
this could really.
could kind of explain it.
Really common for us in Europe, I think,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
to throw away games that feel like you are 90% to win. It happened
Yeah.
to me from 97, 98, both to lose and to win. But well, that's why we are just humans.
Right. Yeah, so I think the opening is probably pretty even, right? And
Yeah.
it looks like Other just chosen to
The
play the large knight.
Oge Mashimari,
Yeah.
then another Sansan invasion,
Mm-hmm.
and this time we see one of your favorite Josekis,
Yeah. I code as a
the
crucifix.
crucifix. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like it.
Yeah. Of course, there are many. I think
Yeah.
there are many variations that we could be talking for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just
but
one of the
like,
ways. I think
but
this
just to
first.
keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a way for White to keep it simple. Of course, if he
Right.
likes
Yeah, if he
complications,
tries the attach here,
yeah,
then
Yeah.
it gets into the
things get
flying
very
knives.
complicated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, this is called the flying knife Joseki, right? It's like the new large avalanche basically.
Yeah,
And
but
then you
one
could
line
really
lower.
you could really have complicated cuts and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is actually.
And this is also related to
I-
some leathers, so
Mhm.
it can get nasty.
So actually in the game, I think White just chose a
Artem
simplified.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
start complications.
Mm.
You know, the thing is also, if you
Keep it
misplay, if you like make one mistake in that just seki,
Yeah.
you could be just collapsing.
Yeah, 70% difference.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I think sometimes in the final of a big match, right, you probably want to keep
Things
the long
balanced.
game running, right?
Right.
So
Which
you're
is-
prepared to.
Yeah, but
yeah.
maybe it's not. You shouldn't do that. And I think
Anyway,
we
Artem, it's
will
a-
see this later. That Ilya doesn't like that idea. He wants to decide the game as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it was a
Well,
quick kill,
we'll
right?
talk about this later.
Yeah.
Artem in general, he's very patient, so
Yes,
he's taking his time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you see the personality of the players very
Right.
quickly.
Reflects a lot on the board,
Mhm.
which every move.
Actually, you could still also see it in their personality, right? Like Artem, even like in real life, he seems a very calm person. you know?
Yeah.
And that can be reflected.
But on the board, he can be more combative, so
Yeah.
it's, not necessarily a rule. So was Rin Kaiho, right? Extremely calm and collected. And
As a person.
yeah.
Yeah.
And his
yeah.
games were bloody, right? Many times.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, he said that in later years
Uh-huh.
he got more and more, excited,
More
and,
fighting spirit.
more fighting spirit because he couldn't have
Yeah.
any patience anymore.
Uh-huh.
He lost his patience when he got older. He told me.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, then you can still
I
be
talked to
a
him a couple of years ago.
you can still be a nice and genteel person, though, right?
so was Kato Masao.
Oh, yeah.
And he was called the Kato the Killer, right?
Oh, he was
Uh-huh.
such a
Yeah.
gentle person in real life.
Yeah.
So-
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
There
But-
are
Collapses.
killers
How
hidden
this can be
under
yeah.
those masks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's actually one of the fascinating things about Go, right? It seems like actually perhaps the most peaceful sport ever. It's like
It's
two players sitting
No,
and
no. No.
And, and it becomes extremely bloody, right?
yeah, it becomes extremely bloody.
Yeah.
So okay.
No, but
we're-
there's a lot of talk about if how
Mhm.
your personality reflects your playing
Mm.
style.
right.
And actually, quite often it's the opposite. Like
Yeah.
people who
Uh-huh.
are very gentle in real life, they can be they're extremely competitive on the board, and the
Because-
other way around.
Because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
Released all their
Yeah,
fire
something
on the
like
go
that,
for it.
yeah.
But
Well,
in the same time, the game helps you shape up your personality. I remember that before playing Go, I was extremely clumsy. I would never find my things all over the place or
Mhm.
things like that. And once I started to play Go and get better at it, I got more organized. So
Okay.
I feel it helped me in that matter. So
This is the philosophy stream now.
yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. No. It's,
So
it's
let's
actually
go back
pretty
to
great.
the technical stuff.
I love the philosophy stuff. So okay, I want to talk about this a little bit because normally in this Joseki, right, it was the follow was this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the most simple one.
And now
Now
I
black-
gotta check one letter.
Yeah, there's a ladder involved.
But if the letter is
So
doesn't work,
this is a
black will
very
just came, right?
interesting. This is an interesting position because the ladder obviously works for. Well, we can play it out. You want to play
Yeah.
it out? No, we don't. We want
He
to play it
likes
out.
playing all the
Oh, you want to
letters.
play it out?
Wait, we won't do it like too much, but yeah. Basically,
Okay.
this is
So it doesn't
depend
work,
on
huh?
the.
Yeah, it doesn't work right now, but
Ah,
black can play this.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
black can play here,
All right. And prepare a nice letter
Ah.
break.
there,
break
and
right?
then play, for example, this one.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then if white plays here,
Oh,
then
and
you
now
have to check again.
now it's like-
how is ladder? But white
Oh.
has to do something.
Yeah. If white doesn't play anything, black will connect and kill the corner.
yeah. So actually now it's like perfectly set up, right? If we
Yeah.
check
So
this. Wait. Yeah, I think it just barely it
Yeah.
just works, right? It
Right.
works the stone.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's perfect.
So black doesn't
So
want.
yeah, so black doesn't. Well, then white should like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it means.
But
that
this will
white-
happen in that case.
Yeah, so probably black will play there, because he doesn't like the ladder.
Okay.
And then white just plays there. And I think this is a little bit better for white.
So because
But
white
then
gets like
black will
nice.
play there, yeah. And if
Right.
he gets the first approach, then this move may be in a good spot. So locally,
Mm.
this move is a little bit inferior for black.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you really like this.
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
it'd be
you like
nicer.
that, yeah.
right?
So therefore, it's a little bit
Okay.
inferior, and white would like to play it, but in
Mhm.
this case, there's a black stone here.
Yeah, but
Right.
in the same time, we gotta tell something to the weaker players. Let's say
Mhm.
when you play this schema, and many people are reluctant to play it as black, especially regarding the fact that the ladder works or not.
Mhm.
They are thinking, okay, but I'm going to lose my three
Right,
stones.
right.
You know?
Very
So
good
how
point.
about that?
And-
What if the
Mhm.
ladder doesn't work and then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, black doesn't mind sacrificing those three stones
Mhm.
because his original idea was to set up a nice moyo on the right side. So he's very happy to sacrifice like this. And usually Q players, they don't want to give up any stone. So
It's like emotion
Yeah.
attached to the stone.
Right.
I played it.
Attachment, very important.
it's exactly
theme.
what
Yeah.
happens to poker players when they have a great hand, like
Uh-huh.
pocket aces or kings. They just don't want to let it go,
Right.
even that they know they're beat. They fall in love with their hand. It's the same here. You fall in love
Uh-huh.
with those stones, and you don't want to
Yeah.
throw them away. But those guys can be sacrificed for a bigger cause, you know. Like,
Yeah, but I think if you're overly
Mm.
attached to your investments, right, that could be like a baggage, right? So,
Yeah.
so
It
then,
is,
then
it
it
is.
becomes
But
very
once
heavy.
again, the emotions come into the game. So
Mhm.
that's the difference between us and the AI. AI is just
Actually, that's one of the things though. Like with when you become a
Yes.
down player, you realize, right, that you
can
come
let
to the
go.
realization that you can just throw stones away, right? If
Yeah.
it's not significant.
or even try to provoke that kind of situation where you can give up some stones for a better outcome
Mhm.
in other places on the board.
Okay.
So.
Well, sacrifice is an important theme in many games, like
Mm.
chess, for example, as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah,
You know, once you are
Yeah.
able to
Yeah.
throw away a piece, sacrifice a piece, you become stronger.
Right. Right.
Huh?
Because usually you don't get to keep all your pieces, so you have to
That's right.
focus on the valuable ones.
Uh-huh.
So let me ask
So,
you
yeah.
one last question before we go to the real game, because actually this one is there's another whole
Mhm.
new branch, right?
Right, yeah.
So why is this
This is very common.
extension move necessary
Oh.
after?
That's a good point.
So why
Yeah.
does white have to play here?
Yeah, this is
The move that hurts
the,
white.
this is the move that black will be aiming at.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
even if white is very humble and plays there, it's already a big kashi,
A big gain,
a
huh?
big game
Mhm.
Yeah.
locally, because
The thing is, when white gets surrounded like this, locally he's not even alive. Because once a honey comes into the corner, of course he can throw in and Atari again and create an eye in a
Mhm.
ko, but locally he's very crowded and
Right.
he's
Yes.
barely making two eyes, and it's super painful, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels
so
like
white
Mhm.
stones are on the inside here, and black
Mm.
stones are on the outside.
Yeah.
So the white stones, they have only very local value, whereas the
Mhm.
black stones
Can
have
it?
a global value.
Mm.
And Go is you often fall in love with the this is
What you
rule,
see, right?
Uh-huh.
what you see there, but it's really about globality.
Mhm. Yeah. So I mean, if white has a very confined small area, right, that then the average stone efficiency will be very low. But
That's
black,
right, yeah.
while black has
Yeah.
access to the wider
Mhm.
area.
Yeah, the
so-
idea is you need to anticipate what you can build later in the game, not just
Mhm.
what you can build right away, with the first moves you play.
Right. So actually, this is the standard Joseki after
Pretty much, yeah.
in most cases, but actually in the game, there's this Hane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white
well-
came up with some
Hmm.
resistance.
Yeah, well, you'd never know what the real reason is for their choices, because often the choice is whether it's fashionable or not.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Fashion is a very important theme, even among pros.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, suddenly
fun.
one
And
one
in
move
real life.
becomes in real life too. You know, suddenly a certain move becomes fashionable. Everybody
Yeah.
starts playing it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the research has been exhausted,
Uh-huh.
and then they turn and they switch to the next move.
And they come back
Right.
to
So right now,
to the
this is a
old
very
school.
fashionable thing
Mhm.
to play. So we
So-
don't know the reason whether it's good or bad.
Yeah,
Why they
but
play this?
probably the point here for white is to make use of his cutting stone,
Mhm.
so it creates more agi.
Makes some
trying
trouble,
This
right?
kind of close fight.
And if you look actually at the AI, it
Uh-huh.
says that this has a better rating.
Ah,
But
this
just
one, huh?
2%,
Classic way,
just
yeah.
2%. So
Okay.
it doesn't really matter.
Sure. So how does this one go actually? How should black
all
react to
forced.
this?
White has to go out first of all. He's in Atari,
Mm-hmm.
and now there are usually two options. You don't want to lose the three stones, so
Right.
you either play Atari here or you
Mhm.
play the jump. So now black can go out. Those three stones are key points, keystones
Mhm.
now. So you can't afford to lose them. You're not going to play away or
Mhm.
just sacrifice them bigger like this.
Yeah.
This-
Now it
this
becomes a
would
big
be-
deal,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So you want to keep the stones. I mean, well,
Yeah,
They
this
played
one,
Atari
or
or
the-
this?
yeah,
Oh, the
they-
Atari here. Yeah.
but
Okay.
it turns to the same thing, right? Because on the this 2G you just
Mhm.
capture one stone.
Yeah.
But they play it in a different order. So they played Atari first. So what happens if white goes out? Several Ataris and you kill the corner? Yeah. I think if white goes out,
Black
you keep
just
pushing
keeps
like this
pushing, yeah.
and kills the corner.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
so he needs to give up that stone.
Yeah, and then
Black bumps
Black
to
bumps.
take away a liberty
that take
and
yeah.
to keep connected
Yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time.
Mhm.
So it's a dual purpose move. Yeah.
So white's gonna jump.
Mhm.
and then this jump, which is
Flexible.
flexible.
Well, he can also not be. The idea is to go
yeah.
out, right? But the jump is good because he has this Atari anytime. Well,
Right.
he
Yes,
doesn't want to use
however,
it yet.
you don't want to play that move.
I know.
Mm.
So if black gets a move here,
Yeah.
Oh,
Then he
yeah.
takes-
yeah, so if you play, then white is almost
Forced
obliged
to come
play.
back.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
almost is forced to play that. But
Right.
maybe he will use this one
Right.
or that one,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know,
To get- to
be
gain
good
more.
To gain more. But so basically, he has to come back.
Yeah.
Right.
So
If he doesn't, there is this nice Tesuji, right?
yeah, black
Yeah.
and
The clamp.
black and clamp.
Yeah, let's show it.
Yeah.
So white's gonna connect, I guess.
Yeah, but then he can lose the corner.
Oh, then it becomes like
Yeah. Your
toe, right?
crucifix can die. Well, it's
Yeah, actually, there's an even better
there's a better
move.
move,
There's you can play here. You can start out with this move.
Yeah.
and then you wedge and pull back.
you can, yeah.
right.
At this moment, you play there,
So no more ko.
and then white plays
Right.
there, and black can play there, and he just
Yeah.
captures
Oh.
clean capture of the corner.
Oh my god.
That
Yeah.
would be sad. Yeah.
Should we call this the rip Joseki? Because
Yeah?
it's like a.
So this is more or less absolute sin, and more or less absolute
yeah.
sin.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's always absolute sin.
Okay,
It's
okay.
always
But
Yeah,
there was
a
another
relative
variation,
thing.
no? When you play the wedge
Uh-huh.
and this, on this Atari,
yeah.
Yeah.
You
white
play,
can push
white can play this
and
one,
resist, and then we
becomes
have a ko.
And
But
this,
it's a
Oh, okay.
huge ko.
we've seen this ko in
In
couple
Yamayuta,
of,
right?
Yeah, in
In
couple
some
of games,
title
in a
match.
couple of professional games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But this is also messy. It's the kind of ko you cannot really play early in the game because when you cut here and
Yeah.
white captures, he will shut his eyes and capture again.
Yeah.
It's the do or die ko situation,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
you don't really want to end up in a position like this early in
Exactly.
the game.
So there's no guarantee, really, 100% that
If the jump
white
is better
will,
than no.
white will answer.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is not 100% centered, but almost.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
But you can use that
Yeah.
knowledge to fight here,
Mhm.
Right.
right? So these two stones are much weaker than they look.
Yeah.
So this means black basically has a pretty firm grip on the two white stones.
I don't know if he
Yes and no. I mean, white doesn't want to run away because
immediately.
then,
Yeah.
because then he gets a weak group, and black cannot capture them properly.
Yeah.
So there's some aji, right?
So there's
There's weakness, potential to go up.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Adi is a very difficult
Concept, huh?
concept.
Yeah.
So we don't really want to go into it too much, but
I just
there
want
are
to
all
go
kinds
over
of potential
a nice,
possibilities.
a nice variation here.
Yeah,
Sometimes you've seen this Tesuji plate,
yeah.
and
if
it
this
quite
is
simply goes
very
out.
funny.
Yeah.
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 He thinks he might.
If
Oh, yeah, you can
if
do
I
the leather.
captures
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll show this
then-
Atari
Uh-huh.
a white,
Okay.
yeah,
and Atari again.
and you can.
So white gets captured, and now
Mhm.
in this position, so we have the Atari.
like
So there is
this,
a stone, yeah.
So black.
So when Atari here, white
Mhm.
sometimes thinks, okay, I can go out first,
Right.
to
Mm.
play the leather,
Mm-hmm.
but actually it goes back to the same situation here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You like letters,
But you have to be,
This is a
but you have to be
thing.
careful, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you think like this one works too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, wait.
Oh, I cannot.
In this
oh.
particular case,
Yeah.
Mm.
at this point, you can play there.
Self-Atari.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Oops.
yes, yes,
Damage
exactly.
Mari. So
So-
here
so-
you continue the
so-
leather.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
one. Let's play it out.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going rather fast, sorry about
Oh.
that,
Uh-huh.
guys.
So yeah, like this
I
one.
know.
Yeah. And we're back to the original
And it's
capture.
again, it keeps the thing is to keep Atari all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long
So
as
this-
white is kept in Atari, you can capture.
Down to one liberty.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to read this out very precisely, otherwise
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
be very catastrophic for either.
Well, these
player.
guys they have no problem figuring these out.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. So
I mean, there's some kind of like ladder breaker though, right? Because if white has a stone in this vicinity,
that's right.
then
So
white could threaten.
Yeah, but the trick is, if
Yeah.
you really want to go out, you go out without playing Atari. So you just
You play there,
push
huh?
out,
Ah.
and then when
Black plays there,
Hane,
and now you play there.
now
huh?
you go down.
So you don't make that exchange.
Yeah, you don't
You
make that
make that
exchange
because it puts you
yeah,
into Atari.
into the trap.
Yeah.
You get trapped. So
Uh-huh.
now when black plays here,
Yeah.
you have Atari on the 3 stones.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't really want to play it because you want to go out first and kill the group,
Mhm.
and then you can extend to leave on the side. But you need some support
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you do this, because if you try it right away, it might die.
Might get
anyway.
attacked,
So
right? Yeah.
Now at this
you
moment
don't
it
have too
does.
much space, so
Mm.
it's sad. But at least you know that there is something there. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, one idea would be to play, for example, something like this.
so you
Mhm.
approach
And
that
you
area.
and then depending on black's answer, and black
Yeah.
has to be very careful you can activate this threat.
Yeah, the 2 stones.
Right.
Anyway, black played here in the actual game.
So he doesn't like he likes to focus on this.
Sure.
This really becomes territory, and
Yeah.
he welcomes the idea that white goes here.
Mhm.
White goes here. Now it's a group
target.
he can attack.
Mm.
So it looks like white's gonna kick.
So this
So
didn't
why
happen
didn't
though.
go?
Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah.
So all those
Uh,
white stones, they just stay there as RG for later in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this game
probably.
plays-
Yeah, probably black won't like spend a move to fix there either, right? Because then it feels like
Yeah, over concentrate.
over concentrated. So
Korigatachi.
okay, white's gonna kick, and then black extends.
Yeah.
So
And
is
now,
this
so far the AI is like
even-
50-50, huh?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
okay?
Mhm.
And here you would think white should take away the extension right away. That's a pretty urgent point.
Yeah.
But if you look at the bottom side,
Yeah.
for black to extend here, it's also really urgent, up or down.
It's
Anyway,
actually pretty
somewhere in
pivotal
this
for
area.
the development, right? Because then white
Yeah,
has
it-
some area here.
And white also wants to extend
Yeah.
here from his wall, right? I mean, you gotta just try to see the difference between having a stone on the bottom side
Mhm.
or in the top, and this is the most open space. As
Yeah.
a principle, a fuseki or an opening stage principle, in general, you want to play in the most open areas at first. So this is absolutely important for both weak players or beginners and
Mhm.
advanced players. You always look for the most open sides.
So I guess you first
cover them.
identify like the longest
Right.
stretch, right?
Exactly.
So it seems like this one's gonna be the longest,
Mhm.
and you have, like 11
Yeah.
lines here, and then like
Right.
this is of course.
And in the top, it's a bit more narrow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so they're basically two competing ideas:
Mhm.
big moves and urgent
Urgent.
moves.
Mm.
Yeah.
So usually you would say, okay, this is urgent because it makes turns this into a weak group.
yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
heavy and
that's true.
yeah.
However, black will not answer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He will not answer. He will just play there.
Yeah, and then he has
Especially
an
nowadays,
idea.
in 2019, we love to Tanuki.
We love the Tanuki.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
That shows
I
the
mean,
fighting spirit of the players actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the old days, right, whenever we had a weak group, of course, the first reactions to let's like take care of it, right? But now we
It
can
was
regard.
basically the Japanese idea of wa, meaning
Mm.
neutral and peace
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff.
Right,
Mhm.
Not to stir up things too much.
right.
Yeah. And balance. But
So,
nowadays,
wha-
Koreans, they introduce this idea of speed
Yeah.
and aggression and,
Yeah.
going for it.
But when you say nowadays, you're talking last 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
right?
that happened like, well,
Like the recent history is just like early 90s to
like
2000.
Lee Chang-ho,
Lee Chang-ho era,
he
yeah.
became, I think, world champion at the age of 16 when he was
I think it's 1992.
99,
Right?
91, 92, yeah.
91,
92.
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
was
saw him for the
15.
first time in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in Korea, and
Right.
I thought, who's this kid?
Yeah.
You know, and then he started beating all the nine
Little did you know.
professionals. And he did.
And his style was really calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very
Yeah.
calm.
Speaking of
all-
Lee
it-
Chung Ho, it kind of reminds me of Artem. Sometimes people call him the
Yeah.
European Lee Chung Ho. almost.
Yes.
Because not
Yeah.
just the style, just like the facial expression.
Yeah, no
he's
emotions. He doesn't show any emotions.
He's a very serene kind of
Mhm.
character.
Right,
Actually,
right.
Lee Chung Ho was I think even in Hamburg at a Kiddo
Yes,
Oh,
Kiddo
yeah.
Cup
yes.
last year, and
Last
you
year,
just see this person and walk in, and he's just like a Buddha.
Yeah,
He's so calm when he's at the go board. It's
Yes.
just amazing.
Yes.
So he's
And
also
And some
some sort
people
of AI.
dislike that
Uh-huh.
because that's not really human.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and other
Or it's
people
like-
they
yeah.
say, oh wow, he's the god, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it
his
goes
game was
both ways.
extremely deep.
All the Go players are like, this is God just walked into the room.
yes.
Okay, so this is seemingly the pivotal move, right? And it's
Yeah,
which
most
took.
open side. So
And I
as a
think-
key principle, you gotta think of the most open area, and then
Right.
you find this kind of moves.
Mhm.
And he hopes that black will add a move there.
Yeah, but if he does, so let's say black extends here or here to
Yeah,
fix,
because that's an urgent point.
Yeah.
right? And now white has a follow-up, so he continues on the bottom to expand his Moyo
Yeah.
and reduce or limit black's right side Moyo. So
There's
I
even
think-
something that could possibly
Yeah,
happen here, right?
of course, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
black,
keep
the-
approaching,
the
right.
black's tanukis,
Uh-huh.
then white can.
yeah, we can show
Can
this
invade.
real quick.
Sure. And then what's gonna?
Well, you
Hane.
can play there.
Hane?
Hane,
This or this,
yeah, and then
and
Connect.
connect,
connect, and then play
then
cable.
slide, and push,
And play here.
and then
Probably
turn.
alternative.
Yeah, and
then
even play
actually,
here, and
yeah, you
now-
can. He raised the Moyo, and what he lost is just one stone here. So you can say he was trading the corner for one piece on the side, which is fine.
And this move is in a really good spot now.
It's quite far away from the black thickness.
Actually, it's limiting
it won't
this
suffer.
development as well. Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I imagine if white has a stone here, then that would come into
That
play.
would activate
And
that
if black,
threat again.
if black just turns,
Mhm.
this can happen too.
Yeah.
But white is happy to connect his corner to the side, and black probably needs another move to take care of the right side
Right.
and extend for a base. So this is also quite a successful variation for white. Therefore, black didn't extend in the top.
Therefore, this is
He
both big
extended.
and urgent.
Yeah, exactly.
So defending this area, taking also a large point. But of course, white already gained something.
he expands his Moyo and also limits white in the same time.
Mhm.
And after he plays here, he can also consider some invasion points because he got the edge of the two stones in the corner. He can always come down and approach here just to threaten an escape. And then maybe attach or go out like this. And all of a sudden, white's middle stone became a target. It's pretty thin now, so
Right.
we need something like this to, I don't know how would he fight on?
Yeah,
It's a
well,
running battle.
actually, but Ilya had a completely different idea.
Yeah.
In the game, he showed the idea.
Yeah.
So
Well-
he said, okay, well, I took the last big point. Now you
Right.
have to attack.
Yeah.
And so white attacked.
Mm-hmm.
But this is still 50-50, right?
It's still 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now he played a move that it's related to the border of
And
Moyos.
black had a follow-up
Yeah.
for this move. It was not just big.
Right.
And he prevented white from playing a good move. But he also has a follow-up. And this is a very important principle in Go.
Mhm.
Don't just look at a move, whether you can find a good move.
Right.
But if if it has a follow-up, like a
Continuation,
bonus,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
then
And
that
the follow-up
adds
is
to the
excellent,
to the value of that move.
Yeah.
So now what he's trying to do with this move is to set up the border of Moyos. Maybe we should explain people what Moyos are really.
Sure. Sure.
Moyo means a big territorial framework, so it's not an actual territory, but it's a sketch of something really large.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Like
turn
a really
all-
big area,
yeah,
right?
it looks impressive, and if you turn all that into territory, then it's quite a success. But
Yeah.
at the moment, it just looks like a big potential
Sure.
territory. And for white, this area was also going big into the center. So
Mhm.
maybe if white plays a move like Keima here, he starts to expand towards the middle
Yeah.
and keep black lower or reduce black's potential. So for both colors, it was really important to play something in this area.
Mhm.
That's why it's called the border of Moyos.
Yeah.
So,
Also like a pivotal point, right?
Right.
So basically, black expands and then it shrinks white's
exactly, yeah.
development
Yeah,
here.
this comes back to the issue of style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are people with different styles.
Yeah.
And some people like small but very secure areas like this.
Right.
This is white's territory. It's very secure. It's absolutely going to be white.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And this is also fairly secure. It's more or less going to be white. This is going to be white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually when
Yeah.
the stones are on the third line on the low position, they will turn into solid territory pretty much.
Right. But here black shows a different idea.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, okay, this is not secure territory,
Yeah.
but I'm going to try to do it.
It's
anyway.
following a dream.
It's a dream. Yeah. So
It's a dream that can come true or can fail.
yeah, depending on the style,
Yeah.
on how you,
Depending on the player.
on the, yeah.
If it was
and
Insan,
your
then he'll be
opponents
like,
and-
oh, this
yeah.
is Disneyland.
Yeah. So he really wants to,
Yeah.
Yeah, if
you know,
you're
expand
confident,
this.
if
Mhm.
you're confident that you can make it work, then it
Right.
might. But
So
otherwise,
for,
you wouldn't try.
so for human players, we look at this and said, oh, it's a pivotal point, as you mentioned before, pivotal point between two Moyos. Like white could turn this into a Moyo,
Mm-hmm.
and this is black's Moyo. They're two competing Moyos.
Yeah.
So this is a very important point, obviously.
So-
That's the it's big enough. It's big
Oh, yeah.
enough.
The fantasy.
It can win. It can win the championship.
However, the AI actually says, well, you should play there.
Wow. That
And
looks
this
so
is something
abstract.
we cannot. Yeah, this is better.
Comprehend,
even,
right?
Couple, maybe 2% better.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've been-
but
I've
we
been-
cannot, as humans, we cannot kind of comprehend this
Yeah.
because it just doesn't give us any. Yeah,
it feels like the
feeling.
stones don't connect so well.
It doesn't
somehow.
give us any feeling. You know, we have all kinds of human
But
hang-ups and
Yeah.
human. Yeah, what do you call it?
limitations.
Sure,
limitation,
I know
but
it's not the word you're looking for.
ideas of what is logical.
Oh, okay.
We
yeah.
need a
conventional,
human
right?
logic.
Too rational, yeah.
And
The thing is, when you look at this move from the AI, you kind of get the point. Like, he doesn't want these two stones to move out, first
Sure,
of all.
sure,
So
sure.
it's like he's guarding that
Uh-huh.
towards the center. And in the meantime, he also wants to work with his shimari, the corner shimari, and the other extension in order to make some kind of box. Because usually you want to build your moyos
Yeah.
into a box formation. But it doesn't feel like this stone relates very well to the cornerstone. So this line here can be broken by a shoulder hit like this, or by this kind of move. Or, for example, if you get inside in this exact spot,
Yeah.
he's very happy to play a Kema, so he starts to connect very well. It's like the waves of the sea, you can put it that way. But if he goes inside with a shoulder hit and then you block this way, and white jumps out, then the Moyo is broken. So you would be reluctant to choose that move when you see the lines are not
I
connected.
mean, it's also
And
nice to
actually,
find,
this
right?
is an actually a very good point that you made, because he is thinking about it for a while, and
Uh-huh.
now he says, "Okay, I changed my mind.
Ah.
I like this a little bit better."
Oh,
Just,
so the
you know,
relationship.
I mean,
uh-huh.
he has now
Yeah.
150,000
Wow.
simulations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like
And
playing
he
out
likes
50,000
it just a
possible
little
games.
bit better, but
Right.
it's
Because
close.
now
It's close match.
maybe it's tougher to make a white invasion work so well. For
Right.
example, if this happens,
Mhm.
then black can come from the outside and try to catch all those white stones inside and really make his dream come true, right?
Mhm.
So anyway, interesting idea to think about these kind of moves. So from next time when we see a position similar to this, we start considering those moves. But
Yeah.
for now, we're just looking at the normal moves because
Yeah.
we've seen them all the time.
This is
actually,
where we're-
actually, he has been starting reading up this stuff as well,
Oh, okay.
and he started liking this more. But
Oh.
you know, still these ones are a little bit better than this one. But
Okay.
it's just
51.5,
0.1 or 0.2
Oh,
percent
okay.
difference. It
Okay.
doesn't
It's
make
really
much of a difference.
insignificant, yeah.
So he starts to understand humans. Haha.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
kinda-
not like
we're kinda
you,
right
not-
after.
Not like
that,
you.
that was deep. Even the AI starts to make the human mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
at least it wasn't a
They
complete
got-
waste of time.
They got infected.
So, but
Yeah.
this brings us to the next issue.
Mhm.
Okay, what to do now? Because he
Yeah.
liked this,
Yeah.
and there is a reason for that.
Right.
And you gave the reason before.
Yeah,
you know.
white can easily
White can
jump
easily-
inside in order to.
Yeah, when you said this move,
Yeah,
yeah, to cut this line. Actually, at this moment,
he likes
Yeah.
that move. Huh?
he likes this move very much.
He likes this kind of shoulder hit because it's a reducing move, and when you see a big Moyo forming,
Mhm.
you don't just invade too deep. If you come inside on the third line
Yeah.
and your opponent takes away your extension, and then you want to go out,
It's like a
and he will
baseless
play a
route,
cap
right?
move, then you get surrounded, suffocated quite quickly. So maybe
Yeah.
in general, when you see Moyos, instead of going too deep and die inside and just make the Moyo become actual territory, you
Right.
come from the outside with shoulder
Okay.
hits that are easily, they can go out much faster.
Yeah,
So-
actually, this shoulder hit was a big thing in the beginning when Lisa Dole
played
played
AlphaGo, right?
Alpha
Uh-huh.
Go.
Yeah, move
Yeah,
37,
much
right?
and more- yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Move
yeah.
37.
Yeah.
And I think you can find a lot of
Uh,
this software
well,
on the
the
yeah.
internet.
shape was like this, right? And then you have this kind of
Oh yeah.
fourth line.
And this.
And then, well, this is completely different.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah,
Black
yeah,
played
but-
on the fourth line, and the fifth line.
Fifth line, yeah.
Yeah.
But in that particular position, when you keep looking at the move, it feels like it was the only move, but it wouldn't come naturally.
It's not
For-
natural at all.
for the AI, it was.
Yeah, well.
But after a while, I
what
think
is the meaning of natural anyway? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
what's
this
natural
goes-
for somebody, it's not so natural for
Yeah,
other
but
players.
It
So
depends on your training and your
background,
Yeah, everything.
all the knowledge.
So what is natural for you may be completely different for somebody else. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I-
so
I
this
don't
is
think
again
natural
a
is
matter
a very
of.
good argument. The
Mhm.
Japanese used to make that argument. a lot.
Right.
Ah,
But then then
then they
lost,
switched to
then they
rational.
lost.
Yeah.
It's like sensation, right? Yeah.
So natural.
Yeah, I
is
remember
not a
reading.
very
I
good
remember.
argument
I
anymore.
remember reading recently the book of what it was. Go with the flow,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And-
the Chohun
yeah, exactly.
autobiography.
and
Yeah.
he's talking about this kind of difference between the Japanese way of thinking
Mhm.
when the top rows started to lose against China and Korea, and he was trained in Japan for like 8 or
Uh-huh.
9 years, and he explained that when he won some title, like his first title, international title,
Yeah.
he was forced to play 2 empty triangles in a row because the position really asked for it, and the Japanese were extremely reluctant to play that move because it's not elegant, it doesn't look good. So you
could
would
see
just
the squirm on your face, right?
Exactly, and he had to play those moves to win the game and the title. And he said, okay, you have to play with an open mind.
Yeah.
And this is what the AI is showing us.
Yeah,
that
you have to
every
be
move,
pragmatic.
every move can be the best in a certain position. It doesn't matter if it's aesthetic or it looks bad. If it's the most effective move in that
If
particular
it works,
case,
right? If it wins you games, then
and you
just say it's
gotta
bad.
you gotta consider those options. You don't have to just have these kind of fixed ideas that
Yeah, we are limited by our aesthetic ideas. Yeah, we think what is
But
something
gaming
has to be beautiful.
Go it's a form of art. So
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Once you
Also,
start
when
to
you
do
look
that,
when you look
sometimes
at-
you do
yeah.
feel like when you're playing this big match, right? You're like two artists, and then you're like
Yeah,
completing
exactly.
this beautiful masterpiece.
I don't know how
right?
it was for you, but in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
when I joined the Go Club as a 11 or 17Q or whatever,
Okay.
because I played a few games with my brothers at
Sure,
home,
sure,
and then
sure.
when I joined the Go Club, every time I checked the players who were 2 or 3Q, their board looks so much better. The geometry of the board, the shapes and everything, and I was wondering how come they have these so nice shapes on the board, and in my games they were just taking one stone after one stone, and it looks so terrible.
yeah,
And
yes.
I mean, you have this kind of visual impact.
Yeah. And aesthetics are
wonder.
part of efficiency.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But finally,
But, okay,
yeah.
well, but I want to
Always.
go a little bit to
Uh-huh.
this one.
Mhm.
Please.
So usually you think, oh, I give a big corner, a huge corner to black. So
Right.
you're reluctant to play this early on. But
Yeah.
now this move is there as well. This is a very important area. It's the widest area.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So if you
usually,
give
what
this
would you play?
territory-
Yeah, and then usually a human would play in this direction, but he likes to play there.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Or
So
she.
he's-
What's an
Or
AI? Is
she.
that she?
Usually
she.
usually it's a she.
Yeah,
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 like that.
it's a she,
Uh-huh.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a movie about this. Her.
Oh yeah. So
Okay, let's not get into the
okay.
movies.
Let's go Netflix. quickly.
Okay,
Let's
and
switch to
then
Netflix.
white just goes there, huh?
yeah.
And then I can't find the next move.
It's here.
You're
a
still
peep.
thinking, right? It's still
No,
pondering.
it's the peep.
Oh, it's a peep. Okay.
Okay.
The
White
variation.
goes here,
Yeah.
And then
and
cut
this is extremely skillful playing there.
for
By the way,
double Atari.
that's also like a sort of anti-conventional thing, right?
Yeah,
Because
so
yeah,
actually,
people
usually
cutting
you don't want to be Hane at the head of two stones.
that's right.
And then so
Yeah,
this
this-
feels like super bad, right?
Yeah,
Go
so we
down,
never
yeah.
consider it.
Exactly.
And in fact, if we did consider it, we would be admonished by our senseis.
Right.
Yes.
You always want to get ahead, not
Yeah.
behind. So.
Yeah.
So and you want to cut
And
here,
also the peep, yeah.
Uh-huh.
but if you cut, then probably white will play there, I guess.
Wow.
Most
And,
likely.
well, what do you do?
You cut or you play Atari.
Mm-hmm.
And if you play Atari here,
Okay.
Well, if you the
White-
natural thing would be to play
to
here, I
separate.
think,
Mhm.
and then to play
okay.
here.
And then
And
again
now
we have
there
all
are
these cuts.
too many cuts.
Yeah.
And you don't have time to save this player, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, this is actually pretty tricky for black to handle, right? Because
Mhm.
there's so many cutting
And
points.
then if black connects here,
Yeah.
he will lose the cutting point. So it turns out to be a bad cut. That's why he peeps in
That's
the
why
first
he
place.
keeps. Yeah,
Right.
and he hopes that white will play there.
To give it a bad
Yeah,
shape.
and then black will
Mhm.
just play there.
Right.
And now
it
we have
becomes a
yeah.
very heavy group.
Mm.
And now you see it's also very
You must run out, I
Yeah.
guess. or
Okay.
something. Mhm.
right. So this is what he wants, but then white goes there.
White tries to counter
There, and
the
then
plan and
He
cut.
pl- He
Cut
plays
is sneaky.
cut. That's
Now
sneaky
many
and very high
players,
tech.
yeah, many players would take the stone right away.
Mhm.
They were thinking,
Oh, but
what
it's
is
double
white
Atari,
doing?
But
right?
then it's
Yeah.
a double Atari.
And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah.
This happens also with the double Hane Joseki. If
Mhm.
black tries to resist,
Mhm.
instead of taking the stone to go for the left side to play the Hane and cut.
Yeah,
This
well,
is very
we,
common.
We
Yeah.
can illustrate
we
that. So here,
And now
there,
black here.
goes there, and
Mhm.
And then cut.
this cut.
Yeah.
And now
And now-
white captures.
yeah.
Oh.
Double
You
Atari
get the
comes.
same.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this
It's
is
the
a
same
similar.
technique, right?
Yeah.
But now, if white pays attention, he
Uh-huh.
will connect against the double Atari. Then black takes the other Ponoki.
And white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ataris, and then black can play either this one or this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And
This
then
one
black
is a little
extends.
bit. This one is a little bit
Leaves,
better territory.
and leaves more
Territorially,
action.
black can play here.
Right.
Mhm.
And now,
Well, you would play here. Now.
yeah, of
In this
course.
case, you would play maybe there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
Lock.
subtle
But
thing.
also there's
Yeah.
a variation when you try this to resist with an Atari. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
white is still interested in the bottom area,
Uh-huh.
then he will resist instead of going for the trade.
And then black
so
plays
connects.
there. And
White
then
takes,
if white captures,
well,
if he tries to capture,
no,
okay.
first white just takes one stone because
Okay.
he's really interested in this area.
Uh-huh.
So we show
And then you
like the
you give
third
that away, right?
important pattern,
Mhm.
Yeah, and he doesn't catch the 2 stones in the corner as in the original setup,
Mhm.
but he's still looking for the Moyo on the bottom because he
Right.
had the middle side extension. But if he really wants to resist, so we have this variation where white
Maybe
becomes
you should
more
take
ambitious.
this way.
Right.
Yeah, but it's important to have one middle side extension. Usually it's good to
Yeah,
have
if
the
it's
lower.
right,
If
yeah,
you have
yeah.
the high one
Mhm.
and you try to resist with a double hanging connection, then black will go out
Yes.
several times. And
Mhm.
then if black keeps going out like this and white is pushing under,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
this would be quite painful for white, even if white kills the corner. Eventually white can capture the corner, but it becomes small because he crawls too many times on the second line. And black's influence towards the center will be tremendous. So
Right.
this kind of situation maybe happens when white has a middle side extension on the third line and he really wants to be...
He can really hold it, right? He
Yeah.
has a
But
friend.
then
But
But
it's a special position, right?
yeah.
So let's go back to the original thing. But with double honey, I mean, you always have to pay attention. It
Yeah.
can become tricky.
He's cutting points,
But
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, they play originally the simple variation. Take one stone
2 stones here.
and this.
And then of course
now
that didn't
on the
happen.
right side.
So this,
Back to the A.
so that's what white recommended, what the AI recommended.
Yeah, Artem actually he chose a different path, didn't he? He
Yeah,
actually
he
went
did
deeper.
something really weird, actually.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this was the actual game, right?
Yeah. Let's go back.
Yeah, which dropped his rate
Oh.
to 40%.
So
Uh-huh.
So
wow.
before that,
So he jumped in, yeah.
this was black had just over 50% here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
51.
So white
Yeah.
dropped his rate by 10%.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That is quite a notable.
But this is also
Difference.
because we can see the personal style here.
Yeah.
White is usually a very calm player, but who likes territory a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So in general, you see most of his stones are on the third line.
So
Okay,
he-
he's trying a little bit of a Moyo here because
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
to, but in general, he likes to grab
Just take the territory, yeah.
and then reduce what's left.
He's probably thinking, if I just take the corner, right? And I
Yeah,
can
and then maybe
still,
take care of the stones on the outside.
I can still try to like shrink this area, right?
right.
First, I take the corner away.
right.
But
So-
is that really gonna work? Because it seems like, I mean,
Well,
after this, like,
It works, it won't die.
for
it
for
won't
one
die,
second, I
but-
thought Artem was in trouble there.
He struggles.
Uh-huh.
It's not so easy to live, actually.
So Hane, of course,
And
then
cut first, right?
cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is the actual game.
what is going on here? Oh,
Uh-huh.
So
Block,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, at
Oh,
that
and
point,
then
it was
cut.
like there now it's
Here, black
even
spent
higher
some-
percentage for black now, right?
Yeah, black is leading by, it says like the white dropped at this point.
Uh huh.
Black turns, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the white's rate dropped to 30%.
Oh,
Yeah.
now he played Atari.
And that, yeah,
Because
Whoa.
he can start a core. So when white goes down,
Mm-hmm.
this is
So-
the actual game.
Yeah.
Black has a switch in the corner to set up a core. This is like a basic life and death situation where you
Mhm.
play the clamp.
So and how does the continue?
So if you go down,
Yeah, if we go down.
yeah. So
we
this was a,
either jump here,
yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you play here,
Oh, we throw in, right?
yeah, you can play this one first.
Or block, yeah. Oh, that's even better,
And,
right?
Yeah, well, if white starts the core, you capture and white is in Atari.
Sure, sure.
And when white plays here, and you set up the core, then
Mhm.
white takes the core first.
Yeah.
And now you need a really huge core threat and take back, close your eyes. And
Well, probably will just
Yeah.
take the code, right?
so this is how the core will usually work
Mm-hmm.
in the local variation.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so white
the
white
actual
won't
game-
die, right? Easily.
Yeah, it doesn't die unconditionally, but it may die through a core fight.
Uh-huh.
The thing
So-
is,
But white, of course, he
White
didn't
uses the
answer.
cuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he fought back at this point.
yeah. Now we can see the fighting spirit of the players
Yeah.
comes into play. Yeah,
Huh?
show the power.
For the
So-
Twitch audience.
So what happened after this? I don't have the very
Blood for the blood god. Okay, yeah. Let's take a look at the game.
White
So
card.
okay,
Black
I
is
think this is pretty much a one-way street, right? Because black cannot. If black
There are no
plays this
letters.
one,
There
right,
is
then
an
we have
Atari
a
here.
problem.
Mm,
Yeah, that doesn't work.
yeah.
So like
And
this,
then it goes
then
out.
Just
Good.
goes out.
Actually, these are the kind of variation
Just-
we have
Yeah,
to
this
show.
would be excellent for white.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
an escape.
it'll be
So-
destroyed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For black. So.
Yeah, so this move comes to raise then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So black must extend to resist in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
then-
he extends.
Yeah.
White cuts.
White cuts.
Oh.
Cut first and then extend.
Yeah. Take.
Take right away. Okay.
Mhm. And
Less
then,
less Aji.
wow.
Oh, that's a
What a move.
Tsuji, yeah.
Oh, white take. Yeah.
Pretty much. But can black
That
simply draw,
feels like a very pro level
jump, yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
way of handling.
actually,
Well,
is-
normally it starts like this. No, you're thinking about Atari,
Uh-huh.
then black goes out,
Yeah.
and then you jump. But this exchange you can play anytime. So this would be like the invisible exchange or the invisible center move, let's say. So you can jump right away. Instead of playing 1, 2, 3, you skip 1, 2, and you just play 3.
So what are the benefits of not playing that exchange?
Well,
Can white
if
do
you
something
don't,
here?
yeah, the idea of not playing that exchange is that when you play Atari here and black goes out, he's already out, and you don't have other options like, for example, when black crawls
Mm-hmm.
several times like this,
Yeah.
Oh,
Hane or Nobi,
Mhm.
you might think, oops, you might think about playing Atari from the other side, and then
Oh, because you didn't make that exchange,
yeah,
right?
you didn't make that exchange, so it will benefit in this direction.
Yeah.
So black has to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so this is how Aji is used. You can play
Right.
Sorry.
Atari from this side and from this side.
So you
And
wait.
not playing Atari is usually the correct style then.
Stylish.
You don't want to
Just save
commit
the-
yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Right.
can use the other Atari. So
Mhm.
this is the threat. This is high level
Thinking.
use of
Mhm.
the uses of Aji.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you always want to give yourself more
Yeah.
options, right?
Yes. That's right.
For later on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So black crawled.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, black's Atari.
Ah.
Black's playing
Atari,
Atari. So he's
Atari,
actually,
yeah.
I guess he's forcing white to play this round.
Yeah,
Right?
actually,
Right.
you know what is really funny is that white thing, but the AI thinks this is good.
Oh, he can set up
just
a ladder.
That's
or
what he thinks. Yeah,
Just
and
push.
he thinks that black should play there. But
Okay. Hane?
what about this move?
wait a second. What about the ladder? The ladder. Okay, the ladder does work for
Yeah,
black,
the
right?
ladder, because the
Mhm.
AI's
It's- yeah.
weakness is
Yeah.
ladders.
Uh-huh.
So I think maybe
He missed the
Moyo-
ladder, huh?
He's missing the ladder. here.
Because here you want to have this variation. Atari.
yeah,
Then you
Mhm.
go out.
go out,
Then Atari.
go out,
Then turn. And now you
and
set up
you have to play
Yeah.
there.
this one or the ladder. But the
Yes.
ladder doesn't work.
And so
Yeah.
the ladder in this case goes
To the two black stones.
Yeah.
It's
Eventually it
broken.
collides.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So this is good for black,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe
So white maybe
the
he's
AI
right.
is not correct.
Yeah. Maybe that's a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can still forgive the AI for this minor.
Isn't it sometimes
Yes.
ironic how AIs could miss one of the most elementary concepts when we started to learn when we were beginners and somehow play at superhuman levels?
Yeah, exactly. This is the interesting thing. So
Yeah.
therefore,
This is the only bug. Huh?
yeah. So in chess, for example, they
Mhm.
play the best combination is that a human plays together with the AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's called, I think Kasparov introduced the idea,
Right.
and it's called Centaur.
Oh, Centaur. Yeah, of
Centaur,
course, it's
right?
like half.
Yeah, half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
You can understand the idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So and he said this is the best idea. Yeah. So that the human can
Too much.
control the AI a little
Yeah.
bit, but the AI helps the human
Yeah.
make decisions.
Sure. So the human can
has
correct
the
some
sim-
obvious.
Yeah. Finally he makes the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it has to be a very informed human who can.
Exactly. so that's the reason.
A
lot
You know,
of knowledge.
lots of people, lots of fairly weak players,
Yeah.
they use the AI and they have all kinds of opinions like, oh, this is good. KI said that, blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, and then, but they don't really understand why, and so they start playing that in a game,
Mm-hmm.
and they lose completely because they have no idea
Right.
of the reasons.
Mm-hmm. So
And
actually,
so it's
yeah,
it's dangerous sometimes to use the
it's
AI
really
for
important,
people who
I
don't
think.
understand the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to understand like what each of the moves mean, right? If you're gonna, emulate either. Well, it also goes the same with the following strong players' games, right? So if a strong player plays something, and you
You
just
blindly-
copy paste it
blindly
because
Yeah,
follow
they
exactly.
it.
played it, and
Yeah.
and Cornel
understand why.
7 down, for example,
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah,
but if you,
and sometimes the strong player plays this particular variation
Yeah.
because of a ladder somewhere else.
yeah.
Yeah.
the thing
So
is,
like for example, this one we saw that this ladder. He played
Yeah.
this very. He played. He could have played another variation
Yeah.
because of the
Uh-huh.
ladder.
yeah,
But then the players are really thinking this in their mind. But if a weak player copies this, he doesn't. He never saw the ladder. He doesn't understand that this is the center.
hmm
So he could
Yeah.
make a mistake there,
get
a
trapped
vital
quickly,
mistake,
yeah.
Yeah.
and he immediately lose the game. And it's, but the strong player,
Yeah.
I just copied what he did.
Uh-huh.
You know? And yeah.
Cannot be bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right.
The funny thing is that many times you see like double-digit Q players thinking of the same move as a 9-down. I noticed that many times when watching those title matches on IGS,
Uh-huh.
you see lots of Kibits for 17 Q players, and they
Yeah.
try to guess the next move of Yamayuta or
Uh-huh.
Yamashita Keigo, and many times they're right, but it's just a pure guess because the difference between them and the 9-down Pro is that the 9-down Pro has a reason for those moves, and they guess they have a complete reason. They just
Yeah.
think, okay, this should be right, but then 2 moves later they collapse. So that's interesting to see many times.
Right. So in this case, I want to follow through with the
Okay.
fight a little bit here
So
because
Atalia?
I'm really curious what is going to happen in this area. Before that, we do have a question from the chat, I believe. I wonder why didn't Black extend the C2 immediately after the Joseki? Oh, this is a good question actually. So we see many games that actually Black would make this exchange, this extension.
Ah.
Is there any subtle meaning to it?
Yes, well, there's one
Go ahead.
very important meaning. If there's a code,
You don't want to
and-
waste one.
yeah,
card.
we can try to
set
show
up some
that
code
concept.
file.
What is
Okay.
a code?
Sure.
There's a code for the beginners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Go players, just bear with us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For a
let's,
moment.
let's say we have a large group here and a large group here.
We know you
and
played
they-
this 1,000
they are-
times.
They are divided by
Yeah.
a core, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Sure.
let's say we have a position like this, for example, where you want to save the 2 stones.
Uh-huh.
So it's important to connect these guys to these guys,
Right.
right? So you take the code, you take this
Yeah.
move.
Mhm.
At this point, Black cannot recapture.
Right. Otherwise, there'll be
because
an
that
infinite
would
loop.
that would
Yeah, that means
Then
that
the
would-
European
that
Championship will
would
be
mean-
like 10 days long. We don't have money for that.
Yeah, so white plays, and
Yeah.
then the rule is Black cannot.
He needs
Black
to
must play
immediately play.
somewhere
Yeah.
else
Mhm.
first. The board position must have changed.
Right.
So now he can play there.
threatening to
And
take back
now
the 2
he
stones and
threatens
killing
to
the 2
capture
white
this.
stones. Yeah.
So white will answer.
White probably thinks, oh yeah, I can't afford to give this up,
Right.
right?
Yeah, so
I
white
gotta,
probably answer, and
I
then
gotta
black can
respond.
capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
this exchange, this
Mhm.
move will help him fight a ladder here, or fight
Right.
a ko here.
Yeah, so it's better to keep it in reserve for
Mhm.
later in the game. So you don't want to waste it right away,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why stronger players, they usually don't waste their threats early in the game.
Mhm.
They wait for an opportunity to use it in the right time. And many times I've seen games where black is pushing here. So let's say these
Mhm.
stones are not here, and later on they don't even go down to use the agi. They just hane,
Right.
and now white captures right away.
If white
or-
doesn't do anything,
Yeah.
black
Oh,
will
yeah.
play there,
Right. Okay. Let's
yeah,
show this.
and then white will play there.
And
And
then
then
push
turn,
several
right?
times.
And then, oh, you cannot play there.
Oh no.
Everything
Yeah.
collapses.
So this is the meaning of that move.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you play there,
Then push again, and push again, and then the corner is dead.
and black can play
Yeah.
there. Hmm.
Keep
And now he's
pushing,
got,
but yeah, he
but
got the corner back.
white has 3 liberties
Then
and black
then
already
it's
has
a
5.
Then it's a sad ending.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in some of the games, you see, for example, white playing here, or white jumping, or white going down, or white taking the 2 stones.
Right.
So when white takes the 2 stones, there is no more agi in the corner.
It's like super clean, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but in the same time, he doesn't build so much on the outside, like when he tries to resist with other moves to,
Mhm.
have a follow-up on the outside. On the other hand, when black goes down and white plays here,
Mhm.
and then black comes from the outside, and white
Yeah.
plays this move instead of capturing tight,
Yeah.
later on, in the end game, many times it happens that black plays the hane, and now white doesn't really care immediately to respond, because he still has 3 liberties versus 2.
Sure.
So he plays away again, and later on, black plays 2 more forcey moves.
Oh, so actually
So-
this is like good endgame, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
after
black has
Atari.
some, yeah.
So
Black plays there,
in the
white
end,
plays there.
this move looks a little bit strange, right?
Yeah.
You try to resist and to be more fancy,
Mhm.
but you just play many moves inside for a smaller amount of territory.
Exactly.
So actually, here it's really sensitive if you want to go out or you don't want to go out, and what are the implications
Yeah.
of
It's very subtle,
using
right?
yeah, as you said, yeah.
Well,
Seems like-
high-level players are fairly
They-
subtle, so
and-
they understand the subtleties of
I
the game.
think strong players are very aware of what
Yeah.
really happens in this corner, to go out and to use the agility stones or not.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it's also depending a lot of the given position.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you don't want to ruin the agi right away.
So
Okay, let's go
that's
on.
a great question, by the way. I think this is
I
actually
hope
quite useful.
we answered that
Yeah,
question.
yeah. That was a great answer and great question though. So if you wanna ask
them
anything,
coming.
about the game, please feel free to post them in the chat. Just probably tag European Go Federation. Will be the best way to get us noticed, and we will answer them for sure. But
We will Amsterdam.
We were answered.
Answer or Amsterdam? Yeah.
We will answer them.
I understand we will Amsterdam. Yeah, we can Amsterdam. Yeah.
Yeah,
After the
yeah.
game, we go Amsterdam. We are quite close, no?
Okay, so what happened here?
so okay, White's got block, right? White has to block.
Uh-huh.
Let's go back to the
my
game.
block?
a bit. Yeah.
My English is terrible, so we go Amsterdam.
Okay.
The Amsterdam exchange.
This is called the Amsterdam
Yeah.
Tesuji.
So black.
Oh no, bro,
Extended?
it's a Yozumiro actually.
Okay,
Yeah, black
so
turns, he's
black turns.
forced.
And
Then
then
no
oh wait, can he? Oh, he just plays it there.
plays
So he
there.
kills it, right? Does he kill the corner?
Oh, directly. Uh-huh. Yeah, it looks like it.
Because white,
Yeah,
if white
if white
connects-
connects, then he takes here. Okay.
Mhm.
then it's like 3 liberties versus 2. Three
Versus
liberties
three,
here
yeah.
versus 2 liberties, right? Then it's
yeah.
just dead.
Right.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so white's unconditionally dead now. There's no more co, and I guess
Mhm.
white's just gonna give this up. I think that was, I mean,
It's
that was
a
his
trade,
plan
actually.
anyway.
Maybe his plan, got changed on the way.
Or I mean, is he trying to do damage control now?
Well, originally this was Black's corner with the
Mhm.
Shimari and the extension and the jump. So
Yeah.
everything happened here. If White dies inside and he managed to compensate on the outside, it's not so terrible. It's like a trade. He
Mm.
gave a few stones as bait. Well, it looks like it was forced to give them anyway.
Yeah.
But he's erasing most of the Moyo on the outside. So I guess we can say.
Oh yeah, that's
White
true. He
is,
got these
yeah.
stones in Sentai, right? So
Yeah,
now
and then
Black
he
has
can
to-
put some pressure on the right.
Black has to Atari, of course, and then White will extend. And actually, that becomes relevant, right? Because now, because White has these stones, that actually does threaten the
Yeah.
security of this black group. So Black
Yeah,
has
for
to-
example, if White goes down
Yeah.
here, then locally
And
that's a problem. Right?
yeah, incredibly, somewhere along the line,
Mhm.
Black's win rate dropped to 35% about.
Oh,
Wow.
after taking back his corner.
Yes, after taking back his corner. So let's find out where exactly what happened.
That's actually pretty incredible. We would think that Black's captured a lot of stuff, right?
So he
Yeah,
pushed.
Black pushed, and
Uh-huh.
this was okay.
yeah.
His push was still okay.
But
The White extended,
Yeah. Was it a
White
block?
extended,
And
and
White could knob
Black-
again, right?
and Black should just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
Oh,
Keep
just
pushing.
keep crawling, right?
keep pushing.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
oh,
but
second
the
one.
problem is that if you keep pushing, there's still a coin in the corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
maybe
then-
that's what White was Black was considering that.
Yeah, so White will play here then.
Probably.
Okay.
And he's really saying, okay, I'm gonna play there next.
Yeah.
So Black, this move prevents that,
Tries
Yeah,
to fix,
and
yeah.
he prevents it in a very elegant way.
Uh-huh. Because he can capture two
Yeah,
more
you can
stones.
capture the two stones.
Sometimes the empty
then-
triangle is the best move.
And
I
then
told you.
White will play there and start to go that you just
Right.
mentioned.
So
So,
maybe Black wanted
or
to.
he will play another couple of moves, and then he will
Uh-huh.
come back,
Right.
and finally in the end he will start his go.
Yeah.
So
And
the,
this
the
is-
corner is not completely.
So it's like a
dead.
trade-off, right? So you do connect from on the right side, however, this corner is not clean.
Yeah, and but what happens after he captures? There's some Aji here.
Mhm.
So White is not that weak here. So
Yeah.
he has two things. He accomplished two things. One is that he erased the Moyo here,
Mhm.
and the corner still didn't die.
Right.
Yeah.
So Black at least wants one of them, right?
Yeah,
At
so
least
Black,
he wants to
you know,
capture.
psychologically,
Yeah.
you really, even though the AI thinks it's better for Black,
Mhm.
but at this moment, I think
It's a success locally, huh?
Is this
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
these
yeah.
moments where it's actually better for the human player to choose a result that is more controllable over a result that has higher percentage but is
I
more
think
vague.
the emotions came into play. You just said,
And-
no,
yeah.
I want this corner.
Yeah, to have it.
And then,
Yeah.
and-
I want to
In
kill stuff.
pocket.
yeah, I want to
Yeah.
kill stuff.
So yeah, well he did kill
Well,
stuff.
Is it?
psychologically, it feels good, right? You
Yeah.
capture 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, it's
5,
big.
6,
It's
7,
very big. It's very
8
clean.
stones.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
There's no
16
agi
points,
whatsoever.
and the surrounding territory. But originally, this was Black's corner anyway.
Sure.
So
there's
when we
an
look at the
enclosure here.
position, like 20 moves ago,
Mhm.
he had the Shimari and the extension, and you would say, okay, he builds like 25 points here
Yeah.
in any case. So now he's back to what he originally intended to build,
Yeah.
and White goes out and tries to.
And-
So that's
this-
Sente now, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, why is that center?
Mhm.
Let's have a look at that.
So
If Black doesn't play anything, what?
White
Because
will go
usually
down,
you would want to play something like this.
Mhm.
kill everything,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So what does White do? What can he do?
Go down,
He
Go
can
down, right?
take
Yeah.
away the
Mhm.
yeah
And the reason is
to create one eye instead of allowing 2 eyes.
Right. We should probably explain that, like, just for a quick moment, maybe, because I mean, for all the Go players, they've already know. Yeah, I need 2 eyes, and it's like a universal fact. But
what are 2 eyes?
yeah, what are 2 eyes?
What is
Basically,
life?
what's
What is life?
What is
What
life
is
about?
life?
huh?
What is life?
What is
exactly?
life about?
What is life?
It's about 2 eyes.
Uh-huh.
How,
Yeah.
how
Okay.
can we find 2 eyes in life? Okay.
Okay, well,
Exactly.
okay.
So this is actually
Let's say this is all surrounded,
Mhm.
and
And
black
then
plays
black
there, and white plays on this side,
like a block.
and black blocks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
And so what's going on right now at this point?
So these
The
2
status
points,
of
right?
the
They belong to black, of course, first of all, and then basically the idea is if white tries to throw in, right, tries to take this off the board, because of course you need to surround all the liberties of a group to remove
Okay,
them from the
well,
board.
let's explain that.
Yeah.
While we are at it.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
this stone
gotta
has
show one
how
eye
many, how
first.
many? No,
Liberties.
this stone has how many liberties? It's got 4 liberties. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Sure.
So if white starts taking away liberties,
Mhm.
finally there's 1 left,
Yeah.
right? So there's 1 left, and then he's still okay. But if the last one is taken,
Mm-hmm.
then he gets taken off the board, right?
It's,
he-
it's
he-
completely surrounded. I mean,
Yeah.
you can think of it as like a soldier, right? If all 4 roads are blocked, right, and there's nowhere to go, it's all surrounded by the enemy, then
So the
there's
formation
no choice
here-
but to surrender.
Yeah.
the formation that results from capturing 1 stone, we
Mhm.
call 1 eye.
Yeah, that's called a prisoner, by the way.
Yeah, a prisoner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very much of a war kind of strategy game.
And
right?
actually, the 1 eye can look like this. But when you have 1 eye,
Uh,
1 eye can be surrounded and
I
killed.
don't want to talk about why I
Ah, you want to talk about
So
two?
this,
Oh, well.
so you can only
Sorry.
capture a stone
Uh-huh.
by taking the last liberty,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? So can we do that in this case?
Hmm.
That's the point.
Mhm.
So you can also
your
take.
point is that
the-
it's not allowed to play into a place where you have no liberties. So
Yeah,
this
so
is
black
not
cannot
permitted.
play there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you
Right?
cannot commit suicide.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
He cannot play
Which-
there. That
yeah.
this is called suicide, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
We should do that
there's
with
a-
black stones actually, because we're talking about the black
Sure, sure,
life
sure.
group.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
So,
at this
yeah.
point, white cannot
Right,
play there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There are certain positions where
Mhm.
he can play it. For example, if there is already white stones
And when you can
on the
capture
outside,
something,
Mm-hmm.
for example, like this, if he plays
Yeah.
here,
Well, then it's different, right?
then it's different because now you take away the last liberty of black stones.
Yeah.
So he takes
So you remove some
2
stones.
stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can.
But now black cannot play inside.
But now
You
black
see?
cannot play there.
Yeah.
Right?
And
So
now
this
yeah.
is basically how you capture stones.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So now going back to this situation,
Mm-hmm.
can white capture those stones?
Yeah.
Right? So if it's his move, can white play there?
Right.
No, he cannot.
Not allowed. No.
Because
It's not allowed because
white's
it's suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bec-
and the
and this
same.
one, can he play there?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's
Mhm.
suicide.
Right.
So white can never capture those stones.
Remove those twice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so this
Yeah.
group is said to be alive. And actually,
Basically, it's like
we-
impossible for it to be taken off, right?
'Cause
Yeah,
the,
it's impossible.
So
and
the-
so it's alive.
the rule
and-
of being
and-
alive is to have 2 distinct eyes.
Yeah, so the characteristic of being alive is that the 2 separate
Yeah.
spaces
Mhm.
inside the group.
Minimum.
And we
Yeah.
call those eyes.
Right.
So black has 2 eyes at this point.
Yeah.
What about other shape? In this case, what
Yeah,
if
black
there's
and
only
pink
one
is
eye?
There's 1 eye. Okay, very good point.
So,
For example-
what if white? Yeah, extends.
For example, okay, well that
Then-
just becomes a little bit higher level.
Uh huh. We
Yeah.
can. Well, let's simplify it to this situation, right? Let's
Mhm.
say this,
Yes.
and
And
then that's
now,
surrounded,
Yeah.
if in the end,
and then that's
this will
surrounded.
happen.
And then white's gonna surround, get this one, yeah. So now it's just one eye, right?
Now you're
Yeah.
allowed to play.
It
here
looks
'cause
like
you have
two
one
spaces.
liberty.
Uh-huh.
So why isn't that the same?
And then when you see this one eye, you're thinking, okay,
Oh,
why can
please
I
take,
play
right?
here? But in this case, you don't commit suicide, so you
You,
can
you
remove
capture you
all
take
the
the
black
last
stones.
liberty of black.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And
So,
so one eye and two eyes is
amazing
completely different.
explanation for 20Q level.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Impressive.
but this is
So
very
we can go
important.
for beers in Amsterdam now.
Yeah. This
It's
is
done. It's done.
Okay.
Job done.
I like this. This is like golden content for like the last stream.
I mean,
This is like the best we've had for like two eyes explanation for sure.
Yeah.
okay, so this is the moment that black has to make two
Yeah.
eyes, and
Mhm.
he does that this way,
Yeah.
and that's what he plays in the game.
Actually,
Yeah,
so
he plays the move
you
that
see,
white wants to play.
You see, understanding these high-level games, right? In a way, it's like it stems from understanding the simple positions. So actually, even the strong players you see on the screen now, they learned these elementary positions, right? And it's all part of the build-up. So you accumulate knowledge, and then eventually you get to these high-level, very global positions. There's not here.
Yeah. And
Right, where you're not only dealing with like simple positions where the eye spaces are spelled out, but also global, like complicated groups, right? Like this one. And now you cannot see so obviously where the two eyes are, but you try to make it, right? So that's basically, every complicated position arises from simple ones.
Right, and now we're on that. At white, it's white's turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
So white
feels
is
a bit
kind of
suffocating.
confined there,
Yeah.
and black is not 100% alive. He has one eye there, and the makings of a second eye. If he has a stone there,
Mhm.
this looks like two eyes,
Yeah.
right?
So.
But these stones don't have any
A little bit
eyes.
surrounded. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's why
White has
this
to-
is a little bit weak. This is weak. So white goes here, right?
Yeah.
Also to strengthen his own group, right? So this
yeah,
is
so
getting
it
stronger.
strengthens his own group.
He
and this
wants
is
to
a
keep
very-
connected, and also he wants to escape.
Mhm.
And he makes, later he can make eye space. This looks
Yeah.
like a very big space, and
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
easily make two eyes. So
At
even
least.
though if the space is big enough, you can easily make two eyes.
So in general, what happens when you lose your base and you also kind of feel surrounded? The only
Mhm.
way to escape is to go into the center. So when you cannot make the eyes locally
Mhm.
or on the edges, so the only way is go out. Every time you're in danger, you jump out. Like we had the principle in Fuseki to expand in the most open spaces, and now when it starts to get into middle game fighting, every
Mhm.
time you have a group under pressure, you simply go out into the middle because
Mhm.
there is a lot of open space. So
Yeah.
it just makes sense to.
Yes, and at the same time, the other way around, for black, the same thing applies.
Mhm.
If black feels this group is under pressure, and it is, then black would play there.
Right.
So it's
And that
basically a
would
move
limit-
that it's a move that both players want.
Exactly.
Right.
So this is an ideal move.
So my move, it's your move. That's
Yes.
pretty much the
Yeah.
way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So basically, and this is actually a proverb as well, right? So in Tsumego solving or
That's how you start
You know.
reading moves ahead. That's
Yeah.
the principle.
yeah, basically in many occasions we find that the crucial move for the opponent is also the crucial move for us,
Yeah.
right? So that's
My
usually
enemy's
how it
key
goes.
point is my point.
Yeah,
That's pretty
exactly,
much it.
exactly. And this still applies. There's some proverbs that can be obsolete. You can say.
Yeah, but
Like,
sometimes
yeah.
when you forget about the most basic or fundamental way of thinking, like my move, it's his move,
Right,
then you omit the most obvious move.
right.
Because you're trying to think more sophisticated, seeing
Mhm.
outside the box, and
Sure.
you always have to get back to the basics somehow,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're a super advanced player.
Sure. So okay, White's taken that spot now because White got Sente. So actually, this is why also the Sente is very important, right? In high level games, it's,
Yeah.
it's not just about how you finish a position, but also who
Mhm.
gets the first chance, right, after you finish.
Well,
That
especially
situation.
if there are many more important points left.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, this is important, but this is much more important at this moment.
Yeah.
So it's very important. Well, black's turn.
Right.
Like
Now
as
we get to
initiative.
a higher level, and this is for maybe dumb players,
Mm-hmm.
very important. I mean, you may want to play, like this or this, whatever.
Something
Yeah.
locally, yeah?
But
Directly.
what black does,
Mhm.
in this case, he plays here.
So So he plays a preparation move.
And what is that? That's called a kind of a leaning attack.
Right.
Yeah.
He is saying, okay, white stones are already strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, I don't mind if they become even stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Push them down.
Yeah.
Because
No.
white plays here, and now I get to get into this direction, and then I can attack from this side maybe.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he wants to
He
make
wants to
some
see,
noise.
yeah, he wants
in
to
that
see,
area.
wants white to help him
Yeah.
build more strength in here.
Yeah. So he can fight
So
better.
that's a high level technique.
Right. Asking a question, right? Basically, like.
Well,
Yeah,
it's called
well.
a kind of leaning attack.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
he doesn't mind white getting stronger,
Mm-hmm.
and because he gets stronger too.
Yeah.
That's more important.
Yeah. So he can fight better in the middle
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
he settles the group,
Mhm.
prepares the kill,
And I think we've caught up with the game, no?
more or less.
Oh, no,
more,
no, no,
almost,
no,
almost.
no, no.
We're still about 25
No,
minutes
no,
behind,
no,
so
no.
Okay. Let's
we have
keep
more.
moving.
Yeah.
So push,
So
jump,
okay, and
wedge.
wedge,
Wedge.
and then
Nobi.
Nobi.
Study connect. Okay.
Yeah, connect.
Because he also wants to help these other two guys. I
Oh,
guess.
is
Oh.
this what happened? No,
So
okay,
the
yeah,
hanging
okay,
connection.
okay.
And Pip
Yeah, very small.
to force him into the soldier's head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Let's see the AI.
I haven't
That's-
input this yet.
Push. No,
Yeah.
push the other one.
Oh, the other way around.
So white's gonna
And jump.
play Kasumi.
Fighting spirit.
Oh, suddenly black is
Yeah.
very low.
Oh,
Yeah, it feels like actually
got
black's being-
70%.
Split all over the place.
Connect.
Yeah.
Hanging connection.
And,
Pip to hurt his eye shape.
Mm-hmm.
Block. And then Kosumi. Oh, he shouldn't, huh? Wait, instead of Kosumi, he could play better. That's 74%. Hang on.
Yeah, this is very
Oh,
good.
he could jump here, which
Wow.
seems proper.
Mm. Yeah, because
78% to play here.
and this is the kind of. I mean, this is a very
Instead of
important
this.
move, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
The-
urgent,
the-
right?
The reason, the way white, how can white lose? I think Jeff asked this question.
Uh-huh.
You remember?
Uh-huh.
You were laughing like crazy
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
But how you can ask yourself, how can white lose this game?
When he's 70% ahead.
There.
Yeah, he's according to the AI, he's
Yeah,
70% ahead. So how can he lose it? Well, if this group dies, if this whole group dies,
Right.
he loses.
Uh-huh.
No matter what he gets here, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Huh?
becomes too big.
So
Yeah.
and suddenly, the AI says, okay, hey,
Just, I
Proper.
live and
cool
No
down,
risks.
cool down, take care of your own stuff, man.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
so
actually-
this is the meaning of that move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
AI
he
recommends.
fixed the problem, and even if black plays here, he just connects pretty much on neutral points.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's white's turn to play another big point. For example, he can start attacking this group.
Yeah.
Or I don't see other way. I mean, this is the most open side right now, and it feels important.
Mhm.
And this Ponuki, even that it feels strong, it's a group that you can attack if you approach close enough. So
Mhm.
and like that, maybe white can also improve his bottom area a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if something like this happens, he gets more solid in this area, and in the meantime, he might get something on the left side. And I think the game is still has a good flow for white,
Mm-hmm.
but taking this point looks good for the top side because the two heavy stones
Well,
are.
it kind of makes sense, right? Because it's splitting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
it
a
makes
more
sense.
risky.
It makes perfect sense logically.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, and he
Is
is
it-
basically saying, well, this group won't die.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
confident. Yeah,
He's confident. It shows confidence in his reading skills.
Right.
So
yeah.
Also,
know,
it shows that
we-
he's not afraid to fight.
yeah,
right?
so we know his mental state of mind right now.
Yeah.
The mindset.
So that's kind of funny that we know this.
Although by not playing the jump, right, it does allow a possibility for black to come back and maybe
Yeah,
do some
actually,
work
yeah,
here,
yeah.
So,
which
what-
is that what he's done in the game?
so he peep.
So he keeps and then
Well, according
yeah.
to
Ah,
according
black
to the
should-
AI, black should play this now, and then white should.
pull
I'll
back.
just do it
Play
this
this-
exchange first,
yes,
right?
yes,
Ah,
yes.
to become
We talked
stronger.
about this exchange before.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Yeah.
You
now,
remember?
Yeah. If he plays it now, it makes sense because already white is stable in the
Yes,
top,
yes.
so
Uh-huh.
it doesn't matter if you just forcing him to connect everything together. That's
Yeah.
anyway it's white's territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And taking the read of the Aji here,
Mhm.
once you capture the stone, there is no more Atari or Peep from the other side. It's much easier for black to continue attacking the group.
And now black will play here.
So
And now he will. Yeah, so he
Sorry.
is strengthened himself a little bit
yeah.
and
Easier
made
to attack.
sure that white, that white
Not
has no
way to fight
center
back.
moves against.
There's no way for white to cut this.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's cuttable, but for example, you can cut like this,
Yeah.
and if
Then-
black tries to cut back,
I like this. Yeah,
like that would be
Like
very
this or like
bad.
this.
This is exactly what white wants.
yeah.
But in fact, black will play from this side,
And then open.
and then if you play there, black
then
will
you can
play
connect,
there, and
right?
it
Yeah.
hurts it
Yeah.
even more.
Right. And
So
it hurts
yes,
this.
you can cut this
Separate.
line,
Yeah.
but then you get cut this way.
Yeah, you
Usually,
lose too much.
if you cut yourself too.
Right,
that
yeah.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch out.
Comes with the payment.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out how you use the knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he
Well,
doesn't
and
use
then
it.
at one point you get good enough so that you never
Hurt yourself too much.
hurt yourself when you
The-
cut,
the,
right?
the knife cuts on two sides.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So okay, black's
Two blades.
Oh, okay. Well, black's turning.
Well,
Black
yeah,
is
but,
playing a cap.
but black should, according to the AI, should play
This is the
move.
key
This is the
point, right?
vital point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here, white has, for example, one space jump, and you cannot push through and cut it due to the dametsumari, the shortage of liberties. So if you try to push,
And then just
white will
right?
just block with Atari, and if you go out, white can play another Atari. So
Yeah.
this just helps white improve his shape
Right.
and keep the eyes for maybe solid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But like this,
Yeah.
it's a lot of space for two eyes already. So that's why black should start with a Keima here.
Yeah, and actually,
That's
the exchange
yeah.
is probably.
Mm-hmm.
It puts a lot of pressure on white, and next he can continue with Kosumi and simply take away his eyes.
Yeah.
And if white plays here, then he can surround the group, right? Because
That's
now
right.
the space is more narrow.
Like this.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
And now this is too narrow to make two eyes, so he has to push out, and this will erupt into a gigantic fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all love that, of course, but the players
So
may
does
not.
the Twitch audience.
Yeah. But maybe white doesn't like it so much.
Yeah. When you're playing, you just want it to be simple, right? You just want it to be like a surefire.
He's ahead, so he wants
win.
to keep things simple. Right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
managed to leave.
Yeah. Although somehow, right, eventually, I think usually in the final game you have these nerves and then it changes the course of the game, right? So that's why in the game it's actually not so straightforward to always see like the simplifying move.
We humans are not so simple.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
always
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
And we
take
always
difficult,
say
right?
too complicated,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When
Yeah.
Because simple things are just too simple.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's like doesn't feel
How
like
can
the
it be good if it's so simple? You know,
Uh-huh.
or something like that. It's
Yeah,
a kind
yeah,
of a psychological right.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
So but Black didn't play that.
No,
right? In the
no.
game he
Black-
he kept.
Black capped, yeah.
kept,
And white went out? No, wait. Go
and
back.
then
White played here first.
is here.
And that's
Black connects.
black is only 14% at this
Yeah.
point, actually.
14.
Wow.
Yeah, at this point he has only 14%.
Because he missed the
Impressive.
cap, right?
Yeah. He missed.
I hope we're not going to see a game where white is losing from 97%. But it happened to me against Artem in Kilo Cup. I was 98% to win most
Yeah.
of the time, and in the end, half a point for him. So
Right.
So what
I had
happened?
to-
White made a jump in his center.
Yeah, well, with the jump.
yeah.
And then
That's-
And then the Kosumi never came here. Oh, soon
so
he-
yeah, and then white connected.
he has to.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
this
then Kosumi.
that's me.
And then turn one time.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
white just
well,
jumps.
suddenly White's
And
percentage
now-
has
and now
dropped to
he-
36%.
Why?
Yeah. So
Why
in the
though?
exchange, in this
Really?
suddenly it
Yeah.
dropped from 70%, almost 70% to,
No.
Yeah,
from
because
what?
he
14
played this
you said
move.
14, right?
and
So he
yeah,
had
black went
86.
14
Mm-hmm.
at some stage, and then
40 or
suddenly,
14?
for black.
This. Then push.
So black should base, white
Yeah,
at
white
this
should
point.
still jump.
Mm-hmm.
This is immaterial.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
who
insignificant,
cares?
right? Yeah.
You know, white should just make eye space as quickly as possible. This shape.
Yeah, but this is
Eye
not a
shape.
complicated move to find. It's so
Yeah, obvious.
obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
To
But
expand your eye space and even try to make a box bigger than 6 in a square, because usually that's enough to leave. There is no stone here, by the way.
Yeah.
But from this one, you can easily jump out again, right?
yeah, you can jump out again, and it's enough to make two eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a space here, and there's a separate space here. You can easily make two eyes here.
So now he's trying to be a little more sophisticated with it.
And
Yeah,
this,
trying to get this exchange first.
but this makes it heavy.
Mhm.
and push again, which helps black eventually in the future.
But still, okay. But black is going up to 27%. So this exchange already changed things by 13% about.
And here he was like 80% when he played the jump, but he never.
And now, it's about 30% for black.
He could play Atari first also.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Oh,
Atari,
Atari, and then for
Atari, just keep pushing.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean,
This
sorry.
is-
just
yeah.
keep pushing. This is very like this.
Oh, keep
Very
pushing.
brusque,
Whoa,
very
really?
brusque, like this.
that way. Okay.
That's an empty triangle.
Yeah, it's
but
very
I
brusque.
was
because he
thinking-
just wants to make.
Yeah, I was
A lot of
thinking
territory.
this Atari, because if black comes out, then you push out like this.
But
Driving.
Why give another stone?
Go back a few moves. The AI likes that idea. Yeah, here now Atari from the inside.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then keep
also.
going.
Yeah.
Also, when you capture, you have another Atari. So if he captures here, then
Yeah.
Atari from
Yeah,
behind, then
that
capture
would-
two
that's
stones.
ideal.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then go out or jump and make more space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what you're
But
saying
that's-
is that
yeah,
black will go there,
And then you push
white
several
goes
times.
there,
Yeah.
black.
So it's the,
And just get
Like
all
that,
these
and
centimeters,
the
right?
driving to
You
switch,
get, and you keep
Yeah.
going.
keep pushing once
You
again.
keep pushing,
And it's enough space
and then
again.
in the end,
and then,
maybe you can cut here. You can play.
or Keima now. So
Yeah,
you
you just keep pushing.
you keep pushing.
Yeah, just keep pushing.
Because you can turn
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, like this.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah. And now
You
you're
already
now
alive.
it's alive, right?
Now you're really alive.
Yeah, and you
You
have
have kind of a
and
cutting
you're-
point.
Yeah.
right.
You're
And
creating
you have
a
your
cutting
head
point.
out into the center. Good.
Yes.
We got very excited about this live maneuver.
Yeah, because
But-
it's kind of
But you,
contra-intuitive.
but you see there though, like the
Yeah.
this empty triangle Atari, right? It's like a new perspective.
It likes
right?
that one too.
Yeah, it likes that one too. It's almost the same.
Uh-huh.
It's,
But he likes the
0.2%
The
different.
best would be the proper move, just jump out. Because usually you want to play where your opponent wants to play. So if
Right,
your
right,
opponent wants-
exactly,
And
just
then-
take that
and
away,
then-
right?
And then
Yeah,
after that, you can still play this.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
then,
and
Squeezing.
squeeze. Mhm.
yeah.
Lemon style.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
that's sour.
No, you take
Yeah.
two stones. It's too ugly. This looks like a great formation. You better capture the two stones.
Okay.
Of course, it leaves a quadrant. But
Yes.
anyway, there is Atari here, so you save it for, it's one extra point.
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
actually, this kind of jump is nicer. Well, maybe it's quite natural, but okay, we don't want to use natural anymore. we learned that today.
Yeah, well, I'm not
But
sure about
you have this
this.
this kind of co-block. So
Yeah.
as
Uh-huh.
a tactic, it's nice to keep in mind the
it's
jump.
a
Right.
light,
Go out
it's a
faster.
light way of playing.
Yeah,
Right.
a light difference.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
nothing,
Maybe,
just jump.
you want to jump.
Mm. But anyway, he
Ah.
already got the ice locally, so he doesn't care anymore.
Mhm.
So back to the original game.
Sure.
We
Just by the way, answering a quick question there. What is what is empty? Is empty?
Oh,
Empty, as in
empty
triangle.
empty, as in well,
Yeah.
this shape.
as
where
in
we're talking-
as in not full, right?
as in not full, exactly.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
full this would be a
Full
full
triangle.
triangle.
Yeah,
triangle.
we never use that term, but
yeah.
an empty triangle is usually bad,
So we
like
want to
less
show
efficient.
you
Yeah.
want to show this.
I think
this,
I listened to
and
one of
when
the
you connect,
lectures. You know,
this
when I
is a
was
full
in.
triangle, and
Yeah.
when the stone is missing, it's an empty triangle.
I think in Japan, right? This is
One-
especially very emphasized in Go theory because like basically it's like when if you have a Kasumi, then you're connected, right?
Right.
So no matter which way your opponent goes,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
then you connect, right?
Gotcha.
So that's how it works. So you only needed two stones,
But
but now
if
you
you
need
play
a third
here,
Right.
stone. Right.
you're double connected actually.
You're
Yeah.
wasting
So
a
this,
stone
this
to
stone
connect.
is wasted,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we call this an empty triangle.
Exactly.
And usually you want to avoid that shape, but sometimes it's the winning move. So
Yeah.
watch out.
Yeah.
So
So.
this is not aesthetically, it's like disgusting for us Go players, but in the end, it could be a good move locally.
In any case, I think White should look for some kind of forcing moves around here, right? To make life.
Oh,
but-
he just wants to,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
make a territory or
Yeah, that was the most
space.
simple way.
Mhm.
Also, you see he's thinking, no, that's
So this is too limited.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
That's
it
too
maybe
small,
too soft, right?
small.
Yeah, he should play here.
Yeah.
To expand the
expand
space.
yourself. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Walk like this.
So now Black takes that.
Yeah.
he
and
could
black-
still
yeah.
still try Atari and all that.
Yeah. But Black takes that away.
Mm.
So White turns.
Yeah, suddenly.
White
and
is
thi-
struggling a little
this-
bit now.
This gives it's now he's suddenly below 50%.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Back
or
to-
in this
to
this
suffer.
exchange
Also, it seems
lost
that
him
this
a lot of points.
it seems that this exchange also kind of helps
Yeah,
black
it
with this
it
shape.
helps black. Yeah, absolutely.
So
But still, the game is long.
he still has to live, right? He had to
Yeah.
play a move here to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Because if white doesn't play here, then
But he has
he's
enough
not alive.
space to live.
Can black try
I
to?
don't think it's 100% alive.
Okay.
Like if you play there,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happens then? If
Can
black,
connect.
if white blocks,
Oh.
if white blocks,
Okay.
yeah, you get this,
Yeah.
you get this.
Not enough
Huh?
space.
And
Just
there's
one.
just
enough.
not enough space for
Yeah.
2 eyes.
Mm.
So, but there's all kinds of other stuff going
Mhm.
on. And as you said, maybe you can play that first, and then
Yeah.
So he has a Tarian.
black has to play, I don't
Fix.
know, something maybe
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
white
white
maybe
turns.
play there, and then you go
Push.
there and play
Push.
there.
And
And-
push.
And then just
Yeah.
take the vital point.
Or
right
right
away.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still not too. This would make
Not
easily
easy.
make 2 eyes. You see, 1, 2,
Yeah.
and so this is the vital point.
There's the
taking
2 eyes
away
we
the
talked
eye,
about
so
earlier.
2 eyes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you remove
So you
The key
remove
move.
that.
the
Mm.
Q shot.
Yeah. So at this point,
Mhm.
locally, we say it's locally not alive.
Mm.
But
But it's hard to
this shape
kill
is
large
locally
groups.
not alive, but there's lots of stuff over there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there's an Atari here, there's an Atari there.
Mhm.
So it's difficult to kill.
Also, this Atari
Yes. So it's
can
difficult
come
to
into
kill.
play. Yeah. But the turn here expands his
Yes,
eyes.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Right.
But
Certainly, then this should be alive.
But it's very painful because this is only worth like 1 point or 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
so it means that white finished this in Gote, and he missed some of the forcing moves he could have
Yeah,
done.
and black got 2 moves. He got moves on the outside.
Yeah, he got stronger, right?
Yeah, he got moves on the
So
outside,
now-
and this is the important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Moves on the inside that make maybe 1 or 2 points, like here
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and here, and black making moves on the outside that
Right.
have
That can-
a
yeah, has
global
impact.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is very
So-
important. That's the reason why suddenly the balance shifts by 30%.
So this,
This
yeah,
is
this,
enormous.
I think this game is gonna have quite a few twists and turns yet. I think there's a lot of story left, right? Especially on the left side where it's undetermined. So as you can see, even these professional matches, right, the win rate actually fluctuates. It goes up and down.
A few moves.
Yeah, in a few moves, it can change like
Switch,
that.
yeah.
So. But of course, it's not the end of the story for White. Actually, even
So
Even
White,
though-
White played the Kosumi
Yeah.
originally
Yes, yes, yes.
to attack those guys. Then he got into trouble on the right side.
Right.
And this fight impacts the play in the top again. So now Black has time to go out as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
black,
in the end,
black got a couple of stones there.
if we go back 20 moves or so,
Mhm.
we realize that for White was more urgent to fix the right side,
Yeah.
not to have any kind of headache here,
Mhm.
and forget about the 2 stones in the top. So he played this Kosumi chasing the 2 stones, but it's not clear he will get something there because he got pushed around a lot on the right side.
Yeah.
So AI was right.
Ooh.
Very
You
good,
gotta play proper.
Very good point.
Yeah.
I
Sadly, we
like
can't
that
use it all the
explanation.
time. Huh?
I like that explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Okay. There's,
Well,
a lot, there's a lot more story
finally
left.
found
Yeah.
2 people that can talk more than me. So good. Congrats to you guys.
Yay!
No, this is like golden because
Yeah.
we want people who can who
Yeah.
want to talk about things and Rob is experienced commentator for many years,
Yeah.
so we definitely had the best possible combination for my last stream. So I'm happy, but of course we will take a look at the remainder of the moves until we catch up.
Yeah.
As of now, I'm noticing something. I'm reminded by the Twitch chat that Ilya he's been wandering around restlessly, which might suggest that he's a bit nervous.
yeah.
He's always nervous.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean it doesn't matter. He's just
Yeah.
and nervous. I'm not sure. Maybe he wants to take a break
Uh-huh.
because it's very stressful to sit at the board all the time.
Yeah. You see, he's like walking around, and while
Like,
Artem
like
is
a
just,
lion in a cage.
Yeah, Artem just staring at the board very intently. So yeah, this is
Artem is the rock.
Artem is the rock. Well, he is the European Legionnaire for a reason, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay, we'll continue here.
So that's the follow-up.
yeah.
White separates.
Mm-hmm.
What does Black do?
And
Nobi.
does he play Nobi? Yeah, he plays Nobi.
Oh,
and then
white
okay,
separates.
White's cutting.
Actually, here it
Oh.
still looks like troublesome,
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah.
A little bit. So maybe White needs some moves to make sure the combinations later on will keep his life safe on the right. So.
This is actually a rather aggressive Artem, yeah? He's trying to split
Well,
these
the
groups.
plan is that if you go here
Yeah.
and Black cuts,
Which he does in the game.
And white tries to
but-
cut.
No, he won't try to cut right away, but he
if
can
does-
play this one.
Yeah,
but if he cuts
he
right
does-
away, okay, let's show this.
Uh-huh.
Cut and Atari and go out.
Yeah.
Now, when white connects this stone, he will lose the 3 stones behind,
So
right?
yeah. So if
So
white
he wants
connects
to
here-
get this move, but then he
And
loses
black
the 3
also,
stones.
yeah.
So in
Yeah.
order to make this cut work, what he wants is to play this move first, and if black connects, then he can continue Atari, go out and connect here, right?
Yeah.
But then we have a little problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, black will play
Mm.
there.
Yeah,
Oh.
And if white
okay.
plays here,
that's a
that's a
snapback.
very
Ouch.
clever thing.
That's
Ouch.
another.
That's an interesting snapback.
That's actually a capturing procedure that we didn't talk or didn't
Mhm.
cover too much yesterday because we
Yeah.
always talk about ladders and nets. But
Yeah.
this is like the third thing you need to learn. As a fundamental capturing procedure, you
Mhm.
give up 1 stone.
Yeah.
When white captures 1 stone, you come back and take
Yeah.
all of them. So this cut is actually not really working as planned for white.
Mhm.
So let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
So there were 2 stones here.
And then
Uh,
yeah, it was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
got-
so white played the tiger's mouth and black
Uh-huh.
connected.
Oh, but maybe that's because in this position,
Yeah.
white can push, and when this move happens, he doesn't cut right away.
He fixes,
He's
right?
also looking at this cut. Yeah,
but-
so,
Oh,
so
so
he
he
can
just-
fix by playing here. For you.
Uh huh.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Yes, yes. It's a good move,
when you play
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
one,
Uh-huh.
you're already
So
protecting,
this
and you have a
protects this-
connection
Yeah.
on both sides.
This is called a tiger mouth.
And now, in this
Yeah.
position, he tightened the liberty, so he either cuts. White is looking for 2 targets. One is to cut here and
Mhm.
connect and capture that group, and the other one is to cut here and catch one of the other groups. So
Mhm.
when black simply gets rid of the Agi in the center, white will cut the other way, and then we see he's in trouble with either the 3 stones in the middle or the 3 stones in the top. So
Mhm.
that was quite a sneaky combination to push first, create some cut Agi, but don't go for the cut right away
Right.
because he can set up other cuts in the meantime. So yeah, it gets more interesting. Seems like.
So okay, what's
But yeah, it involves some reading.
yeah, what's gonna cut this off and then
Black found a way to use
Yeah.
the edge of the 2 stones in the
Mhm.
in the corner.
so what's gonna
Oh.
block here?
But this allows black to play here, and capture 1
Yeah.
stone eventually. Oh, but right now black went full power for the left side.
Uh huh. So there's still some object left on in the
Oh,
top
there's
left
a lot
corner.
of Agi there.
Yeah, normally
Yeah.
white needs maybe
Well,
this
if,
move.
if
or
white
this
doesn't play
move.
anything,
Yeah.
black can.
Yeah, he can start
What can he do?
activating.
He can play here,
Oh yeah,
I'll squeeze. Yeah.
and
for
then
example.
if white goes here,
yeah, he will just capture the stones.
Oh, then he's alive, right?
He's alive, yeah.
yeah. So he's alive this way.
He's alive.
He's alive with
because-
many points actually.
because he can make an eye either in the corner
Uh huh.
or he can jump for the second eye here.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So this would be a high life. Back to
High
back
life?
to Amsterdam.
Back to Amsterdam. It's very beautiful actually.
Yeah, we used to play many tournaments there
Uh huh. Uh huh.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So this is the other way to live. So
Yeah. So this position, when you have a, when you can wait a second.
Oh.
You can.
oh, okay.
Oh.
You wanted to show why
Why when
taking
you,
going down?
no when
Right.
when it's in this position
Mm.
that when black and white they can decide either way. It's
Mhm.
called deciding between A and B.
And either
So black can live with A or B.
Yeah,
This is called, we call this miai.
it's another concept.
We
a
use this a
strategic
lot.
concept.
This concept.
actually a lot of Go terms
Yeah.
coming from Japanese.
Yeah,
Right.
they call it, yeah, it's from Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
may I consist in having pretty much the equal value moves on left and right, so
Mhm.
or one way or the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
If your opponent takes one of the points, you take the other one.
Exactly.
Either way, it's fine.
So
I think Antti used that yesterday. He
Uh-huh.
talked a little bit about that concept.
Yeah.
So I want to just repeat that.
Sure.
Good.
I think it's a really important concept, right? You want to
Mhm.
find like 2 valid points that would reach you to the goal that
Right.
you want to.
Yeah, it's not
Achieve.
just going dung 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 dung
Yeah,
dung,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like some games,
Street
Right.
fighting. Huh?
but
Uh-huh.
it's like balance. You know, you play this, and then you say, "I'm going this. I'm
Mhm.
going this." What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in chess, you have the same
But here-
concept, like a
Yeah,
fork.
Actually, here, if you look
Fork
on the
is
left
the same
side,
concept.
it's,
Sure,
it's
sure,
the
sure.
same thing. If black plays a move here, push in order to to affect the lower right corner, the lower left corner, and reduce this area. White will extend from the left side to reduce this influence, to limit it. And if black goes for the left side, white comes from the middle in order to reduce from the outside this time. So these 2 points we can say they were Miai as well. So
Yeah, that's
pretty
a
much.
little bit higher level.
Yeah, there's
higher
a very
notion
book. There's a
Miai.
very good book called Strategic Concepts of Go.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who wrote it. Maybe
Nagahara.
Yeah,
It's
Nagahara.
Okay.
And they explain about like 8 strategic concepts, right?
Right.
And the first ones are Miyai, Aji, Kikashi, and so
Uh-huh.
on. The tougher ones are Sabaki, let's say, or Yozumiru.
Yeah.
Maybe you gotta be a little more advanced to understand how to use probe
Yeah.
moves and things like that. But even for really strong players, it's difficult to
Right.
put that into practice. But
I mean-
it's good to check it out.
I mean,
Especially when you start to approach down level, I think.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is already a demonstration of how I think subtle and complicated things can be, even though the board design is so simple. Like I think, it's incredible. Still, we've broadcasted so many games. Every time we're using the same board that is 19 by 19, and then this is just a wooden board, and we don't have many rules actually that limit the action. You can just play wherever you want basically, as long as you play it on the intersections. But I mean, there's so many different these advanced concepts, right? That arise such that even if you try to play,
And the key part is that you try to use all of them in one game
Exactly,
as much
exactly.
as possible. And
Yeah,
you gotta
so-
keep track of everything. Yesterday you mentioned that there's a lot going on this board. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a large board after all. And many times we get too involved locally in a fight and we forget the big picture. And the large picture is what you have to keep in mind all the time and
Yeah.
then count and see what happens with the groups, what are the status of all your groups and your opponent's groups, and if some stones are important to catch them. And there are many things going on. That's why you spend hours and hours sitting in front of the computer.
it's like a universe on the Go board.
board,
basically.
yeah.
So you're exploring in space.
Yeah.
And
So-
this is actually another thing. All these concepts are a tool for humans.
Right.
Yeah, a computer doesn't do that. He just calculates
Right.
The
the chances.
percentage, yeah.
And
of winning.
for us humans, it's completely meaningless. We have to
Right.
think in concepts like Miai,
Right.
and then we can explain how we
came
can
up
teach
with
it to
the-
other people.
So luckily we're not out of our jobs yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
And we play-
the way we
Yeah.
learned
Right.
these concepts is, as he said, books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know this is completely out of fashion
Ah.
to buy books,
Yeah.
but I
True.
mean there are lots of good books about concepts,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot learn very much from AI just by copying it.
Yeah, because
Right?
nobody
You
is
can
telling
learn the
you
concept.
why,
You need to
the reasons.
understand the concepts. And so I think people should.
Yeah, I think
buy books.
in order to improve, you can do several things. So the most important thing is to play, of course, especially in the beginning. You gotta play a few hundred games,
Yeah.
and then you start checking a book like Lessons in the Fundamentals of Go, or maybe the Basic Techniques of Go. You see a few things like why it's important to get ahead and really basic concepts, and then you play another 200-300 games, and then you check a more advanced book, like
Yeah.
for example, you look at the Josekis or Shape and things like that, and then you play another hundreds of games. So in my mind, it's usually like 70% has to be playing, actual playing, and 30% studying. And studying can be reading books, replaying professional games, checking life and death problems. You have many apps on your phone where you can just solve
doing
problems.
some egos.
But it should be pretty much like this. I feel. I mean, for me it worked. I don't know. For other people, maybe.
Well, you've played in more than 300 European
Yeah, I
tournaments,
played
right?
like 300 European tournaments. That's
Uh-huh.
about in 25 years, but that's about how many games? Maybe more than 1,500 games.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
also exceed the 1,000 wins in European tournament official games. So.
Did they give you
yeah.
anything like a plaque yet?
I don't think they know or they care. But of course there are other players like you who played more than 1,000. I mean, you probably have more than 1,000
I have
official
no
wins.
idea. No, because I
Because you
didn't
played
play
for
in,
longer.
Yeah,
But you
I
didn't play in Europe, yeah.
for a long time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there are a few players who did. I mean,
Yeah.
for example, Vladimir Danek, he probably has something like 1,400 wins, but he plays this game since forever.
Same as me about.
So
I think, yeah.
experience, right? So you learn from these games.
But
and-
I mean, it feels good to have 1,000 official wins for sure. And also, I have like probably 500 losses. But overall, I mean, playing these games, and these are only tournament games we're talking about, but I also play tens of thousands of games online on all the servers, so it's very easy to play a game nowadays. You just get on Foxco server or TiGem or IGS, KGS, you find players and robots everywhere, so you can just play, I don't know, 20, 30 games a day. But of course, if you just play and you get into the root, you gotta start reading something. So you can check any of those books we mentioned, or you can look for some YouTube videos of Redmond or some other players, and there is so much material to use.
Yeah, it's
to
amazing.
study.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think videos are
overload of
a little bit
information.
overrated though, because at the moment you look at it, you think you understand it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then you have to apply it.
So
And
there's,
that's
still a lot of
Yeah,
practice
so-
to be done in either
Yeah,
case,
yeah, yeah.
right?
So and you know
Yeah.
the video just gives you such a superficial look at the game, and with when you're reading, you actually use your mind and
Yeah.
you imagine how it is like,
Yeah.
right? Instead of
it implies
using
you
somebody
being
else's
the-
imagination.
Yeah.
So this is a big concept, I think.
Or experience. Yeah.
Experience.
No matter
Yeah.
what
you
the
get experience playing.
the format of media,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Always you have to put it in practice.
Maybe
basically.
you can explain folks how the things are going in Japan, because you spent like 30 years there studying, playing, writing books. But the way they train the pros and the insays, they usually go in the dojo and they study the game together or by themselves. They play each other, and they are always touching the stones, like they're putting the actual stones on the board. And
it becomes a lifestyle.
It's
almost.
a physical thing, you know?
Right.
It's a connection between your hands and your brain, hand eye.
yes, so
That can be a lot of
orientation,
things
that
actually.
kind of stuff,
You know,
yes.
piano, same idea, right? You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
practice.
so they actually play lots of games, right?
Yes,
And
they do.
of course they can do the tsumego when they are taking the
Yeah,
the
there's a
underground
variety of fast games and
Yeah.
slow games, and you need both.
and of course tournaments, because that's when you play it to your best. So you try to give more than in a friendly game. I think this is what really helped me to improve, playing the tournaments and playing online. I was a big fan of playing fast games on IGS and KGS in the early 2000s. I would have days when I played 30, 40 games in one day. Well, I remember one day I played 75 games with a friend of mine, a 5-down friend of mine. We played from morning till the next day, probably non-stop. I don't know what was the score in the end, but we found out, we just learned about the in clocks, those nice red clocks that we still use in tournaments here. And we were setting that up on 10 seconds a move, because you could hear the count, 10, 9, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
And we would play 75 games in one day, and
Oh
that's
my
really,
God.
being a maniac, and you improve. This is how the tennis players are doing it. They take
practice.
and they practice 6 hours a day hitting the ball. So we were hitting the stones. Anyway, back to the
Sure.
Back
to the action here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Quick
what's
questions
going on?
though. Yeah. Keep them
And-
coming.
So what was the question about
What
the
is the
tsumego?
question?
Oh, Tsumego. Oh, yes. Ask Cornel when his Tsumego level caught up to his 19 by 19 level.
Well, usually tsumego, it's about the local variations in corners, so it's not like the whole board position, unless you are studying,
Usually Tsumegos are like
tsumego, it's
set
about
up
life and
positions,
death.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's about
But I used to study lots of tsumegos between maybe 5Q and 1Q. I really felt that it's important for me, but yeah. So well, it's always good to do the tsumegos. Nowadays I can probably confess that I'm a little bit lazy with tsumego, but when I'm traveling, every time I kill time in the airport or somewhere, I just look at the Tsumego Pro app to actually what I like, and I like a lot this new website. It's called Tsumego Hero, I think. And they have all kind of collections of problems for all levels and all teams, like Tesuji or Semei, capturing
Actually,
race and things like that.
people in Discord are like they're competing with each other to like finish problems on Tsumego Heroes. It's like
really?
really
that's
motivating
nice.
people.
Because you have the collection
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you get points and you have
You
these,
get like levels, and people are like, I
right.
want to get you level 100. So that's like actually a thing that people do.
leaderboards. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite nice, and well, I enjoy to study the tsumegos, which are not so complicated, but it keeps you sharp. So I like usually those tsumegos between 1 dan and 4 dan, not to be too sophisticated and the variations go to like 30 moves, but those are the positions that you can relate to in the actual games, because you find them all the time. And I think for everybody it's good to study tsumego, even if they are 20Q or they are 5 dan players. So
Right.
it keeps you in a good
So let me ask you
reading
this.
shape.
I think we maybe talked about this a little bit yesterday. There are many different ways of learning, right? You can
And
replay
studying,
pro
right?
games.
Yeah.
You can do tomatoes, of course. You could play 75 games a day.
Yeah,
You
sometimes.
could sometimes. Of course, balance is important.
Right.
Which method is the most most
Effective?
most
Or-
effective one? If you have to pick like the most, this is the number one.
For me,
approach
I think
that you spend the most time on.
I
How
would
would you
choose-
if you are to tell someone, right? I wanna study Go, right? I wanna become stronger. How should you distribute your time?
I think if that player is around done level, should be really good to replay pro games on the real Go board. Not just click, 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 click in 2 minutes and then you see the game and you don't remember much. But if
Yeah.
you put the game on the board and you wonder what happened in the game for both colors, you don't care if white or black wins the game.
Uh-huh.
You just want to see it from an objective way of thinking, then
Yeah.
you really improve. It worked for me really well when I got stuck at 2Q level.
It's like
So
muscle
I was-
memory, right? When you
yeah.
replay.
You replay the game and then you clean the board and you try to replay it one more time from memory. Even if you just remember like the first 100 moves, not the entire game because there are calls and captures and recaptures.
Right.
But I really believe pro games replay can help you, jump to the roof at some point.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, in a sense,
What worked for you?
sure.
Well, I think when you're a beginner, what you should focus on is just playing a lot of games.
Yeah.
That's number one. And when you get intermediate, then concepts become more important. And so
That's when you can actually like stay alive on the board, right?
yeah. You understand
Uh-huh.
life and death a little bit.
So you don't just collapse.
And you don't collapse. And then strategy becomes more important. So first tactics a little bit, and then
Yeah.
strategy.
Because then the strategy you can back it up with the tactics you already master, right?
That's right. That's right.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. And so concepts, how do you learn them? Well, as I said before, by using books. And another good thing is to have a good Go teacher. And what is a good Go teacher? Well, at least somebody,
Not me.
PaulGote.com.
no, somebody who's about 5 stones stronger than you are.
Yeah.
Because he has a different
way of seeing
view
the
at the game. He understands things that you don't understand yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you have somebody around who can explain you things that it takes you a longer time when you discover yourself, it's like a bless.
Yeah, yeah. Because then you also
Yeah.
tend to get along very well with that person, right?
Well,
Yeah.
but that's not really necessary. As long as you
I
want
re-
to learn,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's very important that you want to learn.
Yeah.
But-
And that you also, I know students who just refuse any new idea.
Uh-huh.
He said, yeah, but I want to talk about my move. Yeah, but it's
Uh-huh.
wrong.
Uh-huh.
I
So
don't
let's
want to
move
talk
to
about
the
the move, it's wrong. I don't say I don't want
Yeah.
to talk about the move, but I
Yeah.
say, well, it's not such a good move, and the reason for this and this and this. Yes, but what would you do in this situation once I play this move? I wouldn't get into this situation. This often happens.
And one more thing, when you are a beginner, you start playing, so you play a little bit with your friends or in a club or you play at home. But once you go to a tournament, you feel like you improve in those 2-3 days more than you improve in 6 months of playing with your friends or with the club members, right? It
Well,
happened to all of us.
Those are serious games, right? And you feel like
And
you're
the thing
maybe
is,
more focused.
You are
and-
there for 3 days, or you
Yeah.
come to a Go Congress
Yeah.
for 1 week or 2 weeks, and you play Go pretty much
Yeah.
non-stop. You play the
Yeah.
tournament, then somebody's reviewing your game, and then
Uh-huh.
you play some simultaneous games with the pros, then you play more
Right.
games with other people just to socialize, and then you improve in 1 week more than you improved in 6 months before. It happened to me in the beginning, but once you get stronger, you improve at a lower pace.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, if you study every day a little bit, or you
Yeah.
read books, then you slowly start to internalize all this knowledge.
Mhm.
And then, when you're playing a long tournament, you can actually suddenly it comes
Access
out.
it. Yeah.
All this knowledge, that
Mhm.
book knowledge, comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's when you improve. You get a paradigm shift.
Well, hopefully, because sometimes you also don't get enough sleep, and then it doesn't.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
But in
But
general,
still,
Yeah.
you get a paradigm shift
Mm-hmm.
and you improve. You
Also-
suddenly jump up like that.
with the pro games, you keep watching them, like you replay, for example, 5 pro games a day, and you have the feeling you understand nothing or it's very confusing to follow. But then when you go to play your game, somehow unconsciously you get some information
Yeah.
in, and you start to use it because you remember you've seen some shape in
Uh-huh.
a certain position, and that was from just replaying the pro game. Or
And they're
you-
like, oh, I
yeah.
know this one.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere, so it
Uh-huh.
must be good,
Right.
And it's usually like that. So I'm a big fan of replaying pro games. I do that non-stop, even when I'm not really playing. So let's go back to what happened here.
Sure.
is a pro game, by the
way.
Let's replay this pro game.
Actually, we're still a little bit behind. We can actually come back to this a little bit. I do want to make sure that we do get a bit of a break before we come back to the game, and this is going to be probably the conclusion.
Oh.
I wanna get one more question in before we go for an intermission. Could you please ask if the commentators see Go Blitz games becoming more prominent in the same way it has for chess? I mean, so right now, this is definitely not a Blitz game, first of all.
Yeah, this is
it's
a
like
slow
5-6
start.
hours.
They're the Blitz,
Oh, there is a start here, right?
Blitz
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
And rapid tournaments.
Oh.
During this congress, there
Mhm.
is a Blitz tournament, I think.
As a side event.
Rapid.
Yeah, it's a
There
side
is a
event.
rapid, there is a lightning one.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
with
Blitz,
different
yeah.
times, like 10 minutes or 12 minutes.
Yeah,
what is
usually
it?
10 or 12 minutes sudden death. I don't know exactly what
And
they
there's
do.
30 minutes, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, 30 minutes with
And-
maybe 20 seconds extra
Like
time.
one Byoyomi period, probably. Yeah.
So it doesn't feel finished sudden death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But-
this is a different concept in Go. That once you exceed your basic time,
Mm-hmm.
you get like
Extra time.
depending on the format of the tournament, you get extra time. Every move you play, you get like 10 seconds or
Mhm.
Mm.
20 seconds, or
Yeah.
30 seconds,
Sure.
depending on the tournament. And this tournament is a little bit different. You have a basic time. I think it's how much? It's 1.5 hours?
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90 minutes,
One and a
yeah.
half
Yeah,
hours.
1.5 hours. And then they get 45 seconds
Fisher
for
time. yeah.
every
Move play.
move they play.
Yeah.
So they can actually exceed 1.5 hours.
We saw that actually. Pavel, when he beat Ali in one of the rounds, he actually had
I
more
think-
time than he
And he
had.
started this.
Yeah, when we started.
Yeah. So they're different formats.
Mm-hmm.
Well-
and rapid games, yeah, well, there are whole tournaments about this.
Right.
But
Well, the thing
yeah.
is, maybe the question was about if Blitz games are really helping you improve or not. Because some people are against playing Blitz online.
Yeah.
Because they think, okay, I just play my
But like in
instinct
chess,
and
for example, there's like bullet, right? There's bullet chess, and
Yeah.
you play even
40
in a couple
minutes
minutes
in-
actually.
40 moves in 1 minute or
Yeah.
something.
Of course, I mean the chessboard is smaller, so there are fewer moves per game
Yeah.
than in 19 by 19 Go. I mean, there's an app right called Go Quest. That's actually like
Yeah.
Blitz 9 by 9.
Yeah. Many
Okay.
people play 9-1. But the thing is, I guess it's really helpful to play Blitz or Lightning Go because it really shapes you up in order to play the instinct moves,
Right.
And because you don't have too much time to read what really happens through
Mhm.
the sequence, so you pretty much follow your instincts, and it can improve your feeling for good shape in general. So I recommend those games, especially as training, because you can play as many as you like in one day. That's how you get to 30,
Yeah,
40 games a day.
that's how you do.
If you play one,
How do
yeah.
you do 75?
That
Oh,
happened. I told you.
How-
I started
how many
in
hours
the
was
morning,
that?
like I don't know, 9, and we played till midnight. no, but it was 10 seconds a move. So there were games that finish in 10 minutes. So
Oh.
Yeah.
There were games that you just like collapsed, right? That's
yeah,
already finished.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just die and you start a new one and so on. But
Yeah.
online, I used to play on IGS back
Mhm.
in the day, in the early 2000s. 1 minute main time and 1 minute BOME, 25 moves in 1 minute. So those
Whoa,
games were also
that's
like
crazy.
10 minutes
Oh
per
my
game,
God.
so-
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that
like 2
was the
seconds per
fashion.
move.
Yeah.
In real life, that's like you pick a stone and you put
Yeah.
press the button.
And later on, I played a little more slower. And in general, now I prefer games which are like 10 or 20 minutes main time
Mhm.
on Fox, for example, with 30 seconds 3 times. So it gives me more time
Yeah,
to
that's
not to
ma-
misclick first of
manageable.
all, and yeah.
Absolute time is crazy,
That's,
right?
that's
They
a,
suck
nice, a
at,
cheap
so.
excuse, huh? When
But
you
it
play
does.
a shitty movie, say it's a misclick.
The point is that it does improve your intuition.
Yeah, exactly.
Trains you
Intuition.
to intuition, like immediate.
Yeah.
This is the first move I think.
Yeah.
And the move, you always think where it's important to play on the board, even that you don't have it figured out
Mhm.
what's the local variation, but you see the hotspots. Like, okay, it's more important to play the top right corner
Yeah,
because I have a
yeah.
weak group there, and then you move to some other place.
Mhm.
But you gotta do it very quickly.
Yeah,
It really helps you improve. I think
It's challenging, but it really
Yeah.
helps, right?
it helps. And it also helps for tournaments because when you're in a tournament and you end up in Byoyomi in the extra time, you already have the experience from playing fast games online. So
Mhm.
you don't start panicking. You play 2 hours and all of a sudden you have 30 seconds per move and you collapse because you don't have the experience to play fast. So you
Mhm.
manage your time better in tournaments too.
Right. Well, so that was a great question. We're actually going to take a break now, and when we come back, we'll have more moves on the board. Actually, the game is still ongoing, so we're still a tiny bit behind, but I think we can just catch up after the break. If you want to follow this, of course, you can go to the Panda.go server, that is IGS, and you can check out the Go Panda app. And if you follow the account EuroChamp1, that is where our game recorder is relaying the game right now from the 4th floor upstairs. So this is actually the actual progress on the board. And
No,
this is it?
yeah, it's not. No, it's a small Moyo.
Oh, it's a small one.
It's only
Okay,
half
okay.
of fan.
All right. Well, when we come back, I think this competition is going so well. I think we can just even keep following the first game, which is the final. Of course, that's what everyone wants to see because
Then we can
whoever
fast
wins
forward.
this match will become European champion to 2019. So when we come back, we'll have more commentary. And thank you so much for all the active questions so far. When we come back, definitely keep them coming. So see you soon.
Yay.
All right, everyone. Welcome back from the break. Thank you for waiting. We just had a bit of a breathing outdoors. It's really hot in the room. So believe it or not, even though it's like 17 degrees outside, it's still a lot of hot air. So maybe we have to open the door pretty soon. we really try to do a good production here. So we try to keep it quiet, and then like there's good lighting, and then there's like heat coming out from the light. So
From the fan.
then we're sweating. Oh yeah, but we have the fan, so that's
This
cool.
is the air conditioning second hand.
So anyway, welcome back to our commentary. This is the 2019 European Go Championship, and it is the final game between Ilya Shikshin, the 3-time professional from Russia, also the 5-times champion, and Artem Kachanovskyi, the 2-time professional from Ukraine, who is still looking for his first European Championship title. And as of now, the game is still going on. It is a move 166 or 67 rather. If you want to follow this game in real time, once again, you can join the Panda.go server. But of course, we're gonna go back to the commentary. We have a pretty golden team today. Cornel, Burzo, Romanian 7-dan, Rob and Seiss, Dutch 7-dan. So 2 legends of the game, of course, joining us for the final game. So yeah, really, I'm saving this time for the final. Exactly.
I'm wondering where
at one
where
point,
you get it.
at some point.
Where can you buy this time?
Oh, in Japan. I bought
okay.
it at the Shusaku Memorial in Inoshima.
Uh-huh.
And it was a super nice tie, and I think you can still buy it. I don't know, maybe you still have it on sale. And I think there's another tie on which they have the Move 78, the wedge by Lisa
the one
Dole
with
in
Lisa
the
Dole.
4th AlphaGo game.
17.
So
Yeah,
you can still
board
buy
game.
that tie. Anyway, it's
Uh-huh.
it's a pretty fixed like Joseki now that I wear this on the final day, which is the most important. Also, yeah, today is the final broadcast, so I gotta save for the best occasion. Anyway, gentlemen, we
let's
are
catch
seeing.
up with the game.
Yeah, this is a pretty good final in the making. It seems. There's some back and forth, but so far it's
Quite balanced.
kind of balanced, isn't it?
Mm.
Let's take a look at the next move.
Yeah, actually, at this moment,
Mm-hmm.
when White plays here, he's about 47%.
So it's
So
it's not as
kind
close.
of, yeah, it's okay.
Yes,
Still-
neck and neck.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and then black invades. Wow, this is.
Maybe this is related to going down here and then trying to use the edge of the 2 stones in the corner
Mm-hmm.
and try to weaken the white stone more. And profit.
Mm-hmm.
He has to build somewhere in the center using all his outside stones.
Mm.
Actually, the AI is considering this move
It's
first
considering that
as
move,
a
yeah.
probe a
Mm.
little bit because it
Yeah.
creates a cutting point here. Of course, the main threat, the aim is to capture 2 stones in
Yeah,
snapback.
so White will go there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we come back to this later
Mhm.
in the game,
Okay,
because this is covered.
right.
Right.
The snapback.
Okay.
True.
So.
But would be too small to catch 2 stones right now.
Well, right now it's not significant, right?
But the
Because
idea
they're-
is not only those 2 stones.
Yeah.
It's how you can use the other stones in the corner, like going out, taking away liberties, and then use the cut.
And that
Mhm.
we
So,
will talk
yeah.
about later. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Black invades.
Yeah, black invades.
And
Invade.
so
White
what do we
tries
do
to-
with that? Usually, the
To
first
react
idea would
locally.
to do something right away.
Try to link this stone to.
Yeah, for
his-
example, play something like this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But
Either.
there are lots of problems with the. It's not really.
with the edge in the corner.
There's Aji here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There are all kinds of problems. Black is not too weak,
So
and
it's,
White is weak on the outside.
yeah.
So this is an opportune moment to say, hey,
how about I get stronger by attacking you first?
Right.
This shows a lot of fighting spirit from white.
You know, actually,
Because that was
and the ladder
way-
works, right? If you play like this,
We
then
talk
black
about
should cut it
follow up
out.
earlier. Like when you play a move, you think, what are you going to do next?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if black simply defends the left side, he connects everything together. White will probably push or Keima, and he increase the bottom side.
Right.
So now black doesn't really agree with this plan because it will be. It means like, okay, he's letting white do whatever he wants. So he invades. He doesn't want to give this area without
Yeah.
a fight, and therefore white continues putting pressure on the left side. So he tries to get in. I mean, if he plays next here, he will just round that one eye
There's
and kill
killed,
it.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So now black has to react and do something on the left. I mean, secure his left side. But in the meantime, white gets much stronger. So what he does, he tries to reinforce this left side in order to be able to fight against this invasion a little stronger.
Right. So in some ways, like attack's the best defense, right?
Yeah.
Because after, I mean, if white gets stronger here, then he might be less afraid of this cut, right?
And the other thing is that people are often, they think, oh, I have to react to
Directly.
his move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This would be reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, he's threatening this, and you
Right.
react.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, I don't
Yeah.
agree with that, what you
Yeah.
said.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then white would, usually would, I want
Either
to
that's
play
reacting
or
as well.
connect
Yeah,
or
and,
something.
and,
Yeah.
and weaker players often
Right.
react immediately.
Right. They follow.
Yeah? They don't
Mhm.
reflect, they react.
Mhm.
So,
Like a
if you want to
puppy.
become strong, yeah, like a puppy.
You don't have to be the puppy here.
Right.
So
So
that's a counter attack.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to
right.
just go under. Like
Okay.
this.
Well, now you do have to react, right? Otherwise, if you
Yeah,
don't
now you
react,
have
then
to
you're
react.
dead.
But you don't want to react,
Yeah.
in a painful way.
Like
Like,
this.
Uh-huh.
yeah, this would be crawling too much, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
cockroach.
yeah, and now white gets very strong, and now he can effectively
Counter attack, more
Mhm.
effective.
attack this stone
Right.
because he's built all this thickness.
Yeah.
But black found a Tetsuji, a
Yeah,
clever
this is-
move in a local situation,
Yeah.
and therefore, if white goes down,
Look like this.
yeah, black can either go down or hane
Yeah.
and catch those stones. Let's check a variation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, and cut, then nobi,
Then
and go out.
Nobi?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then we have to check a ladder.
Then you have to be careful, of course. Now this stone actually comes into play.
Yeah. So we show
it
the
work?
ladder.
Yeah, that's a show ladder. So
Connect.
Connect. Oh no! Now
It
it's
does.
And-
Oh, it works.
it works, right?
Wow. Lila Zero
Yeah.
missed another ladder.
Right. So actually,
we keep showing ladders.
So we
So it's all about the surroundings.
so this
Yeah.
Ah, this would be a collapse.
black.
Mm-hmm.
Black. I
Yeah.
have
I don't have
No black
stones
stones.
anymore. And white will play, and
Yeah.
this move would suddenly become
comes
a
back
ladder.
into play.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So this
So
is
okay,
not
black
possible.
cannot block, right?
Mhm.
Black cannot block.
But
He has to probably connect.
so at this point,
Yeah.
black
Oh,
probably
there's-
has to. He can't. Oh, the vital stone.
Oh yeah.
So black should play there.
That's one way of playing it. Just use your
Yeah,
use
but
your
it's
like
still-
this.
it's
Take it
still-
away and
it
then
still
oh,
works,
I can
right?
block now.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
it's a liberty race,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in order
So-
to kill these guys, you want to go down here, right?
Yeah, but the black just plays here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to cover liberty
No,
from
it's
the
like
outside of
it's
this
like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, and then that's 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah. So white will.
So white will die faster.
Uh huh.
Now this is a semi capturing race. Maybe you should
Yeah.
put that link too.
Oh yeah.
Semi. Yeah.
Semi-eye.
Semi-eye.
In
A
Japanese,
cap-
but also
capturing
capturing
race,
race.
capturing it. Yeah.
So we go back to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where
even though
Black played the Tetsuji.
this is the normal, the first thing you think about,
Right.
To go down, huh?
it
To
just
resist.
doesn't know. It doesn't work.
Mhm.
Yeah, you will just lose more stones.
Yeah.
That's
so,
sad.
but actually, there are other variations. For example, like this:
Ah.
and play there and play there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in this case, maybe Black will change his mind and
Exactly.
come
Or
out.
run out, right?
And then, yeah, he starts to connect to his.
Suddenly, this stone is very useful.
Starts to
Yeah, yeah.
get
So
into play. So
this is possible
it
too.
implies more variations that it seems at the first glance, right?
So probably white's not gonna go down, right?
But yeah, white is playing the Hane because now, if Black simply gets ahead, white will go down, and now
Now it's
he
king.
Now
can-
it
yeah,
doesn't work anymore.
He can
now white
capture.
just can
Yeah.
play there.
Right, and now he gets the profit. So if Black goes down here, which would be submissive,
Yeah.
yeah, white will no be, of course, and then Black has to double up. Otherwise, white can push and clamp, or actually start with a clamp,
Mhm.
which is the more, or even the
This one?
vital point. No?
Yeah,
but
it's
this,
anyway,
this one
it's-
it's sneaky because when you push, white can push,
Yeah.
and then when you try to connect under, it's going to be Atari, and even if he loses the 2 stones, he breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to show all black's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Yeah, and then
white
connect.
will.
Another Atari, maybe.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Anyway, maybe probably
just
this one
connect.
and this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, give
And
up the
then-
2 stones.
Yeah, just
And
let
it's,
him live.
it's painful life for.
Yeah, it's very small.
Actually, you want to play the other Atari.
Yeah, you want to,
So
but
you, only,
you lose
the liberty.
you lose
But
the-
still, I mean, this would be a
and
success
now
for white.
white can play there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This is horrible for black.
Locally, it's painful.
Mm-hmm.
So black has to find another way of dealing with this move.
Yeah.
This is white to switch
And now black is looking for a counter to switch.
and so
So Hane we have here. Oh,
Yeah.
and you play here.
took away your white stones.
Yeah.
So,
So-
cross cut, right?
This way, it's like a slightly better method of handling the shape on the left side, right? So even though he does sacrifice 1 stone, now he can at least,
Atari
play
under,
this
yeah.
Atari, which is Sente, and then
Yeah,
white
he
will
just
take.
gets momentum in the fight.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
white will capture, and
And
now
then black
black
just fixes.
gets ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of allowing white to get ahead.
So now this shape is much better, right?
Yeah, but white got a little stronger in the middle.
Yeah.
So also being stronger in the center, he managed to limit all the
Oh,
potential.
actually, he played this exchange first before
Oh, yeah, yeah.
sending.
Yeah, it
just-
doesn't really matter.
I mean, it's probably
actually-
always there to be.
Yeah, well, maybe later during this fight,
Yeah, he might need.
Well, he might block.
white might block. Yeah,
Ah,
so
yeah.
he wants
Yeah,
to be,
okay.
be sure, or maybe he was in time
Yeah,
trouble.
so,
Right,
so,
right,
so
right,
this
right.
is the time where he uses the concept of Yozumiru that we talked before. This is always delicate with the timing when you play a probe in order to get the expected result or the expected.
But it must be
answer.
the right timing.
Right.
So Yosemite basically means you are asking a question.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to block from this side or from that side?
Right.
Right.
And so if white blocks from this side, well, now black suddenly has all kind of moves here.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
can help in the fight over here.
Right.
And if white later,
Blocks the other way.
if you start this fight early and then suddenly you need this move, maybe
Yeah.
maybe too late.
You don't get it, right?
Yeah, maybe you play there, and then white will ignore
Yeah.
it.
Why we play from
Or
this side to
maybe
kill
black
everything?
plays there then,
Mhm.
then white plays there,
Yeah.
and keeps everything here.
Yeah.
So
Now
that's,
he can get rid of the 2 stones because already black is alive on the side, so it's
Yeah.
not so important if he can manage.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of subtlety.
Oh,
One question from the chat. Someone's asking for an estimate who might be ahead right now.
well, we really have to catch
Well,
up to
well,
the
this is. I
position.
mean, they're still in the mid game, right? So there are lots of undefined areas,
Yeah.
I guess. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
will
let's
jump.
let's jump
first
through
ahead,
the
yeah.
game a little bit and then
Okay.
we can count.
Yeah. So.
So now, but white played here, right?
Squeezes.
First.
well, white plays.
Oh
here
yeah,
first.
white play here. Yeah, to connect.
So there was all
Yes.
this fight in center. Black extended.
Uh-huh.
This exchange was played first, and white played a slide, so he can keep the corner
Right.
and also weaken the intruder and help his stone, right?
Uh huh.
Okay. So now
So yeah,
black
like-
switch to the top side.
Yeah.
White goes down with
Yeah,
fighting.
this
speed.
is
Ah,
no
pos-
fighting spirit.
Right, it's possible, but maybe it's too easy for black to leave.
Uh huh.
Now he
Okay,
will
just-
just pull. No,
I
I
think-
think he will just pull back
I
to
pull-
leave in the corner.
Connect.
He can-
Maybe, I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, both
Yeah.
ways. Let's
Could-
check
Yeah,
both
so-
variations. Like this, he just lives in the corner.
Uh-huh.
It's quite a success. He lost 2 stones, where white anyway had a lot of potential, but he raised the corner. He makes a 5 points life in the corner, but he
Uh-huh.
destroys like 20 points of what looked to be white's territory.
Pretty
So,
big actually, right?
for giving 2 stones as bait, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this feels too comfortable for black, I think.
You like that word, huh? Bait.
Bait, yeah.
Bait.
I like baiting my opponents.
Yeah, but it's a good term for fishing.
He's a hustler.
I see.
That's why every time we commentate a tournament in which Cornel is playing, there's always like a hashtag going on, like Cornel for the win. You know, and when we don't show Cornel's game, everyone's like, show Cornel's game.
Yeah.
Full
why-
of baiting
yeah,
and fighting, right?
Yeah.
So white now wants to play here,
Uh-huh.
but that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well,
we
then we go
explained
back
this
to the-
before in a different order.
The,
Right.
the Miyai situation, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Black's gonna live. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, white
So black
Shokane.
cuts
So
and
Mhm.
white
white
turns.
plays here.
No, he.
Huh?
Oh,
Did
he
he play
turned the
that?
other way, no?
Yeah, he Hane.
He played here for a second.
No. He Hane.
Oh, he honeyed the corner first.
Yeah.
Oh, and then black
So
went
now
down.
black turned and then white turned.
Right. I see.
So okay, so black is getting out. It seems. He cuts here.
Cut is a good Tesuji here.
Yeah. Sets up like a potential kick, right? And
Mhm.
first of all, he does this one, and
White keeps his territory, keeps his stones connected.
yeah, black just kicks. So black is safely
Yeah,
out.
black is out. If you want to cut here, the problem is you get into a shortage of liberties.
Mm-hmm.
So what we call dametsumari. So it doesn't work to cut right away, right? This will happen, or maybe throw in atari, and then
Mhm.
atari.
Yeah.
then-
Just play it like this.
Uh-huh.
White captures.
Then another Atari.
Atari.
Yeah.
White captures.
Then
and
atari
then,
here,
and now
and then it's a net,
this is
just net,
yeah.
and it's an escape. So
Right.
for white to cut, it would be too much. Oops. Therefore, they leave the position like this for now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's white's turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
and
white
he-
fixes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now white's probably
Can he
more fully
just push
connected.
here, or is too greedy?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that.
Yeah. Well,
I
it
would
seems
try.
like more active, right? And it's even threatening to swallow black's.
Yeah, on a larger
stone.
scale. But it's tricky because of the edge in the corner where black can attach,
Uh-huh.
threatening to go out, and then if you just answer here, he will
Mhm.
counter attach,
Yeah.
give you one stone bait. Talking about bait again. And then maybe one atari here,
Yeah.
and
Actually,
It's-
the AI
it's-
thinks he agrees with this move.
Oh,
He agrees with the
yeah,
move.
black
yeah,
will
yeah,
escape.
yeah.
Black will escape.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
this is the vital point actually.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so this is what white wants to play.
The other one,
I was
the other
just
one might be too
wondering,
risky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it turns
So
to the vital.
if after this move, if the same thing happens like this,
Yeah,
and
then
then-
you cannot make the nice shape.
and if black goes here, you play there.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well,
Then-
if this don't work here, then black can make a
Yeah,
counter
then but now it's
Yeah.
there.
So
So
it's in
if
the
you
right
play
place.
here, white can play there.
Mm-hmm. And then if black
chase
tries to-
everything.
And chase everything. And white is very strong here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So this was good preparation.
Right,
And now this is perfect.
because it pushes into the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, another good principle.
Then this becomes black's graveyard, basically.
Graveyard. Wow. Nice. Prepare,
Okay.
Yeah.
Prepare
Uh-huh.
the graveyard.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
well, if
True
it's
that.
surrounded, right? Of course.
So the game
So
for the
and then
third
yeah,
place.
and then this,
uh,
and then black suddenly plays somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he plays here because
plays here because he understands,
prepares,
hey.
he prepares the clamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So that was
he
preparing.
cannot-
Setting
the
up.
thing is, if he tries the clamp right
Yeah.
away, white will push,
Yeah.
black will go out, and because he has this hanging connection now, he captures the two stones right away.
So that's not working.
Yeah, so playing the Kosumi, now this will work.
Mm-hmm.
So if
But you
white
don't make
plays-
this exchange, right?
Yeah, exactly. And if white plays something like this to catch everything,
Uh-huh.
he will try again. And if you play here, he will just capture the stones.
Yeah.
So if you go out, he will separate, and
Yeah.
now he either jumps to connect under,
Mhm.
or he pushes and cuts in the top
Yeah.
and captures white faster.
Yeah. Then it's
So
white's graveyard.
white is preventing this, another graveyard,
Uh-huh.
by just playing the proper move. Just connect everything together.
So
and now,
counter is all improvisation, you know? It's like you don't know what's gonna happen
Uh-huh.
in a game, but you just come up with something.
but I wonder here if it's too slack for black to connect.
Well,
in the
he
center like
first
this.
plays this, which is
So
very
he,
big.
he didn't connect anything. Ah, yeah, take the
It's big.
Uh-huh.
profit.
Yeah, he takes the profit,
Yeah, Atari. These are all forced, right?
and this is all forced.
Mm-hmm.
And
he captured
cutting.
most. Yeah.
Because otherwise
Ah.
it would be center more or less
Mhm.
for white to play there.
Ah, the push and the
Yeah.
Han and everything.
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
reduce-
yeah. There's
Okay.
still Aji, and
Uh-huh.
this is basically it's kind of pie in the sky.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
you don't know how many points is that worth.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Even if you white plays here, it's,
Yeah, you
and
still
then
need another
this
move
this
to
has an
connect.
influence on this here,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
you basically get maybe 0.
Yeah, but if you don't play anything and white starts attacking, then you get a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Ilya likes
Yeah,
headaches.
he
He likes headaches.
I just
can
want to
handle
answer.
headaches.
I want to answer a quick question from the audience. What about the other game? That's a small final.
Uh-huh.
Well, that game you can still follow on a Panda Go server. We're gonna see whatever we can get to it because for
Yeah.
us it's also improvisation. So maybe the game becomes very interesting. And
Right.
this is the spotlight match anyway. But if you want to follow that game in real time, it is between Stanislav Hajlak, the 7 Dan from Poland, and of course Lucas Papera, 7 Dan amateur from Czechia, and
And it's still
they
in
are
progress.
fighting for I believe there's at least 500 euros in this match. So
Yeah.
the the third place, of course, will receive 1,500 euros. So there's a lot at stake there, and of course, these guys have fought extremely well. I thought we're kind of thinking it's going to be like 4 professionals for the semifinals, but they've beat many strong players, so they also
really
of
good.
course deserve a lot of applause for coming this far in the top 4. So you can definitely check that out. But of course, we're gonna be first catching up to this first game, and we'll see what happens then.
So they jump.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's see some more
Came up?
moves.
And
And the peep.
well,
peeps.
white suddenly though is 73% now.
Oh,
Again. So so this thing.
why is capturing the top stone so big?
which top stone? Oh, this one.
This,
right?
No, this one.
Black is behind.
According
Well-
to the AI.
Yeah. Black should have really cut here,
Connected.
and he
Oh.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
you
let's
should've
play
cut-
another variation, should we?
Let's go back. A few
Yeah,
moves.
yeah. Let's go back a few moves.
There is a stone here. So he shouldn't
So
allow.
at this moment,
That's
this
okay.
moment, white. It's a couple of
what's this?
stones. Yeah, a couple of moves before this. All of this stuff,
Mhm.
and we don't have this yet.
Yeah.
We also don't have this one.
So black just played there,
Mm-hmm.
and
And white could also
played.
Hane here.
Yeah, white should have played Hane there, but it doesn't matter.
But
I
okay,
mean, this
this
is
was
okay.
good.
And now this is white is 45% at this
Oh,
point,
yeah. So
Okay.
so
Yeah,
let's
so
let's
if-
let's
so if-
locate the
so-
drop.
right?
Yeah. And black could capture the stone to get
And
rid of the
black
edge in the top.
should play this one,
Yeah. to fix
Somehow
it.
that's always being
and then white plays there, I guess.
emphasized. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what?
You
And then
gotta
what?
check the variation exactly.
Three. No. Actually, white is gonna play this, but that doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah,
I
it's
mean, we
fine.
don't
Goes
care
back to
about that.
connect.
We
Yeah.
don't care about that. But in the end,
Oh, but in the end, black starts attacking the middle group again with a turn.
yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. That's the point. And,
And
then
then-
white goes here,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
but
trying
this
to
is
make the
worth a
eyes.
couple of points.
Sure.
Uh-huh. But how it comes
And then he
back to the
plays
bottom.
this,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he doesn't capture the
and he
stone.
doesn't capture the stone.
And then he tries
plays
some
here.
jump.
It changes.
Wow.
Oh, completely.
Okay, it's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. I mean, also it's not so
Yeah.
obvious, right? There's not a.
This exchange.
Yeah.
Should be
This costs money. This costs money. I mean, this costs points.
Yeah.
And money, maybe.
And money.
Maybe money.
Well,
Maybe
we have
1,000.
prize money.
Yeah, because
So, but he could
this,
cut
if
from
it becomes like this,
Uh-huh.
he better.
It's
he
like a
better
bad
play
exchange.
this right
this
away.
Is, this is called Muchikomi, right?
I mean, so it's like this, and you play here.
The thing is, it's a loss without compensation when the
Yeah.
stone just dies inside,
Yeah.
and you gain nothing. So
Yeah, that
you
could
better
be
you
worth
better
like
So-
cut.
two
so
or
it's
3
like-
points.
So it's
You
like, why
better
not
cut.
directly,
Yeah, cut one. But when you cut, no, he cannot.
He can't cut there.
Yeah,
no,
I
he
don't
must-
think so, no.
Play this and then go out somehow.
Yeah.
Because then you
Uh-huh.
have either Atari here. If now white captures,
Yeah.
it's not the same thing like connecting up
Right.
less points, right?
Yeah, you don't get
And-
hurt.
Yeah, the white border was here.
Yeah,
Now it's,
and now it's
a little
lower
bit
down.
lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a difference of maybe a couple of points, maybe 2 points.
Probably
Yeah,
the
so
dropping.
And
But
in this moment, this is very important. 2 points.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what professional games are all about, right? These 1-2 point differences can really change the course
So
of
it's
the
let's-
game.
actually,
let's
it's
go
actually
back to this here.
Mochikomi, not Muchikomi. My
Uh-huh.
bad.
Mochi.
Mochi, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we played that.
thank you for
So-
the correction, Joe Seki.
Mhm.
So what happened?
And then
Assuming
yeah,
that?
that, and then we connected,
Yeah.
right? Already.
So now white is slightly
So just
ahead.
and that black did that, of course.
Okay.
Go in,
Yeah, so this move,
connect, then Atari. Then white plays the Keima.
You mean Joe Seki instead of Joe Seki? Ask him.
yeah. So this was maybe it could become the loser
The
move.
drop.
It's
Oh.
a drop, 5
Yeah.
5%.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
5% at this stage is quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
maybe like 2 points, 3 points.
so the thing is also when we approach endgame, right? There's much less variation on the board, and so there are fewer places that could result in a
Oh, there
you
is
know,
no stone here, right?
percentage shift. So,
That's right.
oh yeah, it's
So,
not there.
jump.
Yeah.
And now white plays the peep, right? First.
Yeah.
Counter peep.
Yeah. Counter peep. Then connect.
This induces the capture. Otherwise, white will push
Mhm.
and cut and Atari and take
Yeah.
some
So
profit.
fixing two things at once. I guess.
Fixing the agi.
And
How
then
are
white
we
jumps
doing
out.
on prisoners? It's 4 against 3.
4 against
Okay,
3. Yeah.
okay. White jumps.
Yeah.
I promise you, in the future, we'll have like even times by the players captured on commentary. That'd be really cool, actually.
Actually,
We should also capture. We should also include the captures.
Okay.
Never jump.
So peep.
Yeah.
Well, what about the
The jump is the only move, right?
this one, right?
Yeah. This is
For
okay.
this peep first. And after that, the shape point.
Yeah. So what is black play this peep? He's trying to protect
he's
against
trying-
this
yeah,
one,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Because
That-
otherwise you get cut.
That can be a problem, yeah. Let's play it out.
Uh-huh.
Cut.
And then
Take the stone. Okay, Atari
Atari.
first, yeah. And take.
yeah,
Then
sorry.
Atari
And then
from
cut.
the outside.
Oh, this is
from
cut
the
off.
outside, Yeah.
Yeah.
completely. So
Mhm.
this probably dies.
And then.
Even if you
you
try to
wanna-
cut.
Yeah, that's not gonna
That,
work.
yeah. Because white can make more
Block.
liberties.
If you
Cut.
cut and you give Atari
You
here,
you play the
Yeah.
the so-called
a
driving
driving
to
decision.
switch.
Yeah.
So
Then-
you
And
drive
you connect.
yourself out.
yeah.
So the group inside now
Mhm.
he's pretty much in the graveyard, as you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's just
Wow, this is.
That was trademarked. No.
White was setting up the graveyard.
Okay, so we go back.
All right.
It's like this, I guess.
So jump.
This is not there. And
Yeah.
then jump.
And then, yeah. That's the
Peep.
peep and then connect
And then jump.
jump out. So.
Yeah,
With
but
good
this
shape.
is,
This is a so-called
it-
table shape. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
this is table shape. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, black's home.
So black is connected,
Connected.
and now white needs another move to stay safe.
So yeah, and then white jumps here to threaten
okay.
the cut.
Oh yeah.
So now we're. Is it correct to say that now we're in the end game?
Yeah,
Almost?
we probably start the large endgame
Okay.
stage.
Yeah. Because it seems like all groups are kind of settled, right? And then you're just.
White wants to play here. No, the AI wants to play here.
Oh, he
So-
played the Kosumitsuke here. He needs.
Yeah. So, well,
there is
sometimes
some agility
Lila
with
keeps
this
like
cutting point.
emphasizing one move, right?
Oh, he just played there. Okay.
Yeah. So kick, and then
And
Hana.
cross cut.
Wow, cross cut. Is
I
that?
think he wants to secure his center stones
Uh-huh.
by creating some agi here. So if black resists, then he has Atari on the outside, and there is no more cut in the center. Because maybe if black is going to catch more stones in the middle, threatening the cut, he can go back to kill the right group.
Oh, okay.
So therefore,
point.
white has to pay attention how he keeps everything connected or safe.
So of course black is not gonna back off. He
Yeah,
extends. Then white's gonna block.
Yeah, actually, black's percentage went up a little bit again.
I think he probably
Up
gained
or
points, right? He
Mm.
gained points here.
Yes.
This is So this is still very much not over by any means.
Yeah. So in.
This is the actual game.
Yeah.
He just took.
Yeah. So
So-
white should have played there instead of this stuff.
So yeah. So
And
the
then-
question is why is
and
that?
then he would be at 75%. Well, it's just points.
Hane,
Uh-huh.
Hane, connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Points
Wait.
in center.
Sure.
And. just
Oh, okay. Oh, and it helps him. Yeah. So Atari here now
Yeah. Sorry. Take.
and connect. He must.
Connect.
And now
then
he's not
black's
worried
still,
about-
Black is still threatening.
Oh,
The
now
cut.
he needs to peep here.
So first he peeps this one, which is Sente at this moment.
Okay.
So of course, black, in order to keep connected, must play the
Now he played-
bamboo joint.
He played the empty triangle, but
Yeah.
it's a
So
fine.
this bamboo joint is good shape though. Of course, the idea is once again Mii, right? Because if you go here, then black can connect, and then vice versa.
Right.
So
So now the other people.
white's gonna peep the other way. So
But
I
he
mean,
still needs to connect.
basically, yeah, trying to get all the Sentes, right? So now, like later, this might not be Sente, but now it probably is. So black
Mhm.
will just connect, and then
Now-
white will just link up.
Yeah. He needs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, black will simply push and cut. So,
So he, and I think
so how's
right now we're
oh,
caught up, aren't we?
Those are the last moves.
Yeah, I believe so. And both
Black
players are
doesn't play
still
anything.
not yet. Not yet. Both players are still staring at the board intently. So that means we got up.
We
Final.
got up, but
yeah,
and white is actually at 60% again
60% for white.
for black for white.
And now it
And-
seems
So
it's
in the slight
super
lead,
big
yeah?
to connect this guy in the top, huh?
Yeah, so he can do well. For example, he can do this one, or he can play this one.
Or this one, still.
Yeah,
And
Oh, yeah.
then-
yeah, but it is
But
kind
maybe
of
he
a
wants-
damages. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, just connecting here looks important for both.
Yeah, now
So
it's more complicated how to
How
respond.
to protect like this.
just
No, it's painful.
well,
to
there's
play
still
that.
the
like this.
probably this one, right? And then you
Yeah, but that's
this one.
then you lose a lot of points.
yeah.
What
I
can you
think-
do? Pass and see what
Plus, sure.
Yeah. Resign. No. No.
And ask him what the best move is.
Yeah. Yeah. Just can I resign for a
Yeah,
quick
no.
moment and
What move would you play if I
Yeah.
resign?
And
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Let's go
Oh
back.
yeah. So okay. Now that the groups are settled,
But he doesn't play here.
Yeah, we have to actually look at the Joseph.
So he's
exactly.
black.
So
Joseph, the end game.
because we need to answer this question, right? Who is actually leading at the moment? Because it seems, black and white both have some territories, and now we need to decide who is has more points.
Well, we can start
Yeah, we can try counting a little
counting this territory.
Okay.
Okay, well, so
Let's-
white had one, he caught one
Wh-
stone
white
there
has,
and one stone
So
over there,
f-
right?
5-3, the capture is.
Yeah, black captured 5 stones,
White
white
captured
captured
3
3 stones.
stones.
So two more for black.
Two more
Yeah,
captures, yeah.
no, okay. So this is 2, 4. Oh, we count usually in numbers of 2.
Right. Pairs.
Yeah, same pairs. 2, 4.
Uh huh.
6, 8.
But this is not very clear because white can play there, black
Mhm.
plays there, right?
Right.
But then
we know that.
this changes a little bit.
Yeah.
We should get the endgame guy, huh?
So-
we should get Anti over here.
Yeah. So white can play here,
Uh huh.
and then this becomes smaller.
Right.
So
But
this is a
still,
vital
we
point.
should count the secure points first.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
right.
like
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stones.
Mhm.
Multiply by 2, that's 14. Then
7 pairs,
15,
yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26. About 30 points in this corner.
Okay.
Mhm.
30 points
Roughly.
here.
3
Yeah.
points.
Then in the top it's 1, 2, right?
Okay. I would say 3. Because
But if-
I would say
yeah, okay.
this and
Yeah, yeah.
this
Right, okay.
Yeah.
is a fair exchange.
Right, 3,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's 3
we
points.
can count on 3
Okay.
points.
3
there.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then
the left side it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 about. So 12 plus 3 is 15. So we have already 45. And in the
Mhm.
middle it's 1, 2, 3, about 5.
Mhm.
So roughly 50 solid points for black, right?
and then probably plus 5 captures, right? So 55.
yeah, okay, but
And then,
alright,
Sure,
so
sure, sure.
55.
yeah. And then let's
Okay.
say how much white has.
Yeah, let's look at white now. So this lower left. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so here is the point.
How is the
Mhm.
end game, huh?
If black plays here
And
Yeah.
white plays here.
and white doesn't do anything,
Then
black
yeah.
can play this in center.
Right, so in the end
Mhm.
he will have 6 points. Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 maybe.
About 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if white gets to play
Mm.
this move, it's much
But
bigger.
even if white gets to answer, he will get 2
Mhm.
extra points, right? Because he will add just 1 more move inside, not 2 more moves inside. But maybe he doesn't want to answer, that's the point. Because
Yeah,
he can
yeah,
play
yeah. So
Yeah.
this
somewhere
becomes
else.
a big move because otherwise white can play here.
But we
And
can
it's
say,
suddenly much bigger.
so you can count only on 16 points here, not 18, 20. Like this would be like 20, right?
Yeah.
4 more points. So roughly 16. Let's see the top left corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, because we don't know what will happen here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 18 plus 16, that's 32. Plus here, just basically twice, 3 points.
Yeah.
So that's 35. And maybe another 10 in the top right.
Mm-hmm.
So 45. And the prisoners and Komi, less prisoners, 3 prisoners.
48.
And Komi, that's like 54. So it's an extremely close game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's 55-54.
It's actually very
Can be half point
slight
game.
difference, yeah.
Right. It's ultra
Um,
close.
But
But the AI thinks
they
maybe
thinks
7.5
definitely
Komi,
white
right?
white is ahead, but it's
Right.
7.5
but it's a
Komi.
small
Yeah,
margin
yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah,
It is, yeah. And also, I mean, sometimes like white could leave like a small margin, but it's like very sure, it's very certain, then the percentage actually might be higher, right? So It's actually a matter of confidence.
So for black right now, it's actually very big to turn here
Yes,
in order to harass this group in the middle a little bit.
Yeah.
To see how much white can build by just making twice.
Right.
It takes away
Mm.
points for white and also eye space.
Right.
And it makes
And
points for black.
and increases some.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, also this move connecting here looks important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he can play this one in center and just shrink the territory as much as he can, then he goes back to that point.
Yeah,
This
so
is also
center
Yeah.
is like
Playing a
black
big
plays
role.
here,
Mhm.
and white has to answer somewhere.
Right.
To, I don't know where.
maybe
here.
Atari and make a
Maybe
knife.
this one.
Yeah, Atari.
But then he gets.
Oh, but then it's tricky, right? It's tricky.
Tricky. Maybe this one. Maybe this one.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
or maybe he
Maybe
cannot block.
or maybe this one. This one. This one.
Ah,
Oh.
okay, that's one. Ah, that's why. But you
Oh,
don't want to
oh.
give that stone.
Yeah, you don't want to give that stone. So this is kind of tricky, right?
I mean,
Actually-
well, you don't want to play that Atari.
Yeah.
Can this capture be related possibly
Yeah.
to the fact that this
Exactly.
Kasumi
That's-
might
Yeah,
be?
yeah, yeah, and maybe this one as well.
Probably that's why the AI it's
Uh-huh.
thinking it's so important to play Hane and connect here
Mhm.
Right.
because it changes a little bit the fight in the center for eye shape.
Mm.
Because now, even if black captures this stone and
Uh-huh.
white connects, you
There's
can still play
there's
this
still
move
that.
in center.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you already have the two stones here, so that helps
Oh.
for
Good
the
point.
eyes in the middle.
Ah, good point.
That could be. That could be one.
Good, I understand.
And he
this.
does turn.
I
Black does
understand.
turn.
Finally, I understand
Okay.
women. Or not?
And
Black. So black finally.
Oh, black
Turns.
took that stone.
Yeah.
Oh, he turns.
black turned.
In the actual game, he
And
turns
so
here.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, he
this is
starts
good.
with attacking the group.
And.
And white should play there.
I should.
According,
one?
according to the AI,
Really?
you should play there.
Empty
yeah.
triangle.
Yeah.
Is that gonna work? Can black reduce this further? Can black play here?
Wait. It's a wow. He likes this move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a big move.
This costume it's also very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because then
Mhm.
I think black has a much more positive endgame than white somehow.
Yeah. So
Every-
I
every
think
move,
the idea is
yeah.
to,
Yeah.
to do this.
Yeah.
Then white plays there. Then go there.
Mm-hmm.
Then white has to somehow do. Yes, that. And then he can play this in center.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Capture a couple of stones.
And then capture two more. If he
Yeah.
does
It's like in
that.
Sentai, right?
Yeah, in center. Yeah. So that's the idea behind that move.
Yeah.
Black plays h17.
17. Oh,
The Kosumi here.
no, I think the squeeze, no? Yeah, the squeeze.
Oh,
H17, yeah.
Let's put the coordinates here, by the way.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Is that refreshed? I think.
No, here.
No. Oh, we can see it there.
Oh,
We can see it
okay.
on the screen. So that's
Ah,
that's
you're right,
H17.
you're right. Yeah, okay, that's h17.
Yeah.
Oh, if that happens,
Yeah.
that's possible, but white will probably capture here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you might go like this, and then turn. But this is not necessarily center, right?
No, but this is not what happened.
But
No, I mean it's a
White played here.
scenario, right?
Why
Why played here?
Not yet. We haven't got to this part yet.
Okay. Oh,
So let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah. So this is not happening yet.
Which
Wait,
comment are we talking about?
uh,
I guess you can.
if you talk about a commentary, then sure, you can clip.
Maybe it was the
You
comment.
can make as many funny clips
Yeah.
as you like. Probably clip
maybe,
to Amsterdam.
Maybe it was the comment.
sorry about that.
Yeah. the comment
Okay.
about understanding Lizzie, which is not easy.
I'll
So
give
he
it.
makes-
I would give that one. That was
So
a
this
good
is
one.
this is very
So he-
beneficial for black because he did
Yeah.
it in center,
Uh-huh.
right?
Okay.
And
But
why
he still,
didn't?
he
I
cannot-
mean, I mean,
You
I mean,
should
if White
probably.
had, White had gotten that one, then this is even Sentai, right? So
Yes.
there's like a couple
yeah,
points.
it's a good
difference.
exchange.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And now he can build 4 points there instead of 3.
Right.
But this push is also quite annoying, right?
Hmm?
Wait, so
So
how would you answer? Just connect, no? Yeah, you don't care about this move so much because now you can go down. You can do this.
Oh, then you can link
But
up,
but
right?
if he goes down, you can still go down, and then it will be a Hane.
Yeah,
Oh.
but then maybe there's some.
No, it's
points
fine,
you
but
can gain,
but
right?
he's losing the opportunity to catch those 2 stones in a
Oh,
snap.
that's true. That's true.
So maybe there are several moves black can play here. So he can play the connection, he can play the Kosumitsuke, he can play the push, but he has to see which one is the most beneficial. Like
Mhm.
when you play here, and as Rob showed earlier, and then you catch 2 stones in center, because then the other 2 stones can die. and then you can also push in center.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is better order for black. But
Yeah,
maybe
it's-
he's
It's kind
just
of
waiting.
unclear. If you play here, white may also play here. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Oh, but then you
And
there's
then
still this stuff,
and then
right?
you can take the 2 stones, but you also give 1 with a few surrounding points of
That's
territory.
true.
But now you go down. You don't take the 2 stones. You
You do this,
descend.
and white will play there.
Yeah, and white
So
gains
white-
something too.
Yeah,
So maybe
Then
you
you
should
play there.
descend. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and white can still play there.
right. And now you play the Han and everything is center.
Yeah.
This looks pretty good actually.
I mean, actually, white can even turn inside, right? In the future.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like
This is
points.
also
Black, you
another
mean?
couple of points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the corner
actually,
would be-
maybe this is a good move.
Probably is
Mm.
better. Yeah.
I told you, Twitch had his 9 down pro.
Black is waiting
Okay.
for a while. Yeah. So actually,
Yeah.
we won't cut this. Just connect. And then when turn,
Mm-hmm.
you can play. You just go down, or you don't feel like playing here, right? No, just go down.
Okay.
So how many points there will be in the top left? Then Hane connect push. Still about 10 points there.
Mm-hmm.
And in the top right,
Yeah,
uh,
10 points, much more.
I mean, yeah. So let's check exactly.
Yeah.
The shape will be something like this in the end, right? And then if black connects here, white doesn't care so much, but white can also capture the stone, and it's like 5 points. No.
Mm.
So the thing is, if black pushes here and also
Right,
clamps
right.
and connects, how many points are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 9 and a half.
Nine and a half. But it
Yeah,
takes,
about 10
black-
points, right?
yeah, it takes black's
Some
another
energy
one,
to
one
push.
stone.
So
Yeah.
this is what you're referring to as
So this-
positive endgame, right? You could,
Right,
Black
I
has a
mean,
lot of
it keeps-
things it can do.
pushing, yeah.
White could also play here.
Right, and
Right,
then
right.
it's
Then it's blocked, right? Defended.
Huh.
In the
And then
corner.
it's 15
Yeah, it's fine,
points.
it's fine.
So it's 9 points or 15 points.
So
So
that's
that could
12
be-
and a
That
half.
could be quite a big difference.
Yeah, but
That's
how
a
much
big-
is the
that's
top
six-
right then?
Yeah, because white has to put all these stones inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then black can connect here, and then the top right is not so big anymore. It's like
Mhm.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points instead of 15 on the right.
So this
We
is
counted earlier that he makes something like 14, 15 there, and 10 on the other side. So
Right.
altogether like 24, 25, and this was 16. Then the middle, so it's 40, 50 something altogether with the Komi and the prisoners. Oh, what?
So wait.
It's finished?
No, no, no. It's
Anyway,
not finished. No, it's not
at
finished.
at any rate, this is a very bad move.
Hmm.
This one.
Really?
This
The block?
loses. Yeah, he drops by 10, 10
instead
points.
of going
He
here.
should have played here,
Uh-huh.
and that's 62 points, and this is
Oh.
42 points. So 20
Wow.
points, 20,
Difference.
yeah, 20 points,
Whoa.
So
20
let's
Whoa,
clean
whoa.
this mess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
percent difference. This is huge.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So this is the actual position, right?
Mhm.
Let's see what else they played. So
So
they,
yeah,
they
black,
go,
black just squeezed.
uh-huh. And now
And
he cannot
white
connect.
connects.
White has to connect because he can capture the stone.
So
Black will never play here. This goes to me.
yeah, can black try to reduce?
Or can he try this?
oh, wow, wow, wow.
Looks
Yeah,
severe.
that's 51%.
He cannot kill.
That's 52. No.
Well, there's like stuff here, right? There, well, like, why can probably make ice shape here?
Ah, but the stone is in a tarif.
Yeah, like this one, and then
Yeah, push and make an eye
push.
in a very
Yeah, he's,
deep,
he's,
deep.
he's thinking frantically how to kill it.
Well,
Uh-huh.
he most definitely won't die,
No, he
right?
won't die.
Yeah, but it's just about reducing the points here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but he's trying to kill it. Like the AI is really wanted. He wants to kill
But
it.
I think Ilya also wants to kill it.
Yeah,
And Ilya,
because
In
he's
general-
he's even worse than the AI.
Yeah. He always wants to kill
He
things.
wants to kill.
Yeah.
That's his number one priority in life. Killing.
Well, if you, I mean, if there is a
But
chance
wait
to
a
kill,
second.
right? You don't want to miss
we
it.
have a-
so
if we have a
it's
stone
not
here,
bad.
you're saying white will push, right?
Well,
Well, no,
probably
no,
not.
wait,
This
wait
first.
first is to play that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this
Okay,
first.
okay.
Okay, and then black plays there,
This one.
Yeah,
and white, if he plays here,
yeah.
you play there,
Here.
Then connect.
and connect.
Then you
and
need to
Take
connect.
this. Right?
You play somewhere.
Can you do it like this one?
To take it in a better way? No, just connect solid.
Just
maybe.
connect is
Oh,
better.
we're just gonna solid. Yeah, okay.
And
And
then if you
then-
push
If you push,
and block,
Well, probably
Block.
this is Sente, right? That's Sente.
okay, that's center for sure.
Yeah.
and
Then
push,
push. then this,
and block.
and now,
Yeah,
now we
but
resist.
maybe okay.
Well, now
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Can
you-
you
yeah.
Now you
force
play
it?
there,
Yeah, okay, so far so good. And
and
we cut.
then play there.
Atari, connect.
Oh my god.
So, I think this is something
So,
Ilya can read. right?
Nothing happens.
Oh my god.
White will just die.
Really?
But wait. This is
But
a,
no,
this is
no,
Atari.
wait, and then
Throw in.
And then,
you play throw in. Okay,
Yeah.
and then play here.
oh, first, okay.
Okay, and say black
Connect.
will play there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you can.
Do the
Yeah,
Atari.
This is
okay,
Atari Center,
let's
yeah.
play the Atari.
And then you block here.
And then
Connect, right?
do what?
Then we have a super core,
Connect and block.
but you can play.
Yeah, so white has to play this, I guess.
Okay, but
Oh,
then
you
Oh,
play,
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it
and
doesn't
Atari.
work.
Oh, but it's still a core.
Oh, it's go, it's go.
No, wait,
Yeah,
so
you
you're
play
saying
there,
this?
play there. Black plays there,
This one, sneaky,
and then white plays here,
Wow.
and here, there,
and nothing, because white is dead inside.
and white is there.
So,
So white dies.
oh,
And the whole
they
thing
they
dies.
went for this? No, they didn't.
No, not yet. I'm
Ah,
sure.
okay.
Well, certainly,
Huh.
certainly, if you
So it's not
misread
so
this
clear.
thing, that could
It's
cost
not
you the
so
game.
clear
so.
that he can make a 9 in the
Yeah,
middle,
yeah.
as we said before.
Oh my
This
god.
is
This is
really
insane.
very
Skipping.
complicated.
This is insane. Yeah, let's recover.
Let's go back a few moves.
A few more moves.
How is the situation here?
So that's why it's good to play those blitz, you know, like 10 seconds a move. Then you come up with a sequence like that in a blink.
Yeah.
Well,
So we are at the Atari, right? And there are no stones here.
yeah.
Is
So
this-
all the way from here, it's almost forced.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
this.
like a
So-
one-way street, right?
So instead of playing here,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he
White
goes
should have
this
played.
way, looks like he has enough space.
Oh.
But still,
Yeah, and he can.
what happens if black pushes again? Because then you get into the bulky 5.
Is he going for it?
No, I mean earlier, if we have this kind of scenario like this,
Oh.
and then black pushes, and then you're
Then it's
simply
dead, right?
Yeah. One eye. Okay.
Uh huh.
So probably that's why white blocked.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hmm.
is there does Lila suggest a way for White to handle this one?
Oh, let's
no,
go
no,
back to
no.
the original game and just simulate this vital point.
Yeah.
There's no move yet, huh?
No, there's
Black
no
is
move
really
yet.
thinking about
He
it.
does, yeah, he's really.
He really wants to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He will go for it.
So
if he can
th-
see.
does, what is Lila's response?
Yeah, so if white goes here.
No. Go
No,
back.
no, no.
Go back to the
The-
end,
the current,
actually.
the
The
current.
block. Yeah, the
block.
block, and now
Yeah, and
the
it's
vital.
oh, that's suggested, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
actually
he suggests all kind of stuff.
Oh,
So, oh,
look,
Atari?
he's back to this Atari. Wow. And if connect?
Oh,
Because he can
Yeah,
Atari,
actually,
and then
that,
play.
that's gonna make a 9.
Yeah, but the problem is...
Oh, that's
actually that's good.
That's
because
very-
now you can sacrifice some stones, right? And make an eye here.
yeah, but
Ah,
that's
but
too
you don't
much.
want to
then
sacrifice
you,
too much.
then you die.
Yeah, but actually...
You don't die, but you
Well,
lose.
no.
give it a moment. Right.
He has an obsession about capturing the stone and
Uh-huh.
exchanging that. But
Yeah.
after that... Oh, like this he leaves. With a little bit of collateral damage in this area. White 06. That's the one, right?
06. Oh.
No, because in the
But
end,
if this squeeze
he
happens-
wants black to come back here and let white play this,
Uh huh.
which is a no-no. We want to kill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How do we kill like this? Can you kill like this?
Wait.
Because next move is there.
Next move is
Well,
here,
but then you play this one, right?
Yeah, okay. That's
Oh, but,
fine.
but,
no,
then
no,
but then
you
it's
better
like,
play this one. Because then you can create
yeah,
an eye
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
then
Oh,
you,
so
if you
this-
play this, then cut center,
Okay,
yeah,
so you
but
can't-
this is all
you can't
center.
everything-
and then you make
No,
another.
then you
right?
squeeze
Yeah, so it's
Atari,
never gonna
Atari.
it's never gonna work.
Okay.
So you have to play there.
Yeah, and when you go up, will white connect?
So-
or squeeze first. Let's squeeze first. Atari, it's all center, right? This one Atari, Atari. And
okay.
then you go back. Yeah, you protect.
So black
he
will play
protects,
there.
right?
Mhm.
And then you have time to squeeze again, or you need... you cannot make the eye like this. Fuck. So Atari again.
Oh my.
But then,
This
where's
is-
the
this is
second
horrible.
eye?
Why would you play a move like that? Why not just
Ah, yeah,
Play
you,
here.
you don't want to play Atari again.
Why not play this one?
True story, true story. Okay, okay. Yeah, you're connected.
Then it's
now.
connected, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
just a
okay.
misclick. I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay, okay.
Too many hands on in this local fight, you know.
In the game, why Black just played the Kasumi, yeah? First.
Wait.
In the game, it was just this one.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So.
Oh,
no.
they played it.
I mean, he doesn't want to risk anything.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's
So
a good
white-
move, right? For
yeah,
black.
yeah.
Mhm.
So white.
It gains
connects.
points.
Yeah. So
Real ball
black.
misclick, yeah.
So white's only
Why
white
if
only
he
with 2
plays
points,
here,
right?
then white can play there.
Yeah, but then this is even pushed in that
Oh.
sente.
What?
But no, wait a second. So he
Yeah.
he can still start with this move, right? Because now you take one stone. Like
Well,
this.
but then you cut, right? But then you just
Yeah,
cut.
but then you go out.
Uh-huh.
Then you can make another eye here.
It doesn't matter. It ruins lots of points. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
kill,
yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
it's really painful when black goes out here, then
Uh-huh.
you connect
Oh,
and
sure.
connect, and you have like exactly 2 eyes painted. You
Right.
said maybe white will be like 5 points.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
it's not.
Oh,
they
it's
played
happening.
it. Ah,
That's actually exactly what you said.
okay.
Yeah. So
I know
yeah,
these guys
connect.
since they were little boys.
How long have you known both Ilya and Artem?
Oh, I remember I played Ilya in 2003 in St. Petersburg. So I was 23 back then. Maybe he was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
And we even played in that tournament. And that's when I finished third in the European Championship. But the format was different. You would play 10 rounds, and in some of the games, you would play some Koreans or very strong Asian
Uh-huh.
players, and that still counted in the overall ranking. And yeah, that was the first and the last time I beat him in an official tournament, I think. And
Ooh,
since
this is
then,
painful.
he got, yeah.
So I'm guessing.
So
Well,
That-
Black
that's-
and
that's
we're
actually
talking about
when I
personal pain here.
Yeah.
there's
well,
tears in your
okay.
eyes.
I'll take my
Yeah,
revenge
yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
I'll let him become stronger and then.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I know him for a long time.
I mean,
He was
You
a
must
rising
have-
star.
you must
And
have watched him
in
grow
2000
up.
I think
right,
in
from
2010
the very beginning.
in Tampere, when he became a European champion, I finished fourth. That was also a pretty good result, beating Dinerstein, who was like 7-time European champion in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
round by half a point. And then of course, when you play some people like 7 down from Korea or China, they will ruin your final results a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
on the way. So that's why we have this format now with
Mhm.
32 players. And
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? So you know.
oh, how much better was EGC 2016 compared to EGC 2003? You mean because it was in St. Petersburg again? Well, I think
you better say it was good.
They improved a lot, yeah. But in 2016, I only played the PandaNet final, so I spent like 3 days in St. Petersburg. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was way better organized. They had a different team, more money involved.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They really did a great job. The opening ceremony was really spectacular. Yeah, it was really nice. So
And they had commentary too.
Yeah.
They had commentary at the Congress. You know, I was
really?
I was watching Yongsam and Manya do the commentary.
I
And this was
Yeah.
before Stephen Hu was anything at all.
Who's that again?
but
Now that's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they put up a good show.
Yeah.
Baja, and,
anyway,
yeah.
one thing remained the same. The Russian girls looked as good as in 2003. So
Ooh.
And yes, there's no Twitch yet. Twitch was only
Okay,
came about
yeah.
like 2011 or 2012.
let's see what. Yeah, there was no Twitch yet. What happened in the game?
Okay, so White does
They
live,
managed to live?
but yeah,
Oh,
so of course
Safari.
White will live. But then Black
Ah,
is
okay,
this.
okay.
Black takes this one. Oh my God.
So he pushed, then connect solid, as expected.
So that was like pro level from Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
So black played
he
here.
did it. Yeah.
So
White
black
played
played
there.
all those
Black-
moves in
Uh-huh.
center. So this is 1 to 4 points, right?
So Black can choose to do this, right? But
Uh-huh.
but actually this might be bad exchange because like then White. There's something here.
Well, I know there will be a very important event organized or held in Russia next year. The World Championship in 2020 will be
the WGC, right?
Vladivostok.
Yeah, the eastern end.
Right.
Of Russia.
Almost China, right?
Yeah, almost China actually.
But it's one of the best destinations for a holiday, I guess, in the world, like top 10.
Where?
Well, actually, see,
Vladivostok.
answering the
Oh,
chat, Justin
yeah.
TV was actually the beginning of Twitch.tv. It was
really?
called Justin.tv, actually.
Uh-huh.
But it was,
I don't know.
certainly it was like way after 2003 though.
They're
Uh-huh.
asking us a question. about when do you
Well,
think
almost
the
China, I think.
Americas will be able to catch up with Europe,
Well,
where?
the Western community?
let me.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you have more experience with that because you were there last week, right?
I was there. I was at a US Go Congress actually
Right.
in Wisconsin, and then I will tell you this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
evidently, this is not a secret within the AGA or anything.
No bias here, no bias.
we don't have nearly as many events for strong players as in Europe. Of course, and that is quite. You can just look at the calendar and say that if you're a strong European player, you can actually go to every major tournament like week in week out. So you could go to Amsterdam, you could go to Hamburg, and then depending at your European championships, and then Vienna, and then somewhere like Leipzig, for example, or Pardubice. Then you could so this could really be an ongoing trip. So I think from a strong players perspective, as well as like the number of tournaments, there are more tournaments in Europe. But I mean, there are some geographical things there. Like for example, Europe is more compact, so it takes less time to go from one country to another. So it really is.
Yeah.
It's just a smaller place. Like within like in the U.S. for example, within one state from San Francisco to Los Angeles is just 5 hours long. That could be already like a cross country trip in Europe easily. So I think that we should try to bring more events to North America as well, because during the transatlantic, I think it was pretty. This was discussed, right, that North American pros don't get as much practice in the big tournaments, while the European pros are very seasoned.
And they go to these events in China.
Yeah, they do. Both of them do. But of course,
there are
people like
more
Mateusz
tournaments.
have already been very used to the big occasion where there's like 10,000 euros on the line.
Normally in Europe, you get to play like a tournament at least once a month, so you can play 10 to 15 tournaments a year.
Yeah, for top players,
easily,
you can
Right.
once a month
Well,
you
if
have
you
a
like,
good tournament.
it's possible to travel like almost every weekend or every 2 weeks for a tournament. So you
Well-
get to play even 20 tournaments a year.
Well, I will say that we have some nice tournaments in North America. The Costin Open in Los Angeles is one of them, but it's only of course 2 days long. I don't think it's as easy in the North America to get like 4-day tournaments, where it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because we just don't have that many holidays. But
Like Kido Cup, right?
like Kido Cup, the Mondays off, right? So we have a 3-day tournament. But we will try to get there. Ultimately the mission is to kind of spread going to West, right? So we try to install these new tournaments that I have no details yet. I'm not the core organizer yet.
Yeah.
But we are actually trying to bring more events to strong players in North America as well. And I think hopefully next transatlantic, I would like to see both teams well prepared and well rested. Actually, that's the other side, right? If you play in too many tournaments, right, you could really burn out and
Yeah.
get tired.
He answered this way.
Like in the Ali
Yeah.
Jabari.
Mhm.
He
Yeah, like Ali was
he
playing
played
against
very badly, I thought.
In which?
I was sitting next to him actually when he was
So
playing the game.
that was the fifth game, right? I mean, many of these players.
He didn't
they
play
had other
very well.
engagements
He
as
didn't
well.
play very well, but he was so tired, I think, from the Amsterdam tournament. And it was already
Yeah.
an evening
Mhm.
after having played all day.
So
So he wasn't
Mhm.
well rested, I think.
Who? Ali Jabari?
Ali, yeah.
I think I think as a
Suffering.
European player, and this is something we don't get to discuss in North America. When there are so many tournaments around, you gotta pick and choose sometimes. You have to be aware of not burning out, because like then it actually works the opposite in the opposite way.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're well rested and both mentally and physically
Well,
for the big tournament.
I try to play a tournament every weekend in June, and I realized that it's my performance drops from a tournament to another,
Right.
and it's because of the travel. Even that you get to play more serious games on and on instead of playing just online games where you don't really suffer much if you lose or win.
Yeah.
But it's tough
Yeah.
with flights and trains and everything.
At least I mean it's
Yeah.
not too far away, right? It's not like 6 hours,
Depends.
like across the
Right.
from the east coast to the west coast.
I think,
Yeah, usually the
I
flights are
think
like
we-
2 hours, 2 hours and a half. But then to get to
Oh,
certain
like on this
location,
one.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we
It's
kind
still
of
close,
caught
right?
up, and
Mm-hmm.
but White seems to be ahead.
It's still pretty close, isn't it?
It's
So
close,
Yeah.
but
we need to recount the situation.
well, White should play this. This is an important move.
Mm-hmm.
The wedge and pull back.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
they played it.
Oh,
They
yeah,
played
and he
it.
hung it.
Oh, he has to
He's
do
getting
it
this one too.
because he will push in center.
Yes.
He will
Yeah.
connect,
That's all Sente actually.
and
And
then
then-
he can push here in
Yes,
center.
yes.
Will he
Yeah.
So
do
he
it
gets
right away?
his, yep, he does.
Or maybe he wants to push here first.
Oh,
But
he
he
played the Atari as well.
Which attack? Oh, okay. He
And
played
then-
all those.
Right.
Yeah,
Ah,
played
okay.
all of them, and now he has to.
And Atari.
Yeah. And the Atari, yeah, that's
Yeah,
Sente.
the Atari.
So
and
we
Black,
are
of
we are
course.
approaching the conclusion of this match pretty soon, actually.
But White,
And-
White
Yeah.
is
He
should
needs that
play
move.
there right now.
Oh, first he pushes.
Oh, he pushed. Okay.
Oh, is there really no problem there?
Well, maybe Black can play there. It's a couple of
What?
points.
Yeah.
Wait, nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens.
Okay,
but
okay.
then White has to.
To
Black
play
can play
inside,
this in
it's a
center,
Semidori,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
and White has to play some moves
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
yeah.
territory.
Captain race, yeah. Okay.
It's a Semidori this time because he will kill those stones for
Yeah,
sure.
this
but
is
he
a
will
good
lose some
move
points,
because
right?
Mm-hmm.
if Black blocks, then there's
Then
this
he has
move.
the wedge
Mm-hmm.
in
And
center.
there's you
Oh,
know,
actually,
Oh,
he
some
has
stuff
this
here.
move.
Yes, he has
This,
that move.
this.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of tricky.
So he pushed first.
Yeah, he pushes first. to
But
see.
on this move, White can also play here,
But Black doesn't care.
but that loses more points, right?
Oh, this is
Fuck,
what happened.
fuck.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not.
he didn't. He didn't. I mean, I was just looking.
Black blocked
he has-
just now.
He just got blocked.
Okay.
So White can wedge, no?
Wait a second. What about? No. Can he play something here? Wedge and take.
Yeah.
He can do
Ah,
that.
actually-
it gives him.
White's best move according to the
Wow.
AI is this one.
Once again, empty triangle.
Yeah, well, no. This is not. Well, actually, in the
I'm
end
just joking.
game,
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
just
end
joking.
game, people think about this.
Yeah.
They actually make this argument.
Uh huh.
So it's a good point that you make.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing
People
is,
say, oh yeah, but it's an empty triangle, bad shape. But in the end game, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just about how many points is it worth.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, but there are lots of people, they
It's like a
they're
taboo.
fixed
they
to,
refuse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. At this point, you got to do whatever it takes, right, to get the points you need. So.
Whatever
But-
it takes.
Black can play here
Yes,
and then
yes, yes.
Hane, right? That's all.
Yeah.
Or maybe he can push an Atari, because in the end, anyway, White has to play all those moves.
Oh, wait a second. Is there something in the center here? Because in the game, White plays the attachment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants to cut.
Oh, White just
Yeah.
played there. White played there right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Attach. Yeah. Probably White's gonna cut, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course,
but
Black
no,
will.
no. Now he wants to play this one
Really?
or push. Wait a second. Can he play the push and come back?
It's
Well,
Then squeeze.
Well, probably Black will
Oh.
not give this, huh?
But this can happen.
now
this.
the thing he wants
And
to
now-
do, Black cannot play there.
Yeah, Black cannot play this. He
Yeah,
has to
because-
play here, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
still has the eye.
Because
And then White
but
can squeeze here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
squeeze first.
That's a lot of points, actually.
That's,
And
yeah,
then
that's
make the
nice.
ice.
So probably
Yeah.
Black will not give it, huh? Black will Atari this way.
But then you might lose everything in the middle soon.
Just-
yeah.
Connect.
Okay, but he
way.
can make
And
eyes
then,
anyway.
and then White will play here anyway.
Right.
Which loses some points.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It
this
loses
is
some
good
points.
endgame, probably.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
okay.
this
So
is
this
this
happens,
is
right?
actually Artem's strength, I think.
Okay.
With his style,
Like
And
Chanko.
actually it happens.
Yeah, Atari and connect.
with his
Atari-
style, you do need good endgame to carry through.
Right.
And this is what he's good at.
So let's count again.
But
Connect.
One comment
But-
from the chat. Fellow Mongshan. Oh, hi, by the way. A high dumb friend of mine once opened my eyes about good and bad shape. He says, we always trade shape for territory. The bigger the territory, the less reluctant we are about making bad shape to acquire it.
what?
That was one
Yeah.
comment.
Okay.
He's right. How strong is the
Right.
friend?
Right.
How strong is the done friend?
Well, with high
always-
done
We always
friend.
trade shape
Ah,
for territory. The bigger
the-
the territory, the less reluctant we are about making.
This is what he
I
wants
don't
to do.
quite get what he wants to say.
I mean,
But because
Yeah, you don't care so much about the
I mean,
shape when
it's
you
like a
make a
Moyo,
big,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can enclose it even if it's a bad shape.
But
if it's big enough to win
but
the
you
game,
don't
right?
always trade shape for territory.
You can have good shape and good territory.
Or you can have good
So,
shape.
but you don't trade
and
it.
Less
There's no-
territory.
there's no connection, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
Ah,
Shade,
yes.
I would say. Oh, it was a
Fine,
five
They're
down.
unconnected. They're unconnected entities.
5 down online or 5
Oh
down?
yeah, I mean
European
basically,
five?
yeah, like I mean, I think the comment means that if you can get points, right, you don't care about the shape, right? Because the point of the game is to make points.
All these sections seem
The point of the game is not
for
to-
white.
You know, it's not a beauty contest of
Yeah,
of
it's not
how-
a beauty contest, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I mean, in general, good shape is more efficient.
Sure, of
So
course
thi-
you should
thi-
not have.
I mean, this
yeah.
is the point, and
Yeah.
it kind of obfuscates
Mhm.
the point.
So.
But in the
So
end
black
game,
has like 50 points,
in
right?
in the end game, you don't care about it at all.
Mhm. So, yeah. I mean, usually we talk about territory versus like influence, right? That's another trade-off.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, there are-
territory versus shape.
Different.
But territory versus shape is not what you know. I mean, there's no territory
Yeah.
versus shape thing.
Yeah, there are.
It's not real, huh?
There are concepts that can be combined with each other, right? So they're not necessarily conflicting. It's not as if you have to, you know, if you want to make 50 points in the center, then you have to do it with like really bad shape, right?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. There are no
Is
conflicting
the AI
concepts.
still thinking that white is ahead?
Yeah.
Because
No,
black,
actually,
black has
black-
like 6.
If black plays here, black is ahead.
Black has like 50
What?
points, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So go back a little bit
What's going on?
to the actual game.
No, this is the actual black. It's black's move.
Oh,
And if
okay.
he now
And he should
turns-
play in the top.
If he
Yeah.
plays here now,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the actual game.
That's
If
60%.
he plays
Yeah.
here, then black is in danger of winning.
Yeah. I keep starting counting
Because
and then I
yeah,
get distracted with the chat and then I count
Actually,
again. And, yeah.
We have a trophy for the European Championship, right? At this point, we should just dangle the trophy in front of it.
It goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
both
yeah.
fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys had a strong coffee. What happened?
Oh, that reminds me. I
Yeah.
still have coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still. I think black still has to connect here probably, right? Otherwise, actually, white can even.
Actually,
cut
there are
like
more
this.
than 30
Yeah,
points
yeah.
here.
So this is
So black
making
must
any
fix.
sense. He doesn't get it.
Yeah,
I
black
doesn't see it.
black has to connect like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He must
But
connect.
what happens?
So,
But surprisingly, this is still like it's still pretty
No,
even.
black should play this, white.
But he
black,
doesn't
white,
have time, no?
Do this in center.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
this
is
wait,
center,
wait,
that
wait,
come
a
back.
second. Wait a second.
Then
So
okay.
you play this in center, but the Hane, it's not necessarily center. You cannot kill the top. So when you play Hane, then white will say, okay, thank you for the game. He will push here, catch these guys in the middle. They are quite sizable.
That's not true.
Oh, you have Atari and Atari.
Atari and capture.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
brother.
okay. So it's center. Mommy.
Yeah, but actually he says no,
You're
no,
right,
no.
you're right.
Don't try to trick him.
Okay, so you
know,
start like this?
He falls asleep, blah blah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So you wanna try to make your
And this,
opponent fall
and
asleep.
this,
Connect.
And now come back.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the idea.
Right,
And play
right.
coming back here.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna play this one
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of this one?
No,
You
no.
make an extra point?
He wants to play that. I mean, he thinks it's cute.
because
you know,
yeah,
he
if
thinks
you
it's
take
cute
okay,
because-
okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
maybe
You're
you
right.
can make a point.
You're right. This one is center because of a push and Atari. That was so difficult.
Oh, and he
to
did.
read.
He did. But he
Push,
well he pushed this
and
way.
Atari. Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
he wants to make
So,
it
point
everything.
blocks?
Yeah, everything is center, right?
Yeah.
Atari.
Center?
Yeah. In the end, white
And
has to
must
come
connect.
back and capture that
Yeah.
guy, and now he has to come back in the middle, right?
And if
Right.
that happens, this is what happens.
He's listening to our commentary. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Ding dong. And now, if black plays
So-
here, he's got 60%.
Well, that looks
60
right about
So
even.
black has to play the
0.9%.
Tengen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he played this one.
He
Yeah,
played it.
yeah,
He
because now he
played
can also
it.
save the stone. And if white
yeah.
captures, it's not necessarily center when Atari, Cornel.
Oh yeah.
But
So what happens now?
it's white's turn.
His white
That
turn.
happens now. So white should push here,
That
right?
that looks
Yeah,
like.
but white,
Now-
this
now
is his
white-
biggest point, biggest
And this
move.
is nothing
Hmm?
to push here.
Yeah, I think that's good, but it's almost the same.
38, 39. Oh.
Less than 1% different.
Mhm.
I mean, it's funny that he still thinks
But black,
there's a,
black
you
has
know,
like 50 points total. And
Yeah.
this looks very big.
it's very big.
Because if
Because
black
then,
just blocks,
yeah, then
it's
this
1,
this
2,
diminishes
3,
the
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
yeah it
more than
diminishes the
30.
value of this move too.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
longer value center for black then.
Uh-huh.
So this is huge.
Okay. So white will either play the push or which one? Something here? Connect?
Long?
Go down? The bump. Actually, this bump is also good because then you can wedge. Oh, this is almost center, right? Because you can wedge.
Center-ish.
Center-ish.
Because then you can capture
Yeah,
one
you can
stone.
wedge,
Mhm.
and it's big. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But
Mhm.
then
So he should play that one
this one or
first.
this one,
But if this one is center, you start with the
Mhm.
center.
yeah, center-ish.
Center-ish, huh?
Uh,
And then push.
Yeah.
And if he blocks, then you catch the stone. So,
right.
but still a close game.
Yeah,
What
then
what
this,
happens
this,
in the other
this
game?
becomes center, right?
Can we switch for a second?
The other game?
Yeah,
Oh.
they are still in progress.
No, we don't have to switch there. We're
No, I mean,
let's take a look.
We just
Let's take a
don't
look
we
here.
don't put it on the board, but just
Yeah. We just have a quick look on
Yeah.
our side.
Yeah. We know what the outcome
yeah,
is going to
yeah.
be. No, it's not right.
Lucas has
Lucas,
some territory on in the middle.
you can follow this game on pen and net.
Yeah, but you know what you can do? You can just click here, estimate score,
Uh-huh.
and then you know exactly.
But
how
that's
it is.
lazy. I will never resort.
So
Oh,
black
my.
leads by 20 points, but it's wrong because these guys are not dead. Okay,
That's totally
we
alive.
cannot rely on this one.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
that's
here?
not working.
Okay, let's switch back to the main
Mhm.
event.
Yeah.
So let's see the estimate score now.
Oh, we have more moves. Okay. So white. Oh, white for this one.
White went down
Went down
That's
and then
also
black
big.
blocked.
and black blocked.
Oh, that's also really big, right?
So now white should. White never played here. Huh?
White didn't play there. He played there,
Which
Yeah.
one?
which is yeah.
Is that still even? That looks like.
And he
Now
captured.
black has to. He has to cut there. Huh?
Wow.
What?
What's going on?
Wait, white just captured the stone in the center. Huh?
Yeah, white just captured.
So white went down, black block, white took a stone.
Mhm.
Then he wants to take two more.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Actually, it's only 1 point. Atari, and you take two stones. One
Mhm.
goes back.
So what's next? So white.
Yeah,
Why the
black-
cut? Let's show the cut
yeah,
variation.
black.
Or this one.
Yeah. But now he doesn't think about that anymore.
Okay.
I mean, he's kind of.
Leela's.
You want the cut and Atari and pull back for
Mm,
later on, and then Hane becomes.
Yeah,
no,
the
it's
Hana
not so.
becomes bigger. He
Leela's.
thinks.
It's hard to understand
Ah.
sometimes.
She thinks.
It things. It's a she, right?
Yeah, it's a she.
Yeah, apparently it's a she. It is a she. She is a she. Yeah, what?
Them.
No, whatever.
How
That is
is
a she.
them?
No. Doesn't
It's-
work.
yeah,
Okay.
How is politically correct?
Ah,
Let me check something real quick. So you click here,
Yeah.
estimate,
That's-
and it cannot compute it.
What?
Really?
No, wait.
Why?
it's on
Wait a
Go-
second, wait a
on-
second, wait a
on
second.
Panda net.
Because this.
It-
Yeah,
it's not
a
working,
bug.
right?
No, that
Okay.
often happens
Oh,
actually.
but on the other
I've
game
tried
it's
it
fine.
quite a lot.
So we don't trust that.
Uh,
All right.
So
It's black's turn, right? Oh,
Yeah.
there is no move here.
No,
there's not a move here. Yeah.
but
There would be.
black.
But
that,
this is big now.
that would be black's best move. Oh no! Actually, he wants. Yeah, she wants to cut again over there. She wants to cut.
So
piece.
why
This is like
why the cut?
21 points.
Yeah, she wants to cut there and then what? And then go down, even.
Then go down. And then Hane?
Yeah, and then Hane.
Oh yeah, because like
And then it's center.
Oh, then you gotta play many moves inside.
yeah.
Yeah, so like
It's-
this,
Uh-huh.
It's also
and
Semedori.
play there. And then if white plays here,
Then,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
then
the
you
Hane
play-
becomes
you play the
center.
Hane.
Yeah,
It's-
this
but
is-
if white plays here, then the idea is you want to go down here too. Later on, you still play the Hane, right?
Well,
you play the Hane because then you just make white work harder
Yeah.
to catch the two stones.
I mean, also this is of some merit, right? Because then you can like Atari here
And then Hane
and
on
then
the fourth
Hane,
line.
then white's dead.
Yeah, or you catch
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
stones in the center.
Yeah, then
Wait a second.
white
Wait a
has
second.
to-
If you extend here, then what does white do?
Yeah, he's got a problem. He has to capture.
Yeah.
He
Why
plays,
does he
white
capture?
plays here first. Does he have time?
Hmm?
Oh, barely, right? Does he just barely have time?
So you play, you
No,
take
no.
away liberty. Then
Uh-huh.
white takes the two stones.
Oh, but then
You
it's dead, right?
play
Then it's
to this
dead.
side, you die.
Oh, you don't have time.
Oh.
So you
You-
can't play
so
this.
painful.
What happens is that white must capture. So this is very tricky.
Ah,
Ooh.
okay. So that's why the
Nasty.
cut. Okay. So going down it's a problem. That's
Yeah.
why you have to take here.
Yes.
And then the Hane becomes center.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And white plays
And
another
white
move
has to-
inside.
Yeah, plays another move.
And in the end he plays another move inside. So it's like
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. It's about 8
Oh, Black
points.
Hane and white ignored.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's dangerous.
Okay,
Something bad can happen, no?
something bad.
Yeah, he played just Hane. So he's looking for the cut
Yeah.
next.
But white ignores.
White doesn't have time to defend. He has to go all in.
But suddenly, this
Oh,
is not centered.
And
he
black
thinks.
black answer.
Doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
Ah, you would cut right away and go down, huh? And now, white should protect the top. So Atari, this,
Wait, actually,
this.
well,
White's
black was
turn.
answered.
White's turn.
Yeah, maybe he answered because of the.
White's turn. Yeah, white played this one.
Oh, and
And
now
he
he must go back and protect. Now he has to take the stone
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah.
which he did. Whew. He got a breather there.
So
I think it was really dangerous for black.
Did black miss it? Maybe he missed this one, huh?
Probably time pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe they are
probably
very
time
low on
pressure.
time.
Or also, I mean, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he thinks he's now he Hane, right?
Yeah.
He thinks he's ahead anyway.
Yeah, now black is losing.
And
Oh,
now
no.
black and Hane here. Really?
Oh.
But the Komi thing.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's like six. Well,
It's ever.
well, normally Chinese and Japanese rules shouldn't make a difference, right?
No, but it's Komi 6.5 or 7.5.
Right.
On Lila?
But on Lila uses
Six,
Chinese rules.
7. Has 7.5. Yeah.
So
So he
it's
took-
like implemented differently, right? But Lila uses Chinese counting. It's
But 6.5 or 7.5 Komi isn't that a difference? In like Japanese counting 6.5 Komi
right.
and Chinese
Oh.
counting 7.5 Komi, is that the same?
Yeah, but I'm
Why
saying
that's
this is
Black plate here?
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
right. Do they mostly arrive at the same result?
Huh? What?
That's the question.
Is this what he plays?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's like a very funny move.
Funny looking move. But he needs it.
Is that a game?
Yeah,
Oh, that is
this
a game. That is a
but
game. Yeah.
I think
Misclick.
Misclick.
No, can't be.
No, the thing is, the thing
No,
is-
he did play it.
He actually played. We can see
He
the
did,
board. So
yeah.
it's,
yeah, he played it because there was a cutting point here, right? And
oh,
when
right.
You
Oh
cut,
yeah, he fixed the cutting point.
Yeah, when you cut in the end, you gotta play some moves inside.
Yeah.
So,
So now white has to play away.
and
No,
if he
it's
plays
about the
here,
entire group actually. The
then-
entire group, if you don't connect, it's not alive.
Oh, right. Yeah, we forgot about the ice for.
Oh,
that
black
group.
size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this entire thing
Ooh.
spending the whole board.
Oh, that's why.
We forgot about that.
Yeah,
So black lost more points.
we are too distracted.
Aha.
So he connected and then. That's why it was so important to take away
Yeah.
those liberties. And now I can play away. But then. the cut will
Okay.
count.
So Japanese 6.5 and Chinese 7.5 will be off by 1 point. Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, but that results in a few percentage differences.
Some of the time, very
Yeah.
very
At one
rarely
point.
by more.
I mean, it's
It
a
could
whole.
be Seiki stuff and
It's a
so
whole
on,
complicated subject. Like for example, in AGA rules, you can count both ways, and it's designed such that the Komi is 7.5 by default. Except if black finishes last, if black fails the last dame,
Mhm.
then white will have to give back 1 stone. So the game always have to finish with white playing last. This is in AGA rules. So white will pass, black will pass, white will pass again, and then the Komi becomes 6.5 effectively. But then, basically you can count with like either Chinese or Japanese.
What happened in the middle? Atari.
Yeah, but it's very
Okay.
complicated.
So black is
there's-
taking.
Well,
white is taking
I
one
noticed
stone.
from the way you explained it.
Try again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Try again.
it's like a very intricate system, and we never. I mean, it really
Oh,
comes
this
down
is-
to that situation.
So now the prisoners are
Okay, what?
8 for white
Uh-huh.
and 7 for black. I mean, black captured 7 stones.
Black
right?
played there.
And white
Yeah.
captured 8 stones.
Yeah.
Oh, so white has an extra prisoner now.
Yeah.
He connected.
Connect. That's
Still
sensei.
tries to kill everything, right?
Maybe black and oh.
It
probably
doesn't. It
dis-
doesn't help. Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
No,
same.
disconnect.
So, yeah.
I went somewhere. I went wrong.
So let's count again.
Yeah, I mean, and then you reach some like super weird, positions where it's like.
Hang on a second. How much is this corner again? This is like
Yeah.
34 points. Then 3 more or 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Like that.
Seems that I made a
Right.
mistake somewhere.
20, huh? This is important. So 54 points?
50.
53?
Well, right now it's 50-50 again.
No, there's something I made.
Okay.
I made a mistake somewhere, and I can't think
Ah,
what
there-
what
there is a-
happened.
You never put a white stone here.
No, I know, but
Yeah, go back more.
So black Hanite.
Black honey in the corner.
black
White
honey.
played, white
And
played
then
the
white
bump
bumped.
here, the bamboo connection,
Yeah.
the bamboo here.
Oh, here, yeah, okay.
And then
Then black answered, just connected,
yeah.
because otherwise he will lose the ice.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Atari connect, right?
And then white played this move.
Let's backtrack a little bit, huh?
But
Yeah.
what about this?
White played that move.
White
black,
took Sumi.
black
Sumi,
connected.
yeah. And then
Black
black
surrounded.
blocked. Black surrounded, and then white Atari's that one
Yeah.
black stone.
And then black had to protect, to stay
Yeah.
connected.
No, then black Hanite.
Yes, I made
Honey,
a
yeah, white
capture.
took.
Okay. Yeah.
Then,
And black
And then
played the central move.
this
He
move.
Squeeze.
connected here.
but
Yeah.
what about this move? This
That
was
was
a-
played long ago. When he
Yeah,
played
yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah, so
when he
this-
played that
Oh,
one,
so you-
Yeah,
white.
I played this incorrectly.
Okay.
So because
Different
this
order.
changes
Okay.
things a little bit. Okay, then he plays here.
Yeah.
Then white plays here, I guess.
Right. Connect. Yeah.
And connect.
Take
and
two
capture.
stones. Take one back.
Uh-huh.
Recapture. Then connect here first, threatening to kill the whole
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
Connect the dragon,
Yeah.
and then this capture, recapture.
And squeeze
Take
the
away
left.
this side. This one.
this one.
This
and
one.
Try to make a knife for yourself.
Oh, this.
No,
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
way, not Atari. Then black pushed and played Atari.
Yeah. Oh, and then white. Sorry, white did not.
Oh, okay.
connect yet.
White played Atari first.
White Atari's here. Like takes.
Okay, well that's me.
Okay, you can play that anytime.
And then white plays Tiger's Mouth.
Oh,
Now
he
it's
doesn't
just-
care about the stone because he can make eyes in the middle anyway.
Now,
I mean,
now
if
it's
he
just
gets
down
cut-
to the final stuff.
This is only 1 point. Huh?
So squeeze Atari.
This is the actual game.
Yeah, actual game.
What's going on here? White played
Mhm.
there, and then what did black do?
Oh,
And then
Atari.
Atari. Yeah.
Connect.
Yeah, I lost the track here somewhere.
You
White
don't
played there.
connect here. Undo that move. He
Oh,
never
okay.
played that move.
Okay, white played there.
Then push. Then the other one. Connect
Yeah.
This
here.
one, yeah, okay.
And then Atari.
Mm-hmm. And then Atari connect.
Connect this one. Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
now it's
Now you
black's
can
turn,
connect
no?
this
Right?
one. Oh, that's not so
He
big.
can,
anymore.
but it's 2 points in got
Yeah,
that.
this is an eye, two
Mhm.
eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now black can capture this guy if he wants in the middle. I think
Yeah.
this is quite okay, but then white will push.
So Leela says white's leading, right?
Yeah, black has only 20% about.
Wow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
really?
Well, this
Oh
is
my God,
big-
this is
big-
so-
big-
this is
biggest
so
move
nerve-wracking.
this, But
So-
it's like 23%. Yeah.
Wow. This is very
seems
close.
Like black.
I mean, it still must be very close, right? If it wasn't close, then it would be
It's
like,
like
90,
50
98% already. But
Well,
White
you,
has
you
50
know,
points,
for
huh?
we can make black player move,
uh-huh.
right, and then make white player 0-point move, and then see what the difference is. So okay, for example, black plays this, and then white plays this move. Oh, then
Oh.
suddenly it goes up.
Oh, wow.
So it's only one.
So it's
point,
only 1
maybe,
point,
maybe
maybe.
1 point difference.
Yeah.
Wow, this
Okay.
is super close.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
now
all
we
right,
It's
do
all right.
that.
important for black to play the honey here.
Yeah. So we tried this. If we
Is
Oh,
it
he played
black
this one?
played
Is it gonna be a half pointer?
2-point move, and white played a
It can be,
0-point
yeah.
move.
is it gonna be a half pointer?
Then it's very close. So maybe white is winning by 1.5
Oh.
half a point or 1.5 point.
Oh my
I think.
god.
So
Oh my
this
god,
is
oh my god, oh my
maybe,
god, oh my god.
I think it's
1.5
very-
points, I think,
for white.
for white. That's what
Not
the
so,
AI
not so
says.
clear. Depends what happens in the top with the honey here, right?
This already happened.
Yeah.
Here, this. Black played
Uh,
here and white played there.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a second. So, black.
push. Honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
is next.
So
White
this is the best
blocks.
move.
Yeah, 2-point move.
Okay.
So
Now-
now it's really
now-
now this is
White,
really
white
the
must play at the
finest.
top here.
White should
Yeah.
go down, huh?
Yeah. White should play here.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
but no, he took.
He took this.
this is
Also 2
that's
points.
0.2% difference.
Aha, okay. Oh, he never went out.
So now black should.
But if he plays that, he blocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, still hasn't haunted yet. Huh? But actually, this can be some.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. this can be of some value because like then black can connect, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then,
but
then
actually,
you can
when
like
you
go
play
in.
that one, and eventually white goes here, you push Atari and you connect this way, so it still doesn't impact
It's
the right side
Okay.
so much. But if you
No.
block now,
Yeah, you
it's a
can't
problem.
block this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
he
block
will
this
come
white.
out.
Yeah.
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 So that's probably the last thing black can do, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Or
not
maybe
much
maybe he
black do
can
on board.
capture this stone first, then white will push. It doesn't matter much.
Oh. Is that gonna be?
So black should honey here, I think. What else?
Yeah. Is that gonna be the
yeah,
final?
he can make this exchange, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
it is
That's
this.
not. Yeah, he can
So,
do that.
but
Maybe he keeps that as a code red for
Sure.
yeah.
some.
Well, it's Japanese rules, right? So we're not talking
Yeah.
about any last ko's and final komis, because
Final
in
Komis
the
are last
well, in
calls,
the
okay.
European in the European Championship it's Japanese rules, so
Uh-huh.
it doesn't matter. But in the Grand Slam, for example, where it's Chinese rules, it absolutely does
He's
matter.
32.
So
Yeah.
you do fight for the last ko, is what I'm
Mhm,
saying.
mhm.
It's not just about the honor, but also the actual game. So.
So black has.
The honor of taking
50
the last
points,
point,
right?
or the last.
Well, actually, you know,
Damn it.
let me remind you of one game in the Grand Prix semi-final between Mateusz and Ilya. Actually, Mateusz was leading on the board, and then but he forgot. I think maybe he forgot about a part that there was going to be the last ko. So
Yeah.
Ilya took the last ko, and then Mateusz had to pass
Right.
because he didn't have ko threats, and Ilya connected.
Yeah.
That's how he won.
Okay. Yes.
So it does matter in Chinese rules.
This will be a half point game.
But that's of course that depends on the sponsor.
But-
Actually, in this case, Pendant is actually one of our main sponsors. So it really depends on
Yeah, I'm trying to count every two moves. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Black can capture this one, and then white will push.
Yeah.
Black will
Yeah.
connect.
And then white will play there. Oh, will he play there?
One of the Ataris.
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah,
if he
but
plays
this
this
is
one, he
center.
still needs this one, right?
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
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 I know.
we need to
But
bring
this is
Antti.
Huh?
We need to bring Antti to
yeah,
the
it's
endgame
center.
guy.
But then you want to destroy one. No, actually, you also want to play
Uh-huh.
here once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
exactly.
this is his center. I'm trying to try an endgame scenario here,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then you should probably take the two stones so you
Well,
can
they-
block, and that's it.
And what have these guys come up with?
Mhm.
Because they're already doing all this stuff.
So
Yeah.
they are.
And these guys
let's
are
go.
not. Well, I mean,
Oh.
these guys are not sitting still, you know.
Wait. Oh no. The Hanite.
So
They just
Hanite,
Hanite. That's
then
all.
this.
And then Atari.
There is more.
Oh.
He took the stone.
Oh,
White never pushed.
This.
he took the Okay, that's really
Took
it.
the
That's really
stone.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now white will
and
push.
white
for
Now we're
sure.
cut
plays
out, now we're
this,
cut out.
And then black.
This
did,
Atari is not here yet.
Atari's not there yet. Yeah.
and
White should push, right? Destroy
Well,
this
yeah,
in
yeah,
center.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
he just did.
Mm.
The C8. Yeah. the
Artem
C8.
is my boy. I still bet on him.
And yeah, and Johanne is now good.
It's coming one time, yeah, because there is no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But at least once you have to play
Mhm.
it, right? You play it and you leave it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
just
Yeah.
for ko.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Black leads by
This is
1
weird.
point. That's sad. Pavel won by what? By 2.5 points last year.
I think so. But 2.5 points. In fairness, it's like that's already is some margin, right? So
Hmm?
that already is some margin. Like
So the
2.5
prisoners-
points.
the
It's like a
prisoners
clear.
Who's saying that?
Hmm?
Who's saying what?
Black's in the lead
Oh, but what?
by 1 point.
But-
Somebody says.
Yeah.
Yeah, can
We
be.
don't. It can be.
Either one and a
be.
half
Can
or
be.
half.
Can be.
Depends on the call. What call?
And depends on this point too, because if white plays Atari here,
Uh-huh.
then he destroys the point
Yeah.
and he can capture the code.
Mhm.
So this is quite big.
Yeah, but
compared
you
to this
first want
one-
to play this.
Yeah, I
It's,
wanna
play
this
half a
one
point
time.
in center.
Mhm.
Right?
Or is it 1/3 of a call up point?
Is it?
Auntie knows
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
you
yeah.
should consult his book.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny
Yeah, he
sometimes
should
how like
play that one.
mathematicians are more
Yeah,
aware of
he
like the
played-
value
he
of
played this
endgame than
one.
Go players.
He just played it.
Okay. Yeah. That was,
And now I think he should play Atari on this stone. Or Atari in the top.
uh-huh.
Oh no, that Atari in the top is not so great. Yeah,
that's,
Atari
that's
here.
worth less. Yeah, this one is.
Atari
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And black can... Oh,
Oh,
he plays
white
Atari in
blocked,
the
white
top?
blocked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's actually also fine, because there is 1 point here and one
a
point
1.5 point.
and a half, yeah.
1 and 1/3.
And a little bit, yeah.
Mhm.
And 1/3 because it takes 2 stones, 2 moves to capture.
Yeah.
Right.
But once you play Atari, you destroy 1
So
point
you
for
don't
sure.
you don't get, so you can play 1 move, and then after that you have to play 2 more moves to capture.
That's right. That's
Right?
right. That makes
Whereas
sense.
black only has to play 1 move to play to connect
Yeah.
to make that point.
Wait. White has 51 and a half. It's white who wins this.
What?
Yeah,
White wins by
White-
1 point and a half or half a point.
I think 1.5 point. I think.
Yeah, but we have different voices in the chat now, so I think
Well.
we're just gonna wait until the end, right? We're just gonna see the final result.
Oh,
And black takes it.
Which?
He feels he
Oh.
gets this punch. And then
Ah,
white
okay.
Hane.
also white played here.
White plays the
black.
Hane.
I didn't like that much. Not playing the Atari here. But actually it's fine, because when black plays this one, he connects and
Yeah.
and
It's
then he
better
can fill
not
the
to-
core.
yeah.
It's the same, pretty
It's
much
just-
the same.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is really
Intense, right?
this is really intense. I mean, of course, there is a type of pressure that is like, you're in the big capturing race, and then 50 stones are at stake, and then we're just find this final kill. And there's another type of pressure where it's like, it's all about the finest of margins, and probably you practice this endgame stuff every day, and then now like everything is on the line because of these small, tiny points, right? These tiny moves, and that's actually going to determine seemingly the outcome of this match, and therefore the European Championship of this year. So yeah, two different types of
Oh.
pressures, I guess. But
Can be.
Yeah. You
Both-
get all these horrible fights, and in the
Yeah.
end, it's only 1 point.
yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
So every time, jing, jing, jing,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah. It goes back and forth.
So what happened?
Oh, black.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
So white, okay.
Well,
After this move, what
after
happened
Hane?
after
What
that?
happened after Hane?
Because we just
think
keep
that's it, right?
talking. Chat.
Attack.
Oh,
Black started filling.
Oh,
Oh, you
like
play
that?
this move.
He
That's
needs that
worth-
one?
What?
That's worth nothing. But then again, nothing is worth
What?
nothing.
Actually,
Why he
nothing is
didn't
worth
play
anything, right?
top?
Why does he?
that,
Why does he
that over
connect?
there is
Oh.
slightly.
Really? This is maybe a transcribe error? He really played his neutral point?
No, he did. He did.
He needs it?
Yeah, we can see it on the monitor.
Okay,
yeah.
but why?
I have no idea.
Oh. It's because.
Atari.
Wait, actually,
It's
no, never mind.
Actually, because
Ah, you were thinking something
Is
here?
something there?
Not really.
Not really.
wait a second, white thing.
Uh-huh. And then Atari. And no
So,
snap.
wait. Let's play this out.
Oh,
Let's play this
okay.
out.
Okay, but you need all the liberties to be filled. So
Alright.
this one,
This one.
and also this one.
This one.
And then Atari and go down.
Atari.
Yeah, but it does.
Oh.
there's no-
That's working, right? Is that working?
Is
No.
it working?
Almost working.
It almost
It's-
works,
it's
It's
still a
working,
snapper.
almost working. Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah.
working.
It's not working. Actually.
Because you can just play here.
Yes.
Yeah. Back to
But
snap.
in any case, I
So
think.
why you play that? No, but now we have a different order of moves. So go back. What do you
Oh,
need?
well, I think Ilya. Well, Ilya left after he played.
Oh, he played a neutral point.
Oh, really?
Now they are filling up everything.
But
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have to fill up.
Oh, we have to fill up the
the
points, yeah,
thing,
Yeah.
Here,
So black played
and
this.
black
also.
gets that one.
And why got what? Ah, he filled the core,
yeah.
right? And there's a black stone here.
Yeah, so okay.
Oh yeah, that's
for
already
the rest,
happened.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
Now I don't
white
think
is
there are any.
now about 90% sure.
Oh, and white has to play here, right?
Mhm.
And black play this. White connects.
Right.
In the middle, they play Atari, connect,
Yeah. Well,
then
actually
take
it
another
doesn't-
neutral point. Then
Oh, they're counting now. They're
Atari.
counting now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we will
yeah.
do the same. No more white stones?
It doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
We ran out of white.
I think that's it. Yeah, but they're counting now. So
we
yeah, we'll just wait until the final result. We're just gonna see who wins, and then the game recorder will update us on the final verdict here. But we can see it from the screen actually, and it looks like
10, 20, 22. for white.
22.
And black has 29.
Half point. For
Half
black?
point?
What?
It's half point. They're shaking hands.
Yeah, for Ilya.
That's half a point.
Yeah,
Wait,
he wins by half a point, I guess.
Ilya wins half a point.
Deutsch.
It's, we can look
Can
at.
we let's get a
KGS, you
confirmation?
look
Yeah?
at IGS.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is Panda? Panda. Pandanet,
We're
right?
getting a let's.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
have
they're the
that.
same thing. They're the same.
Huh?
They're-
Pandanet is saying 0.
Pandanet. Oh.
Are they confirming?
Yes, we have a final confirmation. Black wins by half a point.
Huh?
Yeah, black wins by half a
Well,
point.
it's 29 versus 22.
Yeah.
So Ilya Shikshin, the three-time
Ilya won the
professional
sixth
from
time.
Russia,
Ah.
edges out Artem Kachanovskyi, the two-time pro from Ukraine, and collects his sixth European Championship title
By half a point.
by half a point
Such
in
a
the
small
final.
match.
Even now, black is behind according to the.
Yeah, because of
because
the,
of the
the
one point.
eight- the
It
one
mattered.
point.
It
The
mattered.
Komi does matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
I feel defeated now.
okay,
Yeah,
we're going back in time, and cut out all the bad comments we made. I
Yeah.
guess we have no choice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
But there
I
were some
mean,
good comments too, right?
it's a close game, and sometimes.
So maybe
I think
here,
even if we didn't use Lila, to be fair, if we counted, it's not certain whether
White
we
plays
can.
Atari here instead of taking the point.
Yeah.
You know?
I think this
Yeah.
was the vital point.
Yeah, so if he plays
White
Atari
had one move, he had
and,
a chance to
black
play
goes
this.
down,
Right.
now he can fight for this
Yes,
score, right?
yes. I think that would be
Half
could
point
have
for white?
changed the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the difference, right?
I think to be honest, we never really. At that point, it was so close we could never claim like a clear result. I was gonna say that it was like
well,
super
maybe,
close,
maybe when it's
and then
a
we
half
just wait
point,
until the end. It's just so close that.
When it's a half point,
very-
the
Well,
goal
you
guys
really have
decided
to,
that
to
way.
be
Yeah.
silent for a while and
Yeah.
to check everything and to read
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
and to count everything.
Hmm.
Maybe we would have come up with a real good answer, but
Yeah.
well, we kept chatting away.
Also here, you
Huh?
you remember when white captured one stone here? It was 2 points instead of going down.
Yeah. That's I think no, because you have to play there anyway.
Yeah,
You
it's
have to
true.
play here
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So it's still 2 points there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I really believe this Atari was important.
Which one?
This Atari on one stone instead of playing 1
I
point
think so
because
too.
this can make a half point difference.
Yeah, and more.
I know.
This one. This.
Oh, here there was potential for 1 more point. Because he had the Atari in place. You're
Yes.
right. Atari. Oh no, yeah.
Was it so?
But the shape was like this. Wait,
Yeah.
the shape was like this.
Yeah, the shape was like this,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
okay.
Black took this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
should
yeah.
play Atari
But,
anyway.
but white
Just
had,
play
it was white choice at some
Yeah,
stage.
white
had
played
the-
Hane here instead,
He
which
did
is
it?
Yeah.
exactly
Or was
1
it the
point.
other way
Yeah.
around? Okay.
Go back to that point.
Go. Yeah.
Anyway, what we should do, even if you don't have time to comment the other game,
Yeah.
No,
we
black
should
played first, and then white played.
go back a few more
We
games.
first of all, this commentary is not over just yet. We have more stuff coming after this, so don't leave.
Yeah, we have
don't leave
to
yet.
look for a little bit what happens in the Stanislav game. But
Okay.
I think we already have the results. So white wins by 4.5 on the second board. So
white is Lukan
yeah, Lucas won
by 4.5.
by 4.5
So
points
he's
against
third
Stanislav.
place.
He's third place.
Yeah,
That
was
is a
quite
really good result
expected, right?
as well.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice.
He collects 1,500 euros. I say that's not bad for a weekend.
that's not well. That's
Yeah.
not for a weekend. He's
Yeah,
been
for a week's
working
hard work actually.
For a week.
For a week and a
So
half.
he only lost one game actually. He only lost to Ilya, but he won
To-
every other game.
To the champion.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
amazing actually.
And he beat 3 pros.
Impressive tournament for him. Well done.
And he beat
Lots
3
of
pros
amateurs, right?
and 2 amateurs, I think. Yeah. Wow, that is extremely well done. for
Stanislav
Lucas as
Freidach
well.
was his opponent.
I mean, I think he can take a lot of pride from this result as well. It's still very much proves that he's one of Europe's top amateurs.
At the
and
moment,
he-
he
and-
is, yeah.
And he's got the game to be professionals. He's proved
So-
that this week.
So Lukas finished third by losing to the first place and beating the second place. That's ironic, right?
Hmm?
He lost
Yeah.
he beat Artem in
Yeah.
the preliminary rounds,
Yeah.
and Artem is second place now,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
vice champion, but he
Uh-huh.
lost to the champion. So
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that gives him.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll tell you
good
what.
performance.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
So what's the plan?
We don't always have a half pointer, but this was very exciting. So we're gonna try to get Ilya here for the winners interview if we can. We will just try to grab him from the fourth floor. In the meantime, Cornel, there's something you want to show me, right?
Yeah, so we can take a break and
We'll set up the
puzzle. Yeah, it's a
set-
surprise.
that
it's a
thing
surprise.
that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we come
So-
back, so please
we'll
don't
come
go away
back in-
because
in 10 minutes,
we
huh?
actually have a very cool thing to show
Yeah.
you.
But we need to download that.
We need to download
Quite
that.
a-
Yeah. So
All
we
right.
will take a break and set that up,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back. Congrats to Ilya once again. Please don't go away. Yeah. All right, everyone, welcome back from the break. Well, what a game that was. When we started the stream, we thought, well, this could be a half pointer. You know, it could be a very close
Really?
margin, but now we have it.
I thought they would kill each other. I had the feeling they would kill each other the whole time. But
And the winner of that match is finally here with us, Mr. Ilya Shikshin. Now, the 6-time European champion. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Overwhelmed, huh?
Fantastic. Let's say. Well, I'm still have a lot of emotions after the game, and I feel like I was
Yeah.
very excited.
lot of
Yeah.
adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
I suppose this came down to the finest of margins, and like towards the end game especially, it was very, very close, right? You must be feeling a lot of pressure out there.
Yes, I felt like it was. The game was about close. After I managed to live in his corner, and from me it was left up corner. So
Right.
all the game was close, and then I felt like I can manage it. Of course, I thought that I'm maybe a little bit behind, but it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Look,
it was
right,
50-50, like,
Well, we'll not talk about the game too much because we know that you're already exhausted from all the playing. But
and hyped.
how did you feel throughout this tournament? What was your favorite moment or game? I know that you were undefeated the entire time, but was there a moment where you felt like really challenged, or
Well, I felt it many times. First, I felt that when I played Kamin Vyacheslav, and
Promising.
surprisingly for me, he was playing quite well, and
yeah? And you're
So
like,
at
oh,
some
this
point
kid
I
is
was-
good, right?
yeah, at some point I was afraid that I can even lose this game, so I had to think harder and find some.
Ways to come back. Huh?
Not really come back.
Ah,
When I
okay.
checked it with Leo, it was always good for me.
Oh, okay.
But at the game, I thought it was not so good, and I started to find some special variants where I had to leave with my dead group,
Oh.
Yeah.
and so
So Kaimin is challenging already, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
How old is he?
he's 18.
Oh wow, he's
Very
about the same
promising.
age actually. You won your first European Championship when you were 17, right?
Yes.
It's like playing a younger version of yourself almost.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Another rush.
And also when I played Patpiera, Lucas, I also felt that he is getting stronger and stronger, and now it's
you know actually
quite tough to beat.
he won the small finals. He's the third place. You know.
He's third.
So he only lost to you actually.
Yeah.
Lukas.
So
yeah.
apart from that
Yes.
game, he won actually all the games. He even beat Artem in the first round. That's how he got into the semifinals, and ever since then he beat Tanguy.
Yes, he beat three professionals.
Yeah. So that's very, very impressive as well.
Great tournament.
But yeah, I was watching the reactions, towards the end when you finished counting, and that was 29, 22. I can't. I mean, I cannot imagine how it feels for Artem right now. Also, right? He's lost the close match. Of course, you're on the winning side
Everybody
of that.
You also lost games by half a point, so
Yeah.
you know how it feels.
Mhm.
Feels.
Of course, but I think it doesn't matter half point or 10 points.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
lost it.
to lose or to win.
Yeah,
It's only matter.
Right. But
Well-
it feels more painful when it's by half a point. I think
Yeah.
Maybe,
In a
maybe
way.
because you think you had.
you are so much closer to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had more chances. Yeah.
Well, it's been 12 years since you won the first European Championship, and now 12 years later, you're almost actually you have a really great chance of becoming the all-time greatest, European Championship winner. I know, of course, I think Dinnerstein won 7 times,
right?
Yes.
but also you're approaching 6 times now, so you could be breaking that record actually.
It's not a record. Some guy has 8 wins.
Oh, you gotta work
It's a
harder.
long time
Yes,
ago.
but it was
Martin,
many years ago.
Martin?
Oh,
Martin,
Probably
Jürgen
some from
Martin, maybe.
Jürgen,
A
yeah?
guy from
Martin,
Germany.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
But
Yeah.
it was, I think, 30 years ago. he
Okay.
played.
Yeah, but it was
they're
also
not that,
tough,
he
yeah.
wasn't that weak. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's, he
it takes a
would
lot
be-
to win, right? In a long
Yeah.
format, so.
So to set a new record, I need to win 3 more times.
Also, just 4 more years, right? Just
But everybody's getting stronger, actually.
Of course, it's getting tough and tough.
yeah.
every year, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to keep studying. So how do you study go?
Usually I study just watching professional games and playing with professionals on Fox,
Fox, yeah.
WeChat
Mhm.
server.
Okay.
So see, replaying pro games is the key to master the
He was
game.
right. He was right.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what
Yeah,
everybody
you-
does at this level.
Yeah, replaying, but also playing.
Yes, I'm playing professionals because
Mhm.
I have professional account, so it's
And you go to China as well, right, for all these tournaments. So.
yes, it also helps a lot to play with
High level games.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
when
and
you
real
go to
professional
China,
tournaments.
when you go to China, you play a game.
Mhm.
You talk to people about this game. You can discuss it with the professionals there.
Usually, when you play in professional tournament, you discuss after the game where you made mistakes with your
Mhm.
opponent. It's okay. And also we reviewed with ourselves. We had a European team and we reviewed all the games
Mhm.
after we finished. We
Apparently, a strong team who won the Transatlantic, of course, and also you're the one who won the last game, obviously. There, you also won, I think, the Grand Prix earlier this year in Olomouc. So this must have been a really good year for you.
yeah, and it's a good year.
Yeah. So listen,
Nice
great
job.
achievement. Congratulations there. Really well fought throughout the entire event. What's coming up next for Ilya Shikshin in 2020?
2020,
Yeah.
still the same tournament. I could still hope to win
You
both
repeat the tournament.
Grand Slam and the European Championship in the same year, because when the Grand Slam appeared, I only win Grand Slam or European Championship at 1 year.
Oh, you never won it both. You
Yes.
can't get greedy. No, but I'm sure you'll be a strong favorite in all of the European tournaments you attend, and also on the international side, you're actually doing quite well there as well, right?
Yes, and this year I was a bit upset because I won only 2 games in Chinese League, because last year I won 4 games, and I felt like I could do better for sure. Just
Well,
was a
we
bit
will save the
okay.
champagne for
I like
later,
it.
but for now, for your victory in Brussels, we got you a little present, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of a surprise. I'm sure you didn't anticipate
this,
this, but show it. Oh my god, it's happening on the screen. Great. This is our little gift for you. It's actually,
mean the
it's,
leather,
it's
right?
like a leather problem.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the
It's
black
a leather
stone on the board.
puzzles. So
Yeah, see,
what we're
there
trying to
is
capture here,
Brussels.
first of all, you see the letters, Brussels,
Yeah.
for EGC Brussels 2019, and black is going to capture these guys on
Yeah.
the side. So it's a spinning ladder that goes
Yeah,
all over
yeah.
the board. You've probably seen these kind of puzzles before. But before we get into it, I would just like to mention that I have a student on IGS. His nickname is J33.
Mhm.
His name is John Ganley, but he's a really big fan of creating ladder puzzles like Nakayama Noriyuki used to do.
Mhm.
And he already created something like, I don't know, 1,200 puzzles. So
Yeah.
this one is especially made for Brussels EGC,
Mhm.
as we can see the letters,
Yeah.
the letters I mean. So
Yeah.
now, well, you gotta
We're
start
gonna
with the
challenge
Atari
you
here.
to solve this problem.
Yeah, and we keep going. I think we should
Yeah.
just play it out.
Yeah,
for
let's play it
the-
out.
Otherwise, we spend too much time. I feel I'm going
Maybe
to
we should read
get-
it a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I think you can read it in maybe 1 minute or less.
Yeah, let's
So-
just write it out. This
You-
is kind
you
of like
see,
your victory lap.
Stefan likes to capture letters. I noticed.
Yeah.
The other day he showed me that every letter he studied, he managed to one capture. And now pay attention. Ah, good.
Right? Is it?
Yeah, it's
Is it the right one?
It's right. It's right.
Okay. Cool.
Keep going like
Right.
this. And now again, pay attention.
Oh,
Don't mess up, don't mess up. Yeah.
okay. Cool. It's like.
So this is how we.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost like.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
Don't mess up.
And again,
Yeah, don't mess up, don't mess
pay,
up.
Pay attention.
Don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. We're good, we're good?
So far, so good.
Okay.
It's difficult to
Alright.
escape from a ladder when you
Start
play
get over there.
left-handed. I think that's my problem.
Uh-huh. That's how it gets stronger, right? By playing
By playing
ambidextrously.
ladders, huh?
This
it's
one,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't throw it.
Yeah,
Huh?
go throw it.
Sometimes you can throw it, huh? Yeah, that's
one.
good, that's good. Keep going. No self-ataris or something? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, we're still good, we're still good.
So far, so how many hundreds of moves we played already?
This one?
Yes, one.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we connect. Oops, that's don't ruin the position.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, right?
It's fine
Yeah,
because
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh, okay.
Because then,
it
No
becomes
self-atari,
atari,
no
so
self-atari.
yeah.
yeah.
So then we connect and you keep
Yeah.
going.
Keep going,
Yeah,
keep
that's
going.
fine. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. And then we're still okay, right? We're still okay. Yeah.
Connect. So painful. Yeah, that's correct. And now?
Now Ilya's thinking, how the
Wait,
why the heck did
we didn't put all the stones, right?
What?
There is a white stone missing from here. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the screen. Yeah, now Atari.
Dang
Yeah,
it.
keep going. Yeah, that was the setup error. Anyway,
Okay.
continue with Atari. Yeah. And then it goes back almost where it started, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you can just Atari.
I'll tell you what,
Or you
let's
wanna-
send the copy of the SGF to the
finished.
Is it
Yeah,
finished?
you can.
Oh, it's finished.
Not from this.
Yeah.
From
That's
this
it?
also
You
possible.
can do that too because
Okay.
you have Atari here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's either from this one it's Atari. No, it's not.
No, it's not
Atari.
hard.
Yeah,
It
it's Atari
works.
Atari. But this one, well, it doesn't matter how it ends.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Sorry.
can have different
Yeah.
endings, and now you capture everything.
Yeah.
So now you're the European champion. You should
Yeah.
clean the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we
And then we
missed
see,
one
we see the
stone,
final
missed one stone.
picture.
Yeah.
Where somebody asked about my lessons, so they should just check my info on KJS. If
Mhm.
they check info Cornel or if they check my info on OJS, they can see the list of prizes. So
Yeah.
I don't know them by heart. There are too many offers, you know. Yeah, we should say Atari each move for 140 times.
This
Yeah, you have the
is like
SGF
champagne,
actually.
except it's better.
Yeah. It's a champagne. So how many prisoners did you just capture?
Maybe 150.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, two bowls of prisoners. Good. Impressive.
Feels good, eh?
Feels good. It's so satisfying.
That's the first thing I teach my children,
Yeah.
my pupils.
Right.
How to take stones.
So
Because
that's how a ladder works sometimes.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
goes all over the board.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep it down to one liberty all the time,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, this is
Yeah.
like some people. This can be a work of art, right? Some
Yeah,
people
but
actually create these
exactly.
problems.
Yeah, it has to be eye pleasing and
Yeah.
so on.
And look, it's still you
Yeah.
can still kind of read Brussels. out
The
there.
Brussels is
Yeah.
much more difficult, but yeah, BRUSSLELS. Okay, you did a great job. Congrats again. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, great win, and looks like we have one last session, right?
Yeah, now it's your
Now
final
it's- now
speech.
it's my final speech. Yeah, we got to take a moment actually. We'll let you go. We'll let you go. The ceremony is like in an hour and 45 minutes, so you gotta wait until they hand the trophy over. But I'm sure you'll do great next year.
Okay.
I think this is all the major events we have this year now, right? So the next one, big one's gonna be the Grand Prix.
Next big one we have
Yeah.
in Vienna.
Oh, Vienna, of course.
We have
the Silk
yeah,
Road, right?
the Silk Road.
Silk Road.
Yeah.
Early in
Matthew-
November,
Matthew-
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
1st of November it
Mhm.
starts?
I think it's second to.
Okay.
Something.
To 9 or
Second,
something.
so you're playing
Uh-huh.
that, and what else are you playing in?
Hmm?
What else?
Any-
What other tournaments are you planning to play in this second half of the year?
Maybe some Moscow tournaments, and also
Mhm.
I will go to Emily Cup.
MLB
final.
Cup. Uh-huh.
Oh
to
yes,
China. To
and
Beijing.
that will be in.
Top 64.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, we wish you the best of luck with that. And yeah, that is it for the final. And when we come back, yeah, it's been a while. So we'll see you soon.